Patrice O'Neill in studio playing comics here in New York City tonight and tomorrow night. I love this place, comics. I really do. For tickets, COMIXNY.com. That is a huge mistake by the club because a lot of people are trying to find comics and they're typing it the right way.
Yeah, comics with an X or 212-524-2500 or Ticketmaster. That's easy to remember.
No one's going to remember comics with an X when they're trying to find out, where the joint is or how to get tickets.
And Y after it. The whole thing is, who remembers that?
It seemed like a good idea at the time when they were naming the place, but come on. Comics, COMIXNY.com. The great Patrice O'Neill. And Patrice,
thank you, Mr. Hughes.
The Lakers blew it last night.
That was amazing. And that's why I'm in a coma right now because I was in a sleep. My boy called me, what about that win? And I go, excuse me? And he goes, what about that win? I go, what win? I had to get up. I was up all night watching Lakers lost. Not as much as Celtics winning.
Right.
The winning team's speeches are boring. They give you those same old, we got to work hard. But it's like Kobe just trying to be like some type of nice guy and fight through it. But it was unbelievable. I couldn't believe it, man.
I got to find the article. I was just reading about Kobe Bryant, and he has decided to be a nice guy on the court and be the rah-rah guy. And I was reading this article where someone noticed, Kobe doing rah-rah, and a player walking away, rolling his eyes like, oh, now he's decided to be a nice guy?
It's just disingenuous.
Go after yourself. No one's buying into it.
It's like when he got the I'm a black guy tattoos after the rape beef.
Yeah.
Like to keep,
Yeah.
White people threw him out the window, so he had to go rediscover his blackness by getting tattoos.
And there's allegations he might be doing something with one of the ex-Lakers cheerleaders who's 18 or 19 years old.
Oh.
Who quit in the middle of the playoff run.
Of course he is. He filled his wife full of children. She's all stretched out. Her stomach's all a mess. She's probably gained a few.
And she's preoccupied raising the kids. So now,
she's doing it.
Now he can do whatever the hell he wants.
Her shirt smells like milk. What is that?
Oh, God.
Sugar water on the shirt.
He's getting greatest basketball player in the world, Tang.
You're a huge Celtics fan, right?
Unbelievable. Matter of fact, I didn't watch the game because I knew if I watched it, they would have never came back. I'm watching the clips going, if I watch this, this wouldn't have happened
this way. I believe that
superstitious
too.
Like
I believe that too.
I only have two superstitions. One is don't put a hat on my bed. For some reason,
do that?
I can't fight through that. I fought through every superstition except for 3, actually. Don't sweep my feet.
Don't be nice to anybody.
Well, that's nothing. Like, ground karma doesn't bother me. I just get real karmatic when I fly. But no hat on the bed and sweeping black people's feet is a dangerous thing.
What do you mean, sweeping black people's feet?
I have no idea, but it's big.
What's it mean, sweeping black people's feet?
It's either death or jail.
No, but sweeping black, you mean when you're sweeping to go
when you're sweeping the floor. And, like, if you watch black people when someone's sweeping the floor next to them.
They will move away?
It's not good. My girl is, don't put her purse on the floor. That's her thing. She can't get past.
Mm-hmm.
And mine's is hat on the bed. But the other one is I don't want to watch a game of a big team. I watched the Super Bowl Patriots loss. I believe in that. Like if I had to watch the Celtics last night, they wouldn't have won the game.
But why the person on the floor? I can almost understand.
I don't even know. I have no. It's superstition. It's like you get prostate cancer. Like it's. Hat on the bed is death, I think.
I never heard that.
I've heard that. That's an old one.
Really?
But the sweeping the feet,
dude, sweeping
that's got to be a black thing. I've never heard of that.
It's real big in the black community. Real big superstition.
I have 2 cats hanging on my bedpost. I swear to God, on the edge of my bedpost.
On your bedpost is fine. You can get past that, but
you can't put a hat on your bed.
On the actual bed.
That's all I'm going to do now is put my hat. I'm going to get all my hats out of the closet and pile them on my bed. I'm the hat bed kid.
The Celtics came back from an 18-point deficit.
I could not believe it.
24 points. They were down when
They were down 24 at one point?
It was 45-21.
In that first half.
When I looked.
But it was the biggest halftime deficit of all time in the finals.
Wow.
It's the biggest halftime deficit comeback of all times, actually. Not the biggest halftime deficit, but comeback to win the game.
I swear to God, when I saw that score, I mean, I didn't think that LA would blow it, but I'm like, that's the type of score. It's too big of a lead. You want them to go in with an 8-point lead. That there's something almost too big about 24 points. It's like almost like the other team has nothing to lose,
Sure.
and they're going to play better.
I just couldn't believe it, man. It's
over.
It's
over for the Lakers.
I'm not even comfortable. I don't think I'm going to watch the game Sunday.
It's over. They're not coming back.
But I have nothing else to do.
Oh, boy.
They're not coming back.
Oh, Opie saying they're not coming.
They're not coming back.
Not coming back. Oh, it's over. Biggest comeback in sports history now.
Not coming back.
I don't feel it. I don't feel like
No,
magic.
you're not feeling this.
I don't think this is going to happen. I don't think they're going to
Boston is too strong, and they beat them in L.A. It's over.
Oh.
3 games to 1, right?
They might win
Calling
Sunday.
it over.
It's over. Wow. Well, Boston's got to lose the next game because everyone knows the playoffs are fixed. They want the series to go as long as possible for the ratings and the revenue.
Speaking of the playoffs are fixed,
yeah.
Are you staying up on this referee thing?
Hell yeah, I am.
It's
guilty as charged,
dude. He's his. I don't know if you have clips of David Stern or whatever, the commissioner, but he's dismissing the guy as, why are you listening to this felon?
Yeah.
But I'm like, that's how the mafia was tumbled. He's a rat. He's ratting on everybody that the playoffs were fixed in 2002, and it's going to come out these dirty refs. All of them were dirty.
Yeah.
All of them.
They're not protecting him, so he's throwing them all under the bus.
Oh, yeah.
He probably feels like, you want to let me swing? You're all coming down.
Yeah, and Jeff Van Gundy was fined how much? Like $100,000 for
questioning that game,
bitching about the refs because they said, what's his name there? They were going to foul him a lot, and someone told him they were going to foul him a lot.
Yao Ming,
thanks. And Van Gundy called him out on it and got fined like over $100,000.
I remember that, dude.
And now this ref is basically backing up what Jeff Van Gundy said.
And writers are saying, right, all these sports guys are saying that game, they remember that game as the worst refereed game they'd ever seen in their life.
Who's paying them to do that? Is it the NBA itself that's going, look, we need this to go a certain way? Because I can't. It's never
Vegas, man. That's big money, dude. Like if you do something you don't get paid.
Vegas, it's big money for the NBA.
But is it mob stuff?
But that's what I'm saying. If you get paid, the NBA player, I don't know how much a ref gets. I bet you they don't make 6 figures. I bet you they don't make 6 figures. They don't make a lot of money. They stay in crappy hotels. They're not well taken care of. Like they're not well taken care of.
They got to be making 6 figures.
To be loyal. If somebody comes up to you and gives you, $2,000, $3,000 to make a call here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're making. They're probably making a couple $100,000 a year, or at least
I don't think they're making a couple.
They fly
$100,000.
first class. I know that because they were selling their tickets back and keeping the extra money.
Yeah, they got to be making about 100 G's.
I would say even more than that.
Which is not a lot when you're thinking when you think about what the players.
They have day jobs. That's not all they do for a living.
Well, in the off season, I'm sure they're.
But if I'm an NBA ref, I should get paid enough to not have to ref for the other 9 months.
True. Yeah.
For the other 9 months.
So there you go. Go Celtics, go. Let's go to Travis in Virginia Beach. Travis.
Hey, what's up, boys? What's up, Patrice?
Hey.
Hey, is it just me with this whole Opie hero thing? Is this starting to remind me a little bit of Bobby Brady when he saved that little girl and also he started throwing parties for himself?
Yeah, remember that one?
How did Bobby save the girl? Like the father was bleeding and Bobby pushed the girl out of the way so she didn't get any on him?
Look, I know E-Rock's covering his ass by saying it was Steve Carlisi's birthday and he made a mistake, but we all know E-Rock set up the fine breakfast today for me, for my big day.
Yeah.
So I want to thank Basil Tees for coming by.
I believe was
to cook breakfast for the hero and his pals.
Travis? Yes. Was that the episode? I believe it was where the little girl was ready to be crushed at the Dittmeyer's toy store.
Yeah, it was the bookcase. It was going to fall on her.
Right, it was going to fall on her, and he saved her, and then he just went around because everyone said he was a hero, and he took it so seriously that he started throwing parties for himself.
Oh, yeah.
He truly was.
NBA refs, they make 9...
Here goes Opie.
I'm going to throw a party for myself. I'm a hero. I save people.
Opie, why don't you come into my office? I have an infection to give you. I have something to give you.
We should get Richard Huff on the phone because I want to thank him for understanding what's going on.
Oh, really?
Yes. NBA refs base salary is $90K there, Patrice, plus travel and playoff cash. Highest paid is $280,000 a year.
Oh, 90 might be base. Yeah.
So Patrice was pretty
Chunk of
accurate
change.
Yeah.
All right, we got to take a break. Patrice O'Neill at Comics here in New York City. COMIXNY.com for tickets or call 212-524-2500. Well.
Ooh.
Wow, this is just not working at all today. And it's playing.
I see you pushing a button frantically.
You're fervently pushing it.
Well, this
Yes.
is like no way to come back from a break.
That's no way to treat a hero either.
That's right.
Yeah, you were supposed to play the hero songs there, E-Rock.
Oh, E-Rock.
What, you gave
I
up?
knew it was E-Rock's
What's the matter
fault.
with you?
E-Rock.
Oh, my God. Can we start over? Can we play
Were you planning my birthday?
Just Anthony, be like a commercial guy. Like just say starts Friday, like it's the end of a commercial.
Oh. In theaters this Friday. There you go. Ooh.
This isn't a hero song.
Why wouldn't you get that?
E-Rock,
ready?
this is your bit today.
Oh,
What were you doing? on
E-Rock
the-
finally has a bit, and he can't even go through with it.
E-Rock.
Hold on,
E-Rock.
let's try this again. Anthony, be a commercial guy again. But you have to do a different one.
Oh, yes, yes.
Now available in industrial size.
Thank you.
That's better.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony show. Lots going on. We got Patrice O'Neill in studio playing comics with an X here in New York City tomorrow and Saturday. Tomorrow and Saturday. How about today and Saturday? How about today and tomorrow? Oh, my God. And we also got Steve from Basil Teas in Toms River, New Jersey, cooking up some fine omelets for everybody. Patrice, you were going to say? Or you were just pointing because you needed your mic on?
Yeah, my mic was off.
Okay.
Man, Basil Teas make.
It's ridiculous how good that is.
I'm so happy he's here.
Really good.
I had my 3-egg omelet with yellow yolk, by the way.
Of course. God, if
Sissies.
you're going to eat
Why?
an egg. Because if you're going to eat an egg,
White.
it's very rare that I actually have eggs. So if I'm going to, I'm going all out.
And Opie, thank you too. Off air, you said you will invite me to your wedding. I
Of
appreciate
course
that.
I would. There was never a doubt. But
I
then
appreciate
Patrice goes, well, if you invite me, I guess I got to go.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
But then
I
at
just
that
didn't
point,
think.
I'm like-
I just didn't think. I just thought it'd be a way not to invite a lot of people because it'll just be too many. I think you got in your life, and I didn't think I would be squeezing into that too many. I would imagine Norton, Anthony would be invited, all the family people.
There's people in this
Club
room.
Sona Kinney.
There's people in this room that aren't going to be invited.
I don't think. I wouldn't think E-Rock. This is my personal feelings. I wouldn't think E-Rock.
Wow.
I wouldn't think any of the guys. Not fan.
Who?
I don't think Poe. I don't think you would invited Poe. I'm just Steve. I'm not even sure, but I think Steve would have to get an invite. But he can only bring himself and a date that you knew.
Which would count as 2 invites in a way, like to get.
Yes, somebody he knew. Like you have to approve who he's bringing.
What about Stunt Brain?
No,
Not a
because he's
chance
too
in
new.
hell.
Yeah,
Not a
I don't-
chance in hell because
Yeah.
he's too new.
Yeah. I just don't think it would have happened.
It would just be awkward.
You know what?
Fan
Also,
maybe
you haven't
if Fan was still here.
you haven't seen him out drinking yet, which is bad because you can invite him and he's a nice enough guy and everything, but he might be the angriest, nastiest drunk.
Right.
And then you get him to the wedding and all of a sudden he's just an ass and ruins everything.
Yeah, he turns into Dustin Hoffman at the end of The Graduate.
I didn't think any peripheral comedians other than Norton. I didn't think we're getting.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
you?
no.
Opie would.
I'm just saying what
I
I just saying. I
He
just
would
saying.
worry, man. Bob Kelly will get the invite. Louis
Voss.
C.K. Voss.
Louis on the bubble.
On the bubble. Boss would have to get an
Of course,
invite.
because he would commit suicide. Why wasn't I invited?
And then that means Bonnie's got an invite.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's Voss plus
Now,
one.
do you see now what you're doing right now? What you just did with Bonnie,
Yeah.
is what I was thinking. It would just be a very, very, very close wedding. just because of that. Just because if you invite him, you got if you invite this one, and if you invite that one, you got you know what I'm saying? And that's where I'm thinking that he wasn't gonna do that, just to save himself all of that.
No, know what you do? You put out a lot of last minute invites.
Oh God! So people already have plans.
Oh, I got this figured out.
Well, Voss didn't invite any of us. He didn't invite his quote unquote his close friends.
Voss makes $24,000 a year. he didn't want to have a big wedding. He had it in a hunting lodge.
But let me be fair.
Yeah, but what was wrong with Voss? He didn't invite us to the wedding, which was in the middle of nowhere in Canada. Yeah. Jimmy went, but then he invites us to Caroline's, the comedy club here in New York. And he gets insulted because no one went because we thought it was just him doing, what he usually does. But it was supposedly a huge reception for his friends.
He wanted the actual traditional benefits.
He's still holding a grudge. Get him on the phone.
He wanted the traditional benefits without treating you as the friend that you get those benefits from.
He wanted the presents.
So he says, go to the wedding thing at Lord and Taylor and get my stuff.
Yeah.
But you're not a friend to be at the wedding.
It's called a registry.
Now, Bobby did a genius thing, which is what we are, the comics. You're afraid of the rejection. So you found a way for people to be there or not be there, and you don't know it. We had that wedding on the internet.
He had the wedding on the internet.
Genius to have it in a place where people, he didn't want to force people. He go, hey, listen, I'd like you to come to my wedding in Hawaii. And people go, oh, my God.
Why?
No.
I can't do that.
So when he did it on the internet, it was genius, dude. I thought it was genius.
Well, he's able to be in paradise, and then he makes everybody else watch on their computer screen.
He didn't invite me one time to a barbecue because he thought I wouldn't go.
Yeah, I'm just not thinking you
just don't want your black friends to see that you hang out with.
Dude, I have cookouts and there's nothing but crackers. It looks like.
And invite me. I would go to one of your cookouts.
Cracker cookout.
It looks like a secret meeting of.
We're trying to be your friend.
I look like a butler at my own house. I have nothing but white friends. All my black friends in Boston. I have a few black comic friends like Keith and a couple of everybody else is white, but I would not think you would come.
Yeah, I was insulted.
And that's the only reason
I was also insulted because there was something else, and Patrice goes, well, I didn't invite you because I didn't think you would come. I'm like, of course I would go. We're trying to be your friend.
Dude.
Invite us to stuff. You'll be surprised. We'll show up.
We have been promising to eat some type of lunch together
for years
since '96.
The staff is still waiting for their lunch when we came back on. The interns.
You know what? Patrice makes a good point. Really fast. Across from XM, there's a place that used to be called Shelley's Steakhouse.
Yeah.
And Patrice and I and a few, I believe our ladies were there and a few other people after one of your Saturday night radio shows. We went and had a great dinner, a late night steak dinner. We had a wonderful time. And I remember even saying to Patrice, we got to do this more often. Let me tell you what has happened since that dinner.
What more often?
Shelley's Steakhouse moved a block or two away. And in its place is a brand new 20-story building. That's how long it's been since we ate. Am I lying?
No.
And it's occupied.
Am I lying?
No.
They're just about done. The crane is about to be dismantled because they are done with this building. And that was the last time we ate, when it used to be a tiny little steak joint. Like a 2-3-story building.
It's just when you invite somebody, you want them to come. You just go. It's embarrassing if people don't show up at something.
Here's Rich Voss. Listen to this, Voss.
Hey, what's going on?
Well, we're talking about weddings and stuff, and I pointed out that you're still holding a grudge because we didn't go to Caroline's.
Whoa. I don't really hold a grudge now about that.
Don't really hold a grudge.
What's a grudge?
A grudge.
Grudge.
The wedding gifts. I'm still upset about.
Yeah,
he's heard about that.
And
he does not understand why.
It's a give and take thing. You have to give the people.
He doesn't understand why.
You have to give the people some entertainment and the ability to be there. Shut up a minute. Shut up. And the ability to be at your wedding. You wanted to have your wedding alone in some hunting lodge up in Canada, and then come back down here and expect the scene from Goodfellas where they're all handing over the envelopes. It doesn't work that way.
You don't understand. That's the only reason. We didn't even know what it. How can I think this is a traditional reception when the wedding and the reception happen? You go, hey, you bum, you can't come to the wedding.
Yeah.
But please come to the thing where you owe me something.
Right.
No. Here's the deal. You know what? Because first of all, you're so close-minded and so
self-centered. You don't listen.
We've been arguing this thing with him for
but here's
a couple of years now.
He doesn't understand that.
Let me finish.
No one knew.
Voss, yeah, look, no, it's me, Opie. Listen to me.
A hero.
First of all, I probably would have went to your wedding because I wasn't doing anything else in the middle of Canada.
Oh, gee.
I probably would have taken that trip just because I haven't.
Backhanded compliment that is.
Because I haven't seen
I always
that part
wanted
of
to see a
Canada.
platypus anyway.
Right, exactly, and a Mountie. So I probably would have went with Jimmy, to be completely honest with you. I was flying around the country with Jimmy all the time. What the hell? I would have went to your wedding. But what the mistake you made, which Anthony is bringing up, you didn't invite anyone to the wedding. You didn't have a traditional reception. All of a sudden, you kind of casually invite us to go to Caroline's. I'm like, he's at Caroline's 3 days a week. So, what's different about this?
And he didn't call it a reception.
Thank you. You never explained that this was a special Caroline's thing where you actually rolled out a red carpet and stuff. We didn't know, so no one showed up. And to this day, Voss is holding a grudge.
We thought it was a party for the people he didn't invite. Like, that's what would have made everybody understand, okay, look, he was in Canada, okay. We thought it was a regular party for people that he told not to come. But he held an official reception.
All you have to do is see, why don't you say, if you say something like, okay, you had the right intentions, but it didn't come out the way it was supposed to.
That's what we said to you for years now.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, because I had the intentions. I didn't want to make, like I said it, and I'll say it again, I didn't want to make people fly all. Why do you think we had a...
Bonnie didn't want... Here's another thing I want you to be honest about. Bonnie didn't want us there. Bonnie didn't want us ruining her Canadian wedding, man.
You know what? You're so full of shit. You know what?
Hey!
Oh, sorry.
I'm just saying, I know... Come on, man.
Shut your
Cursing and everything.
Shut up and let me
this
talk.
is real for Voss.
Okay.
This is real. Go ahead, Rich.
No, listen. I had the right intentions that I didn't want people to fly all over the place. Why would I have a party in L.A. and one in New York? Let's say everybody did go to the wedding and I invited them. Why would I still have a party?
One in L.A. and one in New York.
And New York.
Why would you have a party? Why would you have a party in L.A.? Why would you have a party in L.A.? Do you see where I'm going to go with this?
I don't care where you're going to go.
All right, where I'm going to go is your friends are not in L.A.
I didn't have friends here. Gullip wasn't in L.A.
Gullip? What's that?
What? Now you're going to tell me he's my friend.
I don't even... You're naming guys who was in the first comedy strike.
The comedy strike of '79. Didn't one of those guys jump off the Hyatt Hotel? Didn't get his way?
Patrice.
Look it up. That's a great story. Boss,
wait, no.
The mistake you made, you didn't make it clear that this was a reception. You're like, we're thinking of just getting together at Caroline's. I'm like, I'll catch him next time he's at Caroline's.
I also have... Here's the thing. I have the invitations I sent out that look exactly like any other. I made a mistake. By going there and doing it. That was a mistake I made because it still cost me a lot of money.
And I didn't get an invitation. I heard Voss was having a thing at Caroline's.
No, you didn't. You got an invitation.
I don't remember an invitation. I'm sorry.
Oh, really?
I swear, Rich, I'm not trying to make some fun radio here. I really don't remember.
But wait, but here's the thing. I forgot about this. I let this go a long time ago.
All right, how many people ended up showing up at Caroline's here in New York for your, quote, reception?
Over 100.
I just have to say what Steve from Bay Show is calling them.
What?
Bonnie and Claude.
Steve.
Over 100.
Over 100?
Oh, that's funny.
All right.
I couldn't make the reception, but, I...
All right, who didn't make the reception? I didn't, Jimmy didn't, Patrice didn't, who else?
Jimmy was taping Lucky Louie, but he came to the party in L.A.
But I also was the best man and flew myself...
I know.
A 9-hour flight.
To Saskatchewan.
A 9-hour flight. A moose picked me up at the airport.
So what I'm saying is...
They got their wedding pictures taken at a rest area.
It was awful.
What is that about?
Here's the thing. You see
Just wanted to feel comfortable, huh, Rich?
You see the resentment that Jimmy has for flying that far? Now, if I invited everybody, I would have...
I don't have resentment.
people go. I would have 100 people go. Oh, we flew, whatever.
I'm not resentment.
But that's how we are, though, Voss. Come on, you being angry right now. This is I'm not being angry. First of all, this conversation came about Voss because me and Opie was talking about coming to his wedding, and I said, look, the way we all operate, I didn't think he was going to invite me to the wedding.
Who?
Opie, and I started naming who I didn't think he would invite. I thought it would just be too big of a thing, and he would invite just very, very close people. And I didn't think any of the comics, other than Norton from the show, would get invited. So your name came up, and then this thing.
Well, Voss is going to get an invite. It might be a little late, but he's going to get one.
What do you mean a little late? What does that mean?
I'm getting my list together. It's taken longer than I thought.
Oh, brother. You're cutting back on expenses?
No. It's a joke that goes back a few minutes. Never.
A few minutes. It was way back a couple of minutes.
No, I
figured
out how to get out of an uncomfortable situation because there are a lot of people you feel like you need to invite, but you don't really want to be at the wedding. So what you do is you make sure they get their invite very late in the game. Mm-hmm. And then they end up calling you and they feel guilty, like, oh, my God, but I have a trip planned to Disney. Maybe 2 weeks out.
Why don't you get one?
That's late?
Yeah.
2 weeks out. Yeah.
For your white friends, for Patrice, they'll be like, I don't plan that far in advance.
I thought I was thinking more 3 days.
Well, you don't understand is because you're Opie, people will just cancel their plans unless they absolutely
All right, then
can't.
it's got to be like 5 days
That's
out.
true. Why don't you just drop them off on the way to the church?
Yeah, call them that morning.
I want the awkward call where I just got the invite, and then I go, that's weird. I sent that out months ago. What happened?
And then they go,
Service.
the fans find out where the wedding is.
And then they go, well, it's only 5 days from now, and I don't know how to tell you this, but there's no way I'm going to make it. And then I have to make believe I care. Like, man, I understand. It's cool. Don't
So
worry.
I would have understood. That's why I'm not saying it like I would have understood not getting invited. I understood not getting invited to Voss's wedding. I just didn't appreciate the anger he had about this reception.
He was extremely angry at everybody.
That I did not know was a reception.
Patrice, do you really think you would have flown up to Edmonton, Canada, on a...
No, that's why I said I'm not upset that you didn't invite me to the wedding, Voss. I'm really not. I'm just upset.
But you shouldn't be upset that
you,
we didn't know it was a reception.
Right. I'm upset that you got traditional
I think it's
on the second half of the situation.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? A lot of people have wedding parties, and when people don't go to the weddings, you think
I don't know that, man.
What?
That's
No, a lot of people have a wedding and a reception.
You know why you don't know that? Because you're too selfish and self-centered to do any research.
Who researches these things?
What does that mean?
What are you going to Google wedding possibilities? Yeah, what do you want us, who does that?
What do you want us to spend some time on Wikipedia looking up wedding crap? What are you talking
How
about?
dare this boob tell me that I'm too selfish to learn about weddings? I don't care.
What? When was the last time anyone learned about weddings?
You got married in Canada. That's not selfish?
No,
You couldn't get married in Connecticut? I could have drove there?
Or at least Buffalo? Keep it constant.
Yeah,
What the hell is the Canada? Why Canada?
Why would I? You know what? You're right. I should have had her whole family move to the States.
What about your side of the situation,
My
Voss?
family? I don't have that big of a family.
Where your family, Voss?
What's that?
Where your family?
Oh, that really hurts to think that you guys are my family.
We are your family.
Yeah, we
You
are.
are.
This is all you got, man.
We're all you got.
This is it.
We love you,
really?
Voss.
Yeah. This is it. This is it.
I have no comeback for this.
Isn't that great? We're now, this is exactly it, talking a man into suicide today.
One thing I want to bring up to Anthony and Norton, if you go to the message boards, about, they're giving me college tips for my daughter. One, I realized neither of you went to college.
What's a college ship?
College tips.
Tips.
Oh, tips. I
What
thought
do
there
you
was
say?
like some kind of cruise ship for college kids.
College tips, I said.
Yeah. College tips.
College tips.
And realizing that neither one of us went to college, yes. Or have kids.
A lot of people agreeing with Voss's philosophy because Voss wants to have his kid go to community college for a couple of years, then maybe go to a huge university.
He wants to save a few bucks.
Exactly.
Well, with tuition how it is,
Why don't you just
it's
say
hard to beat him up about
Why
it.
don't you just say your kids are going to the 13th and 14th grade?
Yep.
That's what I said.
That's it.
Community college is failure.
Because you have to have a kid or have gone to college to know what's good for...
Well, to make decisions and stuff like
What's
that.
a decision?
Oh, wow.
You're falling apart.
Does your tongue swell up at night when you sleep, Voss?
No.
Put some ice on it. Voss has a anterior cruciate ligament tear in his mouth.
What did he say?
I said,
Are you
The chicken.
are you sucking on salt?
my phone is screwed.
Where, in your mouth? You're supposed to hold it to your ear. You don't put the whole phone in your mouth and talk, Rich.
His phone's only good to 30 fathoms. It's already soaking wet.
Oh, he has a rotator cuff injury in his inside of his mouth. Yes, get your thing together, boss.
Yeah, we don't care. If you can send her where you want, because she wanted to go to a bigger college, but Rich talked to her in a community college.
And why did you do that? See, it's why, who does that? Who
You know what?
talks their kid into a 2-year
I hate
nonsense college?
I hate to tell you though, it's logical because tuition is ridiculous. People are getting bankrupt over trying to send their kids to like huge universities.
Personally, I think college is a waste of your time.
Holla!
That's only one.
Allah.
That's what I say.
All it ever did was mess up my credit, and it does nothing. All it does is teach people how to have credit problems, and it teaches people of different ethnic groups how to sleep with each other like that would have never been able to.
Oh, good.
A
Send her.
Mongolian and a Jamaican. It has
You know what?
that's what they met in college. That's about it.
It's a hell of a party though for 4 years, 5 years.
It's nonsense.
In some
I don't.
cases,
I think
six.
most
Six and
people.
some.
You know what college teaches people? How to work for other people. It doesn't teach. It destroys dreams. If you have any dream, like anybody in here right now, if they went to college, or if you talk to somebody that thought about college, you would not be doing what you're doing. If you go, hey, listen, I want to be a successful radio person. Somebody would go, you're a jerk. Go to college. But college does not do anything to help you better yourself.
No.
Nothing.
Well, because I think a lot of people, they just assume, well, if I go to college, that's all I have to worry about. I'll be successful.
Then
But
you get out of college
that's
and
the
someone's
first-
waiting there to give you a job
Yeah,
and
no,
everything.
That's the first step. Then you have to, when you're in college, really.
Then you got to
figure out-
work for the college.
Yes.
$50,000 or $75,000 you got to pay back. You essentially you're going to work for the college for the next 10 years.
Thank you.
You're a hoe for the college.
Not taking back.
They're
boss.
pimping you out all over the place.
Yeah, sit in the community college.
They always try to get me to go back to Geneseo because I've been quite successful and they have a communications program up there. They want me to go back and talk. I'm like, no, you guys did nothing for me.
Nothing.
They really didn't do anything.
I don't even
for
get
me.
that alumni.
The best I got was they happened to have a radio station, and I spent all my time at the radio station. I didn't learn this in school. I didn't learn this in class.
You should say that. With that tone. You should just total disdain.
I told the story yesterday. I was going to fail out, so I went to my communications professor, and I said, look, you got to give me a higher grade or I'm flunking out. He goes, maybe this isn't what you're going to be doing with your life. Maybe you're not cut out to do this. I'm like, oh, thanks a lot, you ass. And then I reminded him of what happened to his daughter at the fraternity house a few years back.
Oh.
And then I went on to another professor, and he gave me the grade that I needed, and I was able to continue my college career so I could work at the radio station, which leads to what I'm doing today. Not the classroom crap,
And
though.
the fact is, you got all your on-job training on the job. You learned doing what you wanted to do. Mm-hmm. College stinks.
I went to one semester. I got a B and 3 Fs.
Did you really?
Yeah, but I dropped out of high school because of rehab, so I didn't have a high school diploma. So I was taking college/high school credits. In college, I took biology. I took biology, Western civilization, problems, and statistics, and some sort of English course. I got a B in English, and then I failed miserably at everything else.
Everything else you...
All right.
I went to real estate school and fell asleep the first day in class. And was like snoring and drooling on the desk.
Real estate school.
Who would buy anything from you?
Yeah. Want to buy a dryer door?
All right, boss, how long have you been married now?
2 years, right?
Over 2 years. September will be 3 years.
I'm thinking of getting you a wedding present. What should I get you?
I thought you were going to hang up right now.
No, he's asking.
What do you need?
I don't know, tuition for my daughter to go to college. I don't need any.
Wait, is she graduating this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wanted to go to school, but her boss talked her out of it.
How in God's name did that happen? She was like this little goofy girl last year.
That's what happens to them goofy girls.
They grow up.
And Voss is amazing. He has a 25-year-old and a 1-year-old. It's amazing. I think that is just you're a freak of nature, man. A science project.
Yeah, you're finally getting them out of the house and you're starting over. I don't get that concept. Don't you want to get to the point where they're all out of the house? Why would you go back in time? You basically go back in time.
They're out of the house.
You turn your 18. I know, but you turn your 18-year-old into a newborn. That doesn't make sense.
You were finally ready to just not have to deal with anything with children anymore.
And now you start it all over.
It's called love.
Hey, Voss, where are you going to be tonight? Where are you going to be tonight? Because we got a break.
Tommy Cove, Springfield.
I'm not hanging up on you. I don't do that with plugs.
He did get it out quick, though. I'll give him that.
Springfield, New Jersey. What's the club?
Comedy Cove.
Comedy Cove tonight with Rich Voss, who's terrific to see.
For real, I really don't have any resentment or anger towards this whole wedding thing anymore. I made a mistake.
It was a complete misunderstanding.
He had resentment and anger?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, he came in here on fire one day, yelling and screaming. I'm like, well, chill, dude. We didn't even know it was a reception.
You're not the only one that made a mistake. I made a mistake. I went.
It wasn't. It was kind of fun.
It was, actually.
Look, here's the deal. You assume too much because I would have went to your wedding. You know, I think people don't want to ask people to go to their wedding because they don't want to put them in that position. But that's what I was telling Patrice that started this whole thing. I'm like, of course you're going to get an invite. But if you call me and go, I don't really feel like going or it's not my place, I would be totally cool with that. That's fine. But I do want you there. I'm not
to RSVP.
I don't know. Let me tell you how detached I am from it in terms of that. I don't even know how to feel for you at a wedding. Like, I don't.
No one in this room knows how to feel.
I don't know what. Somebody has to tell me how to feel at a wedding.
I guarantee we can line up and put our hands on that hot plate over there, and not one of us will scream.
We just don't feel anything.
No one feels in this room.
Am I going to be like, hey, man, I'm so happy? Like,
yeah, you're supposed to be like happy for people. You're supposed to get caught up in the joyous moment of their happiness and love, and then at the receiving line at the end when you're shaking hands with the family, and you're supposed to actually say congratulations and really feel it. Patrice is making this cringe face.
But I innately don't support marriage for the guy's point of view. Meaning, if I saw you get married, I'd be like, boy, one soldier down. And I just think it's it's for the woman. I'm usually not going to be her friend, so you're more happy for her. You would need to be more happy for her than the man, but I could care less about, you know what I mean? Like, if I marry my girl, it's really going to be. So here you go.
But you're looking at the whole thing very cynically. You're not looking at it in terms of love, two people sharing a life. Believe me, I ain't either. But, that's how it is.
Depends on the relationship.
I don't mean with you personally. I'm not talking about you.
No,
I'm talking about general overall
Anthony,
percentage.
I'm telling you to shut up because you're heading this way.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
It is whirlwind, Jack. It is a 6.8.
Who are you kidding? This isn't 2007. I would believe every word you're saying.
What?
You're in a whole different world, my friend.
What did I do?
You're heading toward the altar. Something you said you would never do again.
Why can't two people?
Look, I don't want to put the pressure on you.
Two movies in mind. My Big Fat Wop Wedding and Knocked Up. And Knocked Up is the first feature. Knocked Up followed by my Big Fat Wop Wedding.
I had to stop you because all I'm saying is let's talk in early fall.
Early fall?
Yeah, we're only 24 days into Anthelini, but something is going on with you.
A lot of bets going on out
there.
Really?
Yeah, there's something going on with you and Jill that is confusing the hell out of how you think.
It depends on the couple.
Friend.
Like, I'm actually happy for Open and his girl because they get along. Like, they're 4 years. I mean, it's not a pressure thing. It's like, this is what
That's what I'm saying.
Go.
Marriage, I mean, I guess he wants to get married. Like, you got to want to get married, but it's, like, if I marry my girl, it really is for her. Like, almost 99.9%.
You're not saying anything crazy, though. I think
like, it's like, here, you went through what you've gone through. Here you go. Here's your stripe.
But you're not saying
stripe. Yeah.
You're not saying anything crazy. I think girls, since they're very, very little, it's all about their wedding day. As a guy growing up, did you ever have a discussion with your dad about ever getting married or any of that stuff?
You don't have a discussion about love.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but as much as you're against it, you should be for it. You should be neutral. What's the big deal whether you do or don't?
Because she takes...
Look,
it's just she's in your life. It's official,
Patrice,
and it's hard to get her out. Like, you can't just say leave.
Patrice, if you go
no consequence.
If you go to my wedding, you're going to see that's a little different. It's going to be, certainly a celebration, but we're going to have fun. We're going to have a party.
Are you reading your own vows?
Uh-oh.
That's kind of hack.
To be honest
yeah, but that's what a wedding is. I do. Why not just get married under the? Why not get married just two people and God? What happened to that?
That would be cool.
Yeah,
on a beach somewhere,
like Braveheart. Just go out in the woods.
Yeah, do it how Spencer Christian did it to the Tahitian girl when he was hiding from Captain Bligh. Marry her under a burning tree.
Hey, wait, did you guys attack Bobby? He didn't invite people to Hawaii.
We covered that.
Because
He just
Bobby
got
was
washed up
smart.
there and
He was
decided
a
to get married.
smarter chiseler than you.
Yeah, it was very smart for him to do that because he was protecting. But you were doing it too. You were protecting your ego because you didn't want to invite. I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and say you wanted to invite me, but you didn't want people to turn you down, which is what people don't want.
It's your whole life experience. Everyone has rejected you.
I mean, Patrice, here's the thing. I invited you. When I had that dumb party for my.
I love that, dude. I appreciate. Look, I'm not mad you didn't invite me. My thing, if you can listen, is that I didn't know what that party was. I didn't know that I was supposed to be bringing. I thought it was just I have a party. I didn't know he paid thousands of dollars to Goofy Carolines.
Did he?
They should have paid you, by the way, all the help you've given them.
And
over
these
the years.
wedding cupcakes that he had.
Not to trash Carolines
because
they do the right thing, but maybe they should have thrown Voss a bone and said, "Look."
Maybe they did. I don't know what kind of. They give you a deal at all, Rich?
No,
of course not. Oh, look at it. Yeah,
I guess
they allowed me to headline.
We didn't know, Rich. I wouldn't have came and not get you some. I'd get you some because you're a friend of mine. But that reception, I didn't know what it was. That's
okay. So I agree. We made a big mistake. Bonnie and I talk about that all the time. That we made a big mistake. We should.
I just feel bad because they were probably hoping to see more faces, familiar faces, and they just weren't there because there was a misunderstanding.
That's what it really was. It wasn't that dumb. Right?
We love you, Voss. Now get lost.
Beat it. So Opie,
Scram.
Are you Opie? Do you think you'll cry during the reading of the the?
He'll
vows
cry.
and stuff?
He'll cry.
Hey, chill out, man. I'm in the middle of a brew weekend, and you had to ask that question.
He'll cry.
You think you might?
There's another reason, probably, but I don't
I'm gonna cry if Obama becomes president. I thought about it, like I was picturing.
Oh, get out of here!
Anthony.
Yeah, believe me, we'll both be crying.
I'm gonna cry. I think I'm just gonna cry. If
Is that like, because I've seen old footage of when Martin Luther King was assassinated, a lot of black people standing around the televisions in Times Square and stuff just crying.
Yeah.
You think that's going to be the same type of emotional moment where...
the first black president?
All right, listen, this could be 20 minutes.
Jesus,
We got
I
to
just
take a
got
break.
butterflies when you said that.
We got to take a break. We get into this after the break. We're 15 minutes late for a break. Listen, and really fast, just to wrap this up nice, Patrice, the first Saturday night radio show you did was March 11th, 06. Thank you, E-Rock. It used to be called Bitch Management, and we went out to dinner after that.
Over 2 years ago.
Over 2 years ago. When we said, wow, this is so nice, we should do this more often.
And we've been planning it every day for 2 years, and it hasn't happened.
April, May, June. So 2 years, 3 months.
That was the first
There's
time
a new
30
building in the place. I'm going to take a picture today to show everybody what's in place of the steakhouse that used to be there.
It was actually
2
30.
years. I've only had 9 shows. What? It's my 9th show last Saturday.
That's hilarious. We have to break.
Oh yeah, no, I was.
What, Jimmy?
No, I'm kidding.
Did you have something?
No, I was.
I didn't want to cut you off.
No, I'm sorry. I just wanted.
Did he say something that bombed somewhere in there?
No.
He's just being a smartass.
All right. Opie and Anthony. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony show. Thank you, E-Rock. Thank you. Greatly appreciate it today. Phone number 877-212-08. Patrice O'Neill in studio playing comics, COMIXNY.com. 212-524-2500 for tickets to see Patrice O'Neill tonight and tomorrow night. A lot of people heading to the movie theater this weekend. The Incredible Hulk is getting, 75% positive reviews on RottenTomatoes.com. And then The Happening, starring Mark Wahlberg, who was on our show earlier this week. The new M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Yep.
Getting 19% positive reviews on RottenTomatoes.com. Yes,
Can I ask
Patrice.
you a quick question about the Incredible Hulk, please?
Yes.
Is that a I'm sorry the first one was so bad, completely
Jimmy
doing it again, or is it part 2 of that last one?
No,
I like the first one.
they
really
redid
do.
the entire movie. Yeah.
Jimmy was saying that yesterday. That what is this? Like, it's not a sequel. It's not a prequel. It's like a whole, like the first one just didn't exist, and they did it over. It's a do-over.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
Do-over.
Same thing with the fucking bat. Oh,
Ah! Jimmy cursed. Jimmy used the F word. I'm telling.
oh, guys, don't get me started. The same thing as the stupid Batman movies.
Not the stupid Batman movie.
I loved the Batman movie.
I heard it was good.
You heard it was good. You
What,
didn't
Batman
see it.
Begins?
Seen Christian
Batman?
Bale's in it. It's fantabulous.
Batman Begins is
You don't like
Norton,
this
do you
one?
like superhero movies?
It depends.
You would like what they did with Batman.
I haven't. I wanna-
I think it's the best.
They got rid of all that
comic book movie
cartoony.
ever made,
they
man.
got rid of
Yeah.
all that cartoony crap, broke it down, and started all over, man.
My favorite new
Amazing.
superhero movie going to be coming out soon called Opie. It's
Oh,
amazing.
Thank you, Anthony. Just want to remind people if you're just tuning in, the Daily
of
News
course.
got it correct this morning for once. Headline: Radio show host Opie talks listener out of suicide attempt. Oh, you might have heard.
Oh, wow, listen to the music.
You might have heard differently if you were listening to our show yesterday, but the paper. We always say it. The paper is never wrong.
Never.
Radio show host Opie talks listener out of suicide attempt.
Is that your superpower to talk people out of suicide?
Yeah.
Like they're playing the Superman.
Yeah, that's his
My superpower is to keep you from slitting your wrist.
that's his superpower.
And the picture was just me, and and the banner behind me just said Opie. They even cut out the Anthony part of the banner.
Yeah, they cut out half the banner, just a picture of Opie, and it said Opie saves man from suicide. And it's like, what the hell were me and Jimmy doing?
They should have showed Opie just being calm and collected, and then you and me hugging like two frightened girls
yeah,
in the
just
background.
scared, not able to speak.
Hugging with one leg raised, just terrified of the storm, while the calm, cool, collected storm master calmed everybody.
Stupid newspaper.
But no,
Gotta
I
break
didn't-
down the wall now. They never get anything right.
Yeah.
I mean, Jimmy, it's not fair to Jimmy. Jimmy was like instrumental in what was going on yesterday.
Well, I came out with the famous phrase, "But don't do that."
Right. Hey, what are you crazy?
Hey, come on, what is this about?
So the happening looks like it's not happening.
Yeah, of course not. Sounds horrendous.
Well, and Anthony, what did the paper say about the?
Well, the paper said, look, I'm going to give away a spoiler to the movie. So if anybody, no, this is what the newspaper said, Jimmy.
and don't turn your dial. Trust me.
Yeah, don't worry. It's not a spoiler. I wouldn't give you a spoiler. But
We
this
won't
is how,
have. We won't F with you. It's actually a pretty funny line. That
this is how the
paper has.
newspaper put it in the review. It said, I'm going to give you a spoiler, so if you don't want a spoiler, don't read the rest of the article. And he goes, the twist at the end of the movie is there is no twist to the end of the movie. There is nothing. It is just
This is the happening or the whole?
end of story. Happening.
The happening.
It's just a ridiculous, doesn't make any sense movie.
It's about death, right, or something. It's about people just.
Apparently, something happens where people start killing themselves. That's the gist of the movie. They're not sure if some kind of toxic.
Wait.
thing.
You
Yes,
just
sir?
said the movie The Happening has something happening.
No, it's the happening.
Did you see it?
and then
No.
what's happening is the prequel.
Right.
And Shirley Hemphill raises the question.
Of course.
I have no
Where are
clue.
her
I'm
legs?
watching this thing, and I'm going, it's a lot of imagery of people floating and dying. But
They're
Hollywood
killing
has
themselves.
risen up against this guy anyway. They're done with
Yeah.
Public has M. Night Shyamalan stinks.
it. They're done with
Can we
him.
make it official that he was a one-hit wonder?
Sixth Sense.
But how
They
come
thought he was going to be the next Marty Scorsese or
this
something.
is where racism lives?
Yeah.
Oh, it's all about
Why
racism. Why?
doesn't this whatever he is
M. Night
Why does he get
Shyamalan, a ding-dong.
another 20 years to stink, just like Kevin Costner?
He will.
Yeah, he will. He's gotten 20 movies.
Dude,
since
he
then,
will.
stink.
What are you talking about? This guy, this is
Oh, this is it.
movie
This is
already.
it. This is it, though.
They said that after The Village. They said
No,
that after that other
after the one with the
crappy movie.
mermaid.
Yeah, Lady in the Water.
Lady in the Water.
Lady in the
Terrible.
Water. This one is over.
Stinkaroo.
Because they go, this is M. Night Shyamalan. This is his first rated R movie, y'all, and it's
Yeah.
gonna stink.
Who's had that many bombs in a row?
Now,
after a
Kevin
good
Costner. Kevin Costner. Are you including things like Waterworld and The Postman as like bad movies?
Here's what's weird about that.
He also won an Oscar.
Here's what's weird
Okay.
about Kevin Costner.
All right.
And his stinkiness.
Okay.
The ones that really stink are actually all right. Waterworld.
I like Waterworld.
Doesn't bug me, and neither does The Postman.
See?
But he was in bombs. That's the thing. It's money with Hollywood. It's not artistic flavor. It's the bottom line. And bottom line, Kevin Costner hasn't been top of the line for a long time. He still gets based on Dances with Wolves.
Right.
He's a made man because of that. It's almost like Eastwood, which his films are okay that he directs, but even if they weren't great, people wouldn't hurt Eastwood because he's Eastwood.
Exactly.
And Costner has that past, too, because he won an
But
Oscar.
Eastwood's a little bit more boutique than than Kevin Costner, meaning he comes out with one every 16 years and he gets an Oscar.
Yeah.
He's like the directing Daniel Day-Lewis. Daniel Day-Lewis crawls in under a rock and then comes out, and it's like you have to give him an Oscar. They have no choice. He becomes like this amazing dude.
All right, here's the deal. The Sixth Sense made $293 million.
There you go. That was his
All right,
top one.
and then Unbreakable made 95. Let's call it 95 million.
I didn't mind Unbreakable
But
either.
let's-
I really didn't mind that movie either.
Unbreakable
was
could have
okay.
been great.
Who
He
was in
blew
that?
it.
What
Could
was
have
it
been.
about?
Bruce Willis.
Sam Jackson, it was
Samuel
he was
Jackson,
the evil villain, but it was all regular guys.
Yeah.
They were superheroes. It was like almost like this Hancock thing.
Yeah, I
except
thought that
for
was
he
pretty good.
Didn't have superpower. He had these vague implied superpowers. Bruce Willis.
Okay.
And Sam Jackson was his nemesis, but only Sam Jackson knew it.
And you didn't know it until the end. One of those twists.
It could have been a great movie. Signs was
Signs
huge.
I didn't
Well,
mind
yeah,
either.
Signs almost did as well as Sixth Sense.
It got ridiculous and hokey and stuff, but
But
I didn't
pulled
mind
in
it.
228 mil for that.
What happened at the
With
end of
Sixth Sense
Signs?
doing 293, so that was close.
What happened at the end of Signs? Was
Richard Dreyfuss got on the ship.
That's not Signs.
Oh.
It
I have no sense of humor about mistakes. What are you, stupid?
His finger glowed, and he said he'd be right here.
phone-
Wrong
Almost
film,
something.
idiots. But no,
I'll tell you, they solved the problem with low rain.
that's not the goddamn ending.
They flew a flying saucer in the mothership.
Yep.
And hit it with a virus.
Virus.
And all the little ships that were on Earth at the time, they dismantled because the mothership blew up.
Brought him down.
Oh, remember Randy Quaid had that great line? He's good.
Oh, there was
He's good.
so many great lines in that movie. Oh,
By the way, Opie was right. It was the rain, right?
It rained or something, and that was it.
yeah, water. They came to a planet to take over that's 75% toxic for them, which is kind of silly.
That's what pissed me off. It's aliens. They figure out how to get to Earth, and
They're going to take over the planet.
They
They're
can't
real
figure
smart.
out how to
Build umbrellas.
Yeah, thank you, Jimmy.
That's what it
And-
was.
You'd think the aliens would have just walked around with umbrellas.
It's
but
like
no.
if you were going to take over a planet and you had the capability of doing so, would you take over a planet that 75% of the planet is covered with something that kills you on contact?
Wow.
No.
Yeah. And then
Could you hit that, please?
Oh, okay.
No. There you go.
I don't know what you mean. Oh, okay.
yeah,
Oh,
Jimmy
well,
had a little doozy there.
All righty.
That would have got us fired.
I
so
had
we
the proverbial
hit the
Lulu.
Inappropriate
Okay.
bell. Then Signs was followed up by The Village. Drastic drop off.
I don't get that.
114
What was
million
that?
for that movie. And then Lady in the Water.
He hasn't had enough bombs to throw him away
That's
yet, but he's
awful.
not a
Scott
white
Peterson's
guy.
story. Stupid lady in the water. How dumb. There's a lady in the water. She's got shut up. And The Village stunk. Joaquin Phoenix and his hair lip. He's terrible. He's terrible. Like,
I can't get past hair lips. Him and Stacey
Hair lip.
Keach. I have to cover my eyes and watch this torn up side of your lip thing.
they should be forced to always deliver their dialogue behind an open newspaper, no matter what they're talking about.
Wait a minute. You know who got that lip that I never noticed his whole career?
Ben from Lost. Who?
Eric Roberts.
Yeah?
Does he?
Yeah, he got that lip. I didn't realize that till
Cleft palate.
that,
No, it's a cleft lip. Cleft
So-
palate the nose, I think.
Lady in the
It's
Water.
the same thing. A hair lip is a cleft palate that's been repaired.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't they repair it better?
I don't know.
What do they do? Just staple it and go, here you go, get
I
out.
honestly don't know.
They don't have that one figured out yet, Jimmy.
Put some vitamin E oil on that.
Some aloe. Get some aloe in it.
They've never done a good job with those things.
Oh my God! What the hell do you know about vitamin E?
Hey, I just know it's good for scars. But that's awful. They never fix them properly.
How did they white people know about that? You said Coco, but I'd have passed out.
Yeah. Lady in the Water just finished as 42 million. a massive bomb.
Yeah,
and
good.
now the happening not
just looked bad,
not
though.
getting good reviews this morning.
Lady in the Water is it's like a little boy's story. That's not a good title. It's not mysterious.
And I got to do a little FU to Mark Wahlberg because we had a great time with him. He's called our show a couple times, and he's kind of a friend of the show. It went so well. We were like, Mark, next time you're in New York, you really need to come in and hang with us. And he goes, I would really like that. He was saying that as he was calling from
New York
City. So awkward.
He's Hollywood, Jack.
Yeah.
Has he dropped, you think?
Mark?
Wasn't he super A-list kind of the guy?
He's still up there.
Is he
like
super A-list?
Dude, he's got his entourage.
His next movie could be something from Scorsese or anybody. He could be another huge guy.
I'm sorry. He's worked with too many big directors, I think.
Yeah.
He's like a guy that's worked with.
Don't interrupt me.
You're right. That's a good point.
You're right.
They're turning What I Did Yesterday into a movie already.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, George and Philly. It's going to be called Opie, starring Owen Wilson as Opie, Al Pacino as Anthony, Steve Buscemi as Tim Norton, Queen Latifah as Patrice O'Neill, Jay Moore as Colin Quinn, and Colin Quinn as Rich Voss. So they're casting for our hero movie. On Instant Feedback, they're having fun with that.
Or maybe M. Night Shyamalan can make a film about it. There'll be a little twist at the end.
Wow.
I don't know what it'll be.
He was supposed to do our show. He blew us off.
Why wouldn't he?
So go F you and go F yourself and F your movie.
His first initial, M. What's your name, turd? What's that awful long name on your license that you get pulled over? You get pulled over by a TSA every time you try to get on a plane. You bum.
Yeah, where's Roland? I want to know why M. Night blew us
Exactly.
off.
Salaman.
Mediocre Night Shalahan. 19%. How do you like them apples? The Village. I've never felt anything like this. Joaquin Phoenix. You know what his lip is? It's a balloon knot. It's like somebody blew up his face and then tied it off.
That's right. Roland, why did M. Night Shyamalana Ding Dong or whatever his name is blow us off?
He said scheduling problems. No, my back is sore.
My back is a sore.
What's wrong
What's the matter with your back?
It's sore.
You don't want to be tickled today?
How did it? No. He goes, no. How did it get sore?
Roland is M. Night Shyamalan.
Like with too much tire pressure in him. Someone didn't use the pressure gauge.
A stressed out, swollen M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, we might have to do
The M stands for massive.
might have to do a split screen with Roland and M. Night. They have a similar look. Yeah.
Exactly. So wait, he blew us off because it's scheduling? Why? Does he have another atrocious film that's being shot?
No, he's friends with Howard, so that's why.
Oh, is that why? Good. He ought to call his next film The Manhattan Project because it's all he does is bombs. Hey, Enola Gay. His film's going to be dropped out of the Enola Gay on Japan. He sucks. Your movies stink.
Oh, my God.
You're a bum. 19%. That's 8% more than you should have gotten. That's his name. Manoj Neliyatu Shamaya. Your name is annoying. Change it to Mike.
That's his real name?
Exactly. Who likes him? No one.
Where are the vowels?
Oh, a Manjo Neliyatu Shamaya. Shut up.
He should be saying, "You want to take the bridge or the tunnel?"
Exactly.
With a name like that.
It really is.
Wait.
No, in this rant, you really has a problem. This is not a right now rant.
We have
he hates M. Night Shyamalan for real.
Because we have a problem with guys that are blowing us off. They have, the guy needs all the help he can get for this dumb movie, and he blew us off because he's friends with Howard?
Well, no, but it's also scheduling problems.
What scheduling problem? What could he
They
possibly
always
be
say
doing?
scheduling problems.
Certainly not creating anything.
That's what they said.
He's got bigger problems than scheduling at this point.
I want to know what's wrong with Roland's back.
Yeah, what happened, Roland?
I did move some stuff.
He was laying on it, and somebody was hitting him too hard while he was on his back.
He couldn't get up. He's like a lamb. His little feet were kicking.
And he is a little Indian. He's probably having sex on a bed of nails with an elephant stomping on him. And
Roland, when you moved that, you threw out your back.
I had to move up a couch. I live on the 6th flight. A 6th walk upstairs.
6 walk upstairs?
A flight. I live on the 6th floor in the walk up.
Why?
There's no elevator?
No, it's a pre-war building.
No.
Pre-war building?
Yeah.
you live on a 6th floor walk up on what floor?
What war?
The top
Civil?
floor.
You live on the top floor of a 6th floor walk?
Yeah, it's a duplex because it goes keeps on looping.
So why are you still shaped like Kung Fu Panda?
Oh, damn.
How does Patrice get away with those type of slams?
Because I don't live.
How do you get away with
If
that?
I lived on a 6th floor walk up, I wouldn't have said it. I live on a ground floor walk in. 6 floors every day. There's something should be going on.
Roland, you want to say something back? That
Yes.
wasn't nice.
I know it wasn't nice. Are you
I'm
playing
sorry,
theater
I'm
this
sorry.
Weekend, or
What's that?
Are you playing at theater this weekend or comics? That's what I have.
Oh,
damn.
no. Face. Oh. It's my new thing. Face.
Oh.
On Letterman tonight? No.
Oh, wow. He is being brutal.
I already did it twice.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, then face on me. Yeah, that's all I got.
Luckily, I don't have a dead dog. Gee whiz.
Yeah.
What a bunch of high blood pressure.
But seriously, I do want to ask. Hey, Roland.
I like Patrice, so that's why I can. I like him.
Yeah, he has to really hate you. To
Yeah,
really,
it's hard for me when I really like a person. I'm like, I got nothing.
Yeah, he doesn't
Really
like
hate a
Poe, and
person.
that's why it was.
It was just easy to hurt him.
Yeah,
He has scheduling problems. That makes me sick.
yeah.
What's his
We got Mark-
real name again, Norton?
Oh, it's horrendous. It should be followed by, and you're calling Dell customer service. Manoj, Neliyatu, Shyamalan. It's just Y. There's a Y and an M. It's horrendous. M. Night. How cool.
Sounds like what Bruce Campbell had to say in Evil Dead. Manaj, Nilyatu, necktie.
Exactly. How's that feel, idiot? Your name is a prayer in Necronomicon.
Oh, my.
Yes, the prayer of the dead.
Aratu.
Oh, Lord. Can't
No.
It's so funny. He doesn't like M. Night Shyamalan. Like, for real.
His first movie was so good.
It was amazing.
He just,
What was his first movie again?
A Sixth Sense.
He did one before that, but no one really saw.
Oh, did he really?
It was.
So you started hating him because his movie stunk?
After The Village, I want to spit in his face. I don't like Joaquin Phoenix because he whispers everything, and I just think he's horrendous.
You don't think he was good in Gladiator?
I don't remember when Gladiator.
Yeah, Gladiator. That was a good movie.
He was a king in Gladiator.
It was
Yeah,
pretty
it
good
was
in
pretty good.
Gladiator.
Is that where the man with the sword stabbed him, like right above the gum line? he's meant to lead us. He has the mark of the whatever on him.
Let me ask you a question. Can I ask you a quick question? Have you ever trashed a star that you bumped into, or you even had to work with, and you go, "Ooh, I hope they just don't know."
Sure. Gene Simmons, who I was a fan of at first, he blew me. Oh yeah, it's happened with him.
Sure.
But I'm almost at a point where it's like, what am I going to do? I'm almost 40. They're not going to start just putting me in movies. I mean, I know who I like. What is M. Night going to call me? Hey, look, I got something that's going to get 1% on Rotten Tomatoes. You want to star in it? No one else who can be in my films can act. So
They
you
could
are
at
involved.
least put you in as one of the ghosts in Sixth Sense.
Yeah, exactly. I could
No makeup needed, just Norton walking around.
Boo.
I see pale people.
Jared in Boston, yes.
Hey, guys. M. Night's first name is what that guy in Temple of Doom started babbling before he yanked out a heart.
Kalima.
You know who's a great director? Is Mel Gibson is a great director.
Really?
That Apocalypto was fantastic. He's not. He takes it really.
And they hate him, too. Hollywood wants to. They
Well,
really
he doesn't
wanna
like
get rid
Jewish people, and a lot of Jewish people in Hollywood.
of him. How much money do you have to have before you can be anti-Semitic?
Mel Gibson money.
Yeah.
He got away with it.
he
He's
has
fine.
500 But he really
fine.
didn't. He. I mean, where you go, I'm gonna be anti-Semitic, and then they do what Jews do. I don't know what they do to make you apologize, but where you go, I'm not apologizing. You just got enough money to go, I don't feel like it.
Well, you can't be outwardly like anti anything and get away with it. Really, like
With $500 million, you just go, hey.
You got to apologize. Like, no, he probably wouldn't have survived if he would have been belligerent. Nobody would have released his films. No one.
So in The Happening, like, why are the plants and trees killing everybody?
Oof.
What?
Oopsie.
Plants and trees.
Oopsie!
Oh,
Did
good.
I just say that?
Is that what happened? The
Go
big-
after yourself, M. Night.
Is the villain an azalea?
Oopsie!
Oh no.
Plants and trees.
That's a big spoiler.
That's a big spoiler.
That's what I do. Tell your friend Howie we said hi, you dope. Jimmy did a great job yesterday with Tom. Also, Patrice O'Neill, he's playing comics here in New York City tonight and tomorrow. 212-524-2500 for tickets. We got a couple guys from the Philly crew in studio today. And we also have Basil Teas from Tom's River, New Jersey. Steve, doing just a great job at the food. How great is the food, Patrice?
It's delicious, man. I can't stop eating.
I heard you negotiating over there. You want Steve to come do maybe a little shindig for you.
Yeah.
He's that good.
I think that would be a cool thing to have a cookout with a professional chef.
Yeah. By the way, to the idiots that don't get what's going on with our show and Ron and Fez, relax. I know faces, Eastside Dave's thing. You dopes.
Face.
That's
You
not
dope.
Eastside Dave. It's
You
mine.
dopes. Take it for what it was supposed to be.
We're taking it. We're taking it. It's ours now. We make it ours. Now it's mine.
Yeah, that's what we do now.
That's what we do now.
Face.
Face.
Eastside Dave, who invented face, because now it's ours. Face.
Steal it.
Anthony, you got to stop being in the middle of these pictures you're taking.
Problem?
Yeah, there you go.
They want Jill in the middle.
No, let me tell you something.
No more Jill in the middle. I'm
Here's
not
the
playing around.
problem.
How about no more pictures? I've had it.
Here's
I get
the problem. I'll tell you
They're
what the problem
involved.
is. I'll tell you what the goddamn problem is. And this is the God's honest truth. We go up ringside. Last night we went to Roseland. They had a Thai fighting thing there. Pretty intense. Those little guys are insane.
A little Muay Thai.
Yeah, a little Muay Thai fighting. And here's the problem. We want a picture taken. And every time we go to have our goddamn picture taken, someone sneaks in and goes, I want one with you two.
But you
I want just one picture, me and Jill. Leave us alone. Leave us alone.
Why do you need
Move
another
them
picture? You
next
guys got
to you. Don't have.
What?
You're always in the middle. Move that.
They just
whoever.
move in and the picture snaps.
Because everyone,
It's ridiculous.
everyone needs their
Yes.
needs their picture with Anthony.
Dude, if you don't think that's the truth, we tried, I don't know how many different occasions to get just a picture of us last night.
6?
Possibly more than that, Jim.
You're crazy.
By the
man.
way,
you know how many
on the
pictures
streets-
there are of you two? You don't need any more pictures. You've been
We need plenty of
On
pictures.
photograph
on
more
the
than-
streets, people are asking, "Is this true?" Is
Yes.
this true? And I'm telling them it's true.
It is true.
Different locations. We want pictures. Didn't you see our garden party pictures?
How could we not? Stop.
They were wonderful. They're at a big castle.
You're shoving these pictures down our throat.
No,
we
we're not.
understand you're in love. It's
Look,
it's
the big
wonderful.
castle.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Charles and Diana weren't photographed this much.
Thank you. Thank you, Jimmy.
This is creepy.
Thank you, Jimmy. Every day, Stunt Brain goes, well, Jill send more pictures. I'm like, how many pictures do we need of them?
Look, here's me and Jill at Blockbuster. Here's me and Jill in line at the airport. Here's Jill and I on the plane, in the cockpit on the... All right.
All right.
Get it. You're lovely, both of you. Everyone loves you.
Look, he's trying to prove to the world that this is real. We're here to say it's
No.
real. No more pictures.
Yeah, we get it. You're not gay.
Shutdownanthony.com. We don't need
No,
to see
they
more
go
pictures.
up there, and they're all of our different places that we go.
All you do is go to functions. You like
Look at
Bishop.
us in cowboy attire.
Have you both said the L word?
Dude, he said after 3 days.
3 days.
Has she
It's
said
about
the L
4
word?
hours.
Yeah.
You're
Really?
not a Me Too, are you?
What?
You're not Me Too.
I'm one of those.
No, Patrice,
Yeah.
hold on.
I'm one of those. Yeah, cool.
Did you really say it after 4 hours?
No.
Okay. How long was it, really?
Completely silly.
Really? You're 25 days into this Anthony thing. When
Whirlwind.
did you say I love?
The L word came out.
Day
You
what?
said it
one,
first?
One drunken evening that we
Day
were.
what, though?
No,
A weekend?
You said it first?
I don't remember. No. It was.
She said it first?
Please reenact it, please.
I'm trying to remember the exact
Did she say,
circumstance.
I think I love you? I think I'm falling in love with you? Was it something goofy like that, or?
No, I'm trying to remember. This is probably not probably. Yeah, there was a subtle whisper in the ear.
First of all,
You
let me
don't
tell you
remember?
something. You can access a obscure line from a D movie.
Yeah, thank you, Patrice.
You know what happened, man.
Of course you do.
because I wasn't intoxicated watching the movie every time.
Anthony was teary-faced. Here's what happened.
Oh, dude, here we go. Here's Jim's. I love Jim's reenactments
I'll
of
tell you what
anything
happened.
that ever happens.
She was...
You mean Jim's accuracy?
That's right. There was candlelit, and she saw the shimmer of the light off your face.
Yeah.
And it looked wet, and she realized she'd been weeping. And she put her hands on your shoulder. She said, Anthony, and you went, what? And she
Is that what happened?
She said, you're crying. And you went, I know. And she said, what's the matter? And you went, I love you. And internally she went,
Did I turn into Joaquin?
Internally, she went, yuck.
Hey.
Stephen S. from Bayshore has it perfectly. He writes, Jill said, I love this wine. I love you too, Jilzy Wilsey.
Chilsey Wilsey. I don't think I've ever said that.
I saw an opportunity and you went for it.
No, he misunderstood something she said.
Right.
Like, here's what it is. Anthony said, "Would you like to get another bottle of booze?" She said, "I'd love to." And he went, "I love you too."
Right.
And she was too embarrassed for him to correct him.
It was a mistaken "I love you."
Yes.
What Anthony? What happened? Can you just tell us what happened?
I'd love to.
Because you had to, okay. Give us the sober "I love you" when it wasn't drinking. Give us the sober that you guys sobered up and now.
They haven't been sober yet.
Here's the sober one.
Yes, we have.
He said
twice.
He said it again in the morning. He went, "I love you," and she was like feeling so awkward. You're so sweet. I gave him a kiss.
God, if that ever happened.
Or stop it, you.
If that ever happened, I would leave the premises immediately, never to return.
Has she been
Never.
Has she
Call
been?
me Schmoopy. You're Schmoopy. You're Schmoopy.
All right, Schmoopies.
Bye, Schmoopy.
Bye, Schmoopy.
Hi, Schmoopy.
Hi, Schmoopy.
No, you're Schmoopy.
You're Schmoopy. So am I forgiven, Schmoopy?
Yes, Schmoopy.
Schmoopy, how about a little tuna? You want a little tuna fishy?
I
love that clip.
That's pretty accurate
From
though.
Seinfeld.
All right, listen.
Awful couple.
Where are we at? We got Richard Huff on the line, who's writing about a few things that have something to do with this radio show here. Let's say hi to Richard Huff. Mr. Huff, it's a pleasure to be talking to you on the Opie and Anthony show.
Hey, guys.
Here's Richard. How are you doing, Richard?
You were very busy talking about writing about the show yesterday.
I got to tell you, all this lovey-dovey stuff's making me throw up in my mouth a little bit. and you know, you were talking about the photographs. This is the most photographed couple in the history of media. And it also...
The history of white trash. Say it like we're saying it.
It almost has this feeling of like you're afraid it's going to end, so you got to get proof.
Oh, so I need pictures at every corner.
Yep. All they're missing is an adopted Chinese kid.
It's also interesting how many pictures of Jill and other people are there, especially some beefy guys here in some of these shots that are kind of scary.
Oh, what? Like I would have to worry about some big
a man
guy? A man? What are you saying?
2 words: hockey player.
Oh, jeez. Oh. Well, you know something? I think I have a lot of things over hockey players, my friend.
Whoa. What's the inside dig on that? What's going on there?
And she's dated hockey players.
Oh, she used to date hockey players.
Yeah.
Anthony's good with
the
his
Islanders.
stick.
She used to be the what do they call her? The girl that skated around and got the crowd all riled up at the Islanders games.
I'm a season ticket holder. She never did any skating, my friend.
Oh, it was never skating, right?
Oh, here it is.
She'd walk around the ice, and what?
No, she walked around the Nassau Coliseum, and every guy would turn their head. They would need a chiropractor as she walked by, and that's not a joke. And then you would watch everyone's date to the game.
Yeah.
Get really pissed off because the dudes were checking out Jill as she just worked the crowd.
And could you do me
She
a
was
big
great,
favor?
actually.
That's what was her job.
She was great at it.
Can
Yes,
you do
Patrice.
me a huge favor, please?
Mm-hmm. Yes, Patrice.
Can you not have discussions one night when you're letting all your truths out about who you slept with and who she slept with? Don't get into that.
I don't get into that. I never do.
Okay, I'm just.
This is just public knowledge, you know.
All right, I'm just saying.
It's like public domain.
I'm just saying for your own.
Before we lose Richard, though, Richard,
Yo.
in your column this morning, the television and radio section of the Daily News, you write, seems the off-air love affair between radio host Anthony Cumia of Opie and Anthony and Channel 11 traffic reporter Jill Nicolini is, well, real. I love how you wrote that. Is, well, pause, real. A website, Antolini.com, has been created to track the romance. After looking at the pictures of the happy couple, the upside of this merger of media titans is that it gives single guys who might look like the married guy at the top of the opposite page hope. Just saying.
And you were the guy at the top of the opposite page.
Yeah.
It's the Billy Joel syndrome.
Yeah. What's that? Driving into a house?
That is awful.
What's the Billy Joel syndrome?
Cheryl, whatever her name is.
This guy's getting a little too comfortable with
Yeah,
it.
and you know what? That is such a That is such a women don't think like us. We don't need to say that ever.
That's true, Patrice.
Richard, you don't want us going back to hating you. Trust me.
No, Richard's right.
Stop getting comfortable with our radio show.
No, man. No.
The hot girls will a lot of times just go with guys who get them in a different way. You're right. They don't think like us. That is right. Christy Brinkley and Billy Joel. Billy Joel's gift was bigger than her hotness.
But that's what I'm saying is that we have to come with her prettiness. For some reason, is matching his establishment as a man, but for real, it's not. She's not.
Most hot girls, like we're in high school, most hot girls date the hot jocks. They don't date funny guys. Again, I know there's exceptions, but the majority of the time is in high school. I know I didn't. It's almost like I bang girls way out of my league only because I'm funny and because that's and I'm not knocking Anthony. Anthony's brilliant, but it's his brilliance.
Thank you, Jimmy.
She obviously thinks he's cute and she likes him and she thinks he's handsome, but it's not like, oh my God.
Did she ever tell you that?
Yes.
Really?
Silly.
Look at Anthony just looking down,
That's
all
true.
shy.
And when you unrolled it for the first time, did she go, what? What? And you untied it from around your waist?
we did a whole bit on the presentation of it.
And Richard, sorry you have to be burdened with the other people in the studio too, as opposed to just Opie. We apologize that you have to hear other.
Oh yeah, with the hero.
Wait, before we move on to me being a hero,
I don't write the headline.
Well, you know what? Let's not tell everybody because I want to assume that you did write the headline and that you were very accurate. Richard, so you said it gives hope to guys like you, but you're married, so are you hoping to dump your wife?
I said guys who look like me. Public service announcement. I love my wife.
Oh, okay.
I'm very happily married.
All right.
All of this is done to ingrate myself with you. I'm just here for the laugh, guys.
All right. So you were shocked when you found out that this was a real thing, huh?
Well, according to Jill, it's real. She uses that L word all the time.
Now, you're saying according to, so you still think what? It's a bit?
No, I never said that.
Okay.
I never said that.
What is the what's the idea that if it was fake, what is the idea behind the fakeness? Like,
I've heard on message boards, I've read things like it's mutual publicity for this program and for Channel 11, the CW11 News. It's Jill trying to get publicity for herself. It's me trying to get publicity for myself. It's like,
Boy, I wonder where they got that idea from. Maybe the 1,000 pictures that we all had to leaf through in the first 24 days of your relationship.
She likes taking a lot of pictures, and she photographs very well.
Does it bother you at all?
Pictures?
The constant pictures?
No. I think they're great. We were in different places. We're all having fun.
Does it bother you the constant photographers going, sir, could you step out of the way? So he's my date. And
Shut up. Or could you take this picture?
I had that happen once at Tavern on the Green. It was Christmas, and this couple got up, and there was a big Christmas tree there, and a couple got up, and they have a camera, and they walked over and go, would you mind taking a picture? And I was like, okay. So I stand up, and they handed me the camera. I thought they wanted to take a picture with me. I was feeling all good about myself, like, oh, they listen to the show. She goes, oh, would you mind taking a picture? I'm like, yeah, no problem. So I stand up, and they handed me the camera. It was very embarrassing.
Don't you fix your collar first? Like, well, no, I always snazz up.
Well, I looked at the people at the table like, uh-oh, here it comes, Oh, boy. A hassle. Why can't they leave me alone while I'm eating?
It's the worst when that happens. Same exact thing with my family.
Do you think of those awful Pal Talk girls and go, God, how could I ever had?
No, I'll tell you, there are a couple of Pal Talk girls that are stunning.
What?
Yeah, there are. Couple that are stunning. The majority of them
Jill is a different
should
level,
be
though.
punched in the face.
That's right.
She's a different level of pretty, though.
Huh?
She's a different level.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, that's a whole different,
Hey, Richard.
It's a whole different thing, too.
You're a
It's not
reporter.
an internet thing.
Maybe you could get something out of Anthony. We can. You're a reporter. Ask him the tough questions. Where's the relationship leading? Do you believe in marriage again? You always said you didn't want to have kids. Is that still true? Come on, Richard. Let's get into this.
The hard hitting.
Well, you need her dad in here for that. Wouldn't he be better at this?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, is he grilling you on that, Anthony?
Yeah. A little bit.
Anthony is the same age as her father.
I am not.
They hang out.
His father fell in love with Anthony when they started reminiscing about the Ray Robinson fight. They were criticizing Raging Bull. It didn't happen that way. The way I remember it.
That darky sure can move.
Yeah, well, a couple of Italians.
As they smoke unfiltered cigarettes together.
Yeah.
And they're cute when they're young. That's Italians trying to be, politically correct.
Richard.
Oh, God damn.
Yeah.
I remember hearing that as a kid.
It's very accurate, right? Richard, anything else before we let you go?
No, I'm all good.
I want to thank you for the headline today. Radio show host Opie talks listener out of suicide attempt. You got it very accurate, my friend.
If you read the story, it doesn't say that.
Yeah.
Well, why bother reading the story when the headline says it all, though?
You're right. Good point.
I just want to say, Richard, maybe a few of these pictures should find their way into the paper. I think being the Long Island power couple that we are, or rubbish couple as some people have called us.
How much attention do you need?
Why would you want them in the paper if this wasn't for publicity?
Well, it's not, because I think people should know and see that there are successful broadcasting people here in the area that are in love and out there, and
you guys have
well, wait.
This is definitely this is what's the word? This is groundbreaking.
Yes, it is.
It's groundbreaking.
It's groundbreaking.
Do you have a public relations guy working on this?
No.
No?
Isn't that odd?
Not yet?
Not yet.
You're the biggest media couple since Kaidi and Maury.
That's a good one.
Now, do you catch these upper echelon, like the weather girls, and maybe are they looking at you different now?
I don't know. I really haven't. I've been to a few functions and parties where I've met some of the people there over at CW11 and other places. But no, I've just
Do they treat you like Morgan Freeman from Street Smart?
I get treated very nicely. Go to various parties and have a lot of fun.
Royalty.
Yes.
They don't call you it.
What? Why would I be called it?
Is this yours?
I think they're very happy
I believe in you on
with the way I treat her and everything. Absolutely.
Yeah, right. It's wonderful.
It's changing the show as we know it, dude. It's interesting. I just want to listen to the show unfold as
it's a fine.
Everyone is in love.
It's a fine storyline. Richard, thank you so much.
You got it, guys.
Thank you, Mr. Huff. We'll be talking.
Shave that mustache. It's creepy.
Thanks.
Good day, sir.
Good day.
It was Richard Huff.
Yeah, I'm sure Steve will call him back. You know the guys were only kidding, right?
Yes, it's spelled C-A-R.
Carlisi.
Yes, we know.
Yes,
we know Steve Carlisi.
Hey, after the break, because it did well the first time we played it, the Anthony Cumia Suicide Hotline.
Yeah.
And we have an Antolini update from Derek and Sam in the TMZ style.
Mm-hmm.
All right? And
Very
more
good.
Patrice O'Neill, comics tonight here in New York City. You got Basil Tees over there. Are you exhausted from cooking all this food today?
I'm hanging in.
You hanging in there? All right, we'll wrap up next. We're looking at the clock. We cannot believe that this part of the Opie and Anthony show is just about over. We didn't even do anything today.
We did a show.
We didn't have to go to any of this stuff in front of me.
Well, that's good.
It's amazing you guys could just talk for hours and hours.
Just
I think it's amazing.
babble.
It's very easy when Patrice is in here because he doesn't know when to shut the F up, which is actually is very good for us, but also a curse.
Which is why some of these fans hate me at that. I would like to say at that some of you pieces of garbage at that animation festival that I had a good time at until the end, where I'm taking pictures and everybody's shaking my hand. Patrice, we love you, man. Take your picture. And then I had spies that were watching my back saying they would go behind me and do the gun shooting me in the back of the head thing.
What?
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's what they
What are
do.
they doing that for?
I don't know.
Because you're on the balcony? Were they doing a Lincoln
I was taking
thing?
pictures with some of those scumbags, man.
Yeah, they'll do that.
Phone number 877-2120-ONA. That's bullshit.
Hey,
How about that?
easy there, Chief.
Well,
Chiefy.
got to stick up for the Patrice.
If it don't hurt him, you stick up for him. Because they dumped. Opie was sticking up at Patrice, and what he said was that was, and I can paraphrase,
they
a
still
bunch
heard
of
it.
bunk.
They still heard it.
Malarkey.
Well, he didn't go that far.
You know what I'm getting at.
He said bunk.
Oh, okay.
Let it be known, Patrice does amazing radio for us.
That's right.
Amazing radio.
A personal level.
That pisses me off, Patrice, to be honest with you.
Just being honest, man.
Hey, what a difference a day makes. Yesterday at this time we had Tom basically going to kill himself on our show. And it's funny, speaking of like the haters and stuff, there's a bunch of people that are trying to rally the other haters and go, fake bit. These guys need publicity so bad that they got a guy to call in and make believe he's killing himself, and dopes. No one was buying into your stupidity. How does that make you feel?
Where do you even find these people? I've not
They're
heard of them.
everywhere.
Who are these people?
Orbitcast.com went with the story. It was on the front page. It was right there. It was the top story. And people couldn't get into the comments section fast enough.
Oh, I would never read their comments. Who cares? By 3 guys. Let them say what they want.
Bunch of dopes.
Yeah, of course they are. They're bums.
They just embarrass themselves because if you know anything about this show, everyone knows this Tom guy has been calling us for well over a year. Thousands of people met him at the Virus show last summer when he came out on stage with a cane.
Yeah.
Because he's at that point where he's not walking too well. His color was awful. People were like, oh, my God, this is real.
Bad shape.
They didn't even know until they saw him live.
Yep.
And he always said when it got too bad, he would call our show up and end his life.
And I told him, like, when he called me the other day, and I said, look, do it this time because we have more listeners. But that wasn't a bit. That was just a coincidence.
You know,
Man.
and, you know, he called our bluff because he called yesterday with guns in front of him.
So your superpowers, how long do they usually work when you stop a suicide?
I've been having fun with that this morning, but to get serious, Jimmy was amazing yesterday. I froze because all of a sudden I'm like, because we just knew that he was serious, and at any second he could be pulling a trigger.
Well, Steve,
and it was the weirdest feeling to have, like, oh my God, this guy might just pull the trigger right now.
I'm actually glad Steve told us because we might have teased him a little bit. Not because Steve said he's got a gun, a loaded gun. He's holding a weapon. And it was, you know, we kind of knew that before we talked to him. So it was like we kind of went into it. We all, I mean, kind of knew it was a problem. And he started talking like, hey, look, you know, you guys made me promise. And we just believed him. Like, it wasn't, we met the guy, he's really physically ill.
And he was talking in the past tense, like,
Yeah.
look, this is it. You guys gave me.
I had a lot of fun, yeah.
Had a lot of fun, and I want to thank you guys. And
Like, all right, it's not always about you.
Yeah, exactly.
And the pauses in there were killing me because you didn't know somewhere in that pause was going to be a gunshot.
Yeah, the gun did go off, but he was like, unloading. He didn't get shot.
You didn't hear this yet? I'll promote Orbitcast.com because they have the whole bit up there, all the audio and everything. But then Anthony was talking to him about, hey, why don't you unload those guns? And don't, what'd you say, Anthony? Because I think that was
I
key.
said, why don't you unload the guns? I go, take out the magazine and don't unload it out the barrel. And
You think the suicide hotlines congratulate themselves after they on Monday when they keep somebody from killing themselves, and then Tuesday's like,
they sit there and go, wow, listen to this. Listen to this replay.
I was amazing on that particular moment.
Or if they put less effort in, if it's 4:45 and they have a movie to go to.
Yeah.
I'm not doing too well. Hey, look, I mean, we're all going to see each other.
Did
on the
anybody
side.
text the guy to make sure he's still alive? And then
He's unfortunately, because the gun went off, that means, you know, cops got to get involved. You can't just do that without the cops having to take a look-see. And they brought him to a hospital, and that's all we know right now.
I hope he's okay.
Yeah,
wait,
absolutely.
the gun went off.
Oh, yeah.
Do we have that audio?
No, I didn't shoot him. But he was taking the bullet. He forgot he had one in the chamber.
Seriously. Live on our show yesterday.
I believe you. I hear the thing. I just didn't hear that.
Why would it be ready to go today?
Why?
You got it? Okay, Patrice, listen.
Not through the barrel. Just, you know, pull out the mag and get the round out of the chamber.
Whoops. Hello?
Yeah.
I'm here.
What was that?
Oh, there was one in the chamber.
That was... You just fired your... What was that, the 380?
No, it's another... It was a It was another 9mm, Walter.
That was yesterday. Look at Patrice's
Always
face.
forget about that one in the pipe.
And that's how close it was. That's how close it was. He could have did an oopsie
And at
to
what
his
point
head.
did you say, "Hey, take care of yourself. Don't kill yourself now. I gotta go."
Bye-bye. No, we shoved him off to a doctor that we knew.
Yeah, we waited till we had a doctor, and then we were able to kind of say, all right, Tom, stay on the line. Someone wants to talk to you, a doctor, to give him a little hope, because you never know.
Then they sent the cops over there.
And then they sent the cops over there, and, and now he's in a hospital.
Now, let me ask you a moral. I don't know much about this. This is I know I'm very racial, but suicide is a very white person thing, and I'm just saying, I've never dealt with it in my life in terms of that.
Because you guys don't live long enough to have a chance to kill yourself.
Are you kidding me? Our misery on this earth. I know
shooting each
100
other.
years old is like teenagers for white people, but let me ask you: is it my civic duty to stop you from killing yourself? Is it a moral duty?
We talked about that before too. Morally, who are we to say?
You just figure wouldn't you want to though? Like I guess we've all been depressed. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've certainly thought about it. So it's like when you see someone else kind of in that place, like I know it kind of would pull me off the ledge at given moments.
Yeah,
honestly,
it's just not up to us.
I'll be honest with you. I was just thinking about my job.
Really?
Yeah, I don't care.
It didn't even occur to me. Honest to God.
I just was thinking if he did it live on our show, we would be fired. And I really couldn't live with that.
Only if you coaxed, if you tried to coax him into
Tom
doing
would
it.
have blown his brains out or not. I don't know him well enough.
I don't think you've been fired if he did it, but maybe if you said
might have been
do it.
Well, that's just it. They'd have listened to every single word leading up to that if he would have shot himself. And because we were joking around to some extent, they would have said, well, perhaps you guys were responsible. You're not professionals. You shouldn't have done this. You should have gotten professional help. You should have, whatever.
Well, why wouldn't you care? That's weird. I mean, I don't know the guy that well either, but that's a biggie, man.
No, I don't know him well enough. I just think it's like one of those things where, take him or leave him. As far as he's alive, I think, okay, that's good. Better than being dead. But honestly, I don't know.
Jimmy, would you care?
Yeah, of course. Only because, not that I'm so compassionate. I run around, couldn't hurt a fly.
It's spooky to be that close, though.
It's a guy who is looking to you for something.
Yeah.
It's almost like he didn't reach out accidentally. He
gave him
was reaching out
entertainment.
because
I
we
did
meant
my
something
part.
to him.
We have a connection with
Made
Tom.
him laugh.
See, we do have a connection with Tom. This whole radio thing has become like a community, an O&A community, and we're quote the leaders, and we do have this bond with him. So yeah, it would have creeped me out for a really long time.
It's a weird. It is.
I wouldn't say it wouldn't have been
soap
creepy.
opera.
Would have been a creeped out thing. You're right. But as far as actually, as a human being, caring, this is a fine line.
Dude,
I'm treading a fine line here.
You're being careful. I understand. I don't work here. I will say, I watch a lot of things trying to care.
Mm-hmm.
A dude that I barely know committing suicide. The thing that would bother me is the creepiness of the closeness to that situation.
Right.
But other than that, the him.
Thank you.
No.
That's what I'm saying. I would have been creeped out. It would have been shocking.
Too close.
I would have maybe had a nightmare about it or something. But the actual caring about him as a human and that part affecting me, nope.
Well, some things are just awful. Like look at 9/11. Like personally, I did not know anyone who died in 9/11.
Right.
I did. But you attach. You know what? Suicide is personal.
Yeah.
So you don't go, oh, that could be me. Now you do go, man, I've been suicidal before, but what makes you disconnect from that is I didn't do it. So anybody who kills themselves, you go, man, I could have killed myself last week. I found out I was going to lose a big toe or something.
Yeah.
I could have just said, forget it. Once the toe go, your knee go. So
yeah, but Tom's way past losing a toe.
Yeah, he's really sick.
He's like at the end of his life.
But it's personal. It's personal.
And that's what depresses the hell out of me.
9/11 you had empathy for because it was like, oh my God.
First of all,
can you imagine being there
right.
and suffering like that?
And we were being attacked. Two iconic buildings coming down, and that actually had an emotional impact on people. Just the fact that, two buildings fell down, and it was, shocking for everybody. The people were dying these horrific deaths that they didn't want to
Did you feel
die
bad
from.
for Heath Ledger or Kurt Cobain?
There you go.
I'm not comparing
Richard
9/11.
Jennings, did you feel bad?
Yeah, I did for Richard. Yeah, of course I did. 'Cause I knew him, and also because he's a comic, and comics. A lot of comics are very depressed, and to be as brilliantly funny as he was, but hurting so badly that he did that.
Except on our show.
Well, yeah, he had a better pitch, but he was a great comedian, man, and to put a bullet in his head.
And I had that connection to him, like, oh man, I wish I knew, you had a connection because he was the comic, but the act, it's like the act of killing yourself. It's just such a thing where it's like it's a selfish thing, man.
It is, but I think that we've almost put too much selfishness on it. It is selfish, but it is difficult to do, to be so mad or so sad that you actually wipe yourself out.
Thank you. Yeah, because Tom
really is the ultimate act of punishment.
Tom doesn't want to die. He feels like he's run out of choices, though.
Yeah, he's physically in pain.
He's basically said that every day is like he said basically every day is like he feels like he's drowning.
It's like hell.
It's hell.
Well, that's where Kevorkian comes in, where it's like, is he? How do you govern? It's almost like you get a ticket for a seatbelt. It's like, thank you, sir, for forcing me to take care of myself. Like maybe if you want to die, you could die.
Agreed. We're running out of show. I want to do a speed round here. A couple people mentioning that Anthony just gave the definition of a sociopath.
Oh, I did?
Yes.
I think I'm a realist, my friend.
I don't think that's sociopath.
And then we got two quick things, hopefully to bring some laughter back into this. Derek and Sam with a hero update.
Say goodbye as the king and queen of Long Island trash are yesterday's news. Interest has completely fizzled and died on Anthony, and a news story has captured the minds and hearts of America. Opie of radio's The Opie Show took a break recently from telling jokes to save a life.
And I want to say, you guys entertained me for quite a bit.
What's the matter?
I just was going to say goodbye.
While sidekick Anthony joked about guns and traffic girls, Opie courageously talked the listeners down from the edge in one of radio's most emotional and uplifting moments of all time.
Tom, let's call some people for you.
New York newspapers were calling Opie a hero this week. Even with the stress of carrying a radio show on his shoulders, Opie was able to accept the compliment with modesty and class.
Look, what can I tell you? You guys you're in front of greatness.
We're players.
You certainly are. I'm a hero to the common man, and you're lucky to be around me.
Our sources are telling us that Opie will spend the weekend visiting children's hospitals and helping the homeless. Could a Nobel Peace Prize be next? As the hours continue, we'll keep you updated on the life and times of a real-life superhero, Opie. As for the Anthony story,
Oh, that's funny, man. Good job, Sam and Steve and Derek. That's funny.
Did you almost cry?
Yesterday? I was frozen. I really
it sounded sad though. This guy sounds sad.
It was unbelievable. Yeah. I kind of was mad at myself when I went home. I'm like, why didn't I say more? Why didn't I do more? Like Jimmy was really good yesterday.
I just know enough people who've done it.
I just froze.
A lot of people that go through with it, and it's just whatever.
And then the boys came up with this. Like I said, a speed round here.
Greg Opie Hughes, a hero for our time.
Why don't you say thanks in person, though? This is just kind of a stupid way to go out. I mean, you can't hold off for a couple of days. It's not like it's going to be 300 degrees tomorrow. I mean, why can't you hold off for a couple of days? There's no reason to not hold off.
When peril is imminent, Opie will step in.
Why don't you come into the studio? Not with the guns, obviously, but seriously, why don't you come in tomorrow, and we'll see what we can do to get a couple of broads down.
For stepping up when no one else would. For acting the hero.
Well, how about this? Is there any way, like, we have a tremendous platform here, that we have doctors that listen or whatever, that anybody that knows anything that maybe you're not getting enough stuff, like maybe because you have insurance and they're not giving you the proper treatment, maybe somebody who knows more could suggest something or recommend something that would make your quality of life a lot better.
For standing before the power of hell, Greg Opie Hughes.
When we're off air, would you give Travis your number? You don't have to give me your address or anything creepy you don't want to give out.
Oh, my God.
You can contact you.
Greg Opie Hughes, our hero.
You are the wind
Oh, jeez.
Thank you. Thank you. Someone else getting it right around here. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
That is a prime example of what happened.
Thank you.
Norton did that?
Norton was the guy yesterday, and the headline said Opie saves guy.
He didn't even throw you in. You didn't even get a special guest star. You didn't get an introducing Jim Norton in there.
Nothing.
Give me the article. They had to mention Jimmy somewhere in the whole thing.
Oh, my God.
And then we're going to end with Anthony's suicide hotline. Let me see if there's Jimmy in here. Jimmy.
Holy moly, Jimmy. You stopped this guy from...
Jimmy.
Oh, man.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About 10 paragraphs down. Show host Anthony Cumia, Opie, and comic Jim Norton.
Comic Jim Norton.
Realizing Tom wasn't
funny,
kidding.
man.
Comic psychologist.
Yeah.
Suicide preventer. That old crazy, what's his name? Billy Orton. We don't even know his real name.
Yeah. And then finally, the boys came up with this. Derek and Steve. By the way, if you're wondering, because I'm sure there's people out there that just don't get it, Tom's would be laughing at all this stuff that we just played. Tom loved the humor of this radio show. Anthony Cumia, Suicide Hotline. Because Anthony did a great job, too. Listen.
Of course.
Thanks for calling the Anthony Cumia Suicide Hotline, where the prominent radio host will listen to your cry for help and with his patented 5-step solution will hold your hand through this troubling time.
Number 1, get way too excited about the suicide note.
What does your note say?
I don't want pity.
What does your note say?
It says, hey, have a great run. My time is now. Have fun.
Number 2, insult the author after the note is read.
That's it?
That's it.
You need to punch that up a little.
You'll realize it's not about you. It was never about you. It was always about Anthony and how he was going to get his hands on your gun.
Number 3, get too inquisitive about weapons.
What kind of weapon do you have there, Tom?
I have a choice. Walter PPK or a Beretta 9mm. Or an AR-15.
Number 4, after shots are fired, make sure to find out which gun it was.
Whoops. Hello?
What was that, the 380?
It was another 9mm.
And 5, ask for the weapons.
Can I have your guns?
One will probably be used as an evidence, but I'll put the other one away. And I'll will it to you, Anthony.
Fantastic. So if you're thinking about taking that big plunge, why not will all your guns over to Anthony from the Anthony Cumia Suicide Hotline?
Oh, God. That's morbid.
That's crazy, man. I'd have took your style of dealing with it.
Yeah.
I understand.
Just kind of
what your style was.
See, I was making him laugh. He was having fun with it.
Like all that old stupid suicide.
Yeah, I don't even.
It's the reverse side.
Yeah. Turn it around a little
Opie,
bit.
what was your style? Could you play your style? And Opie did.
No, I did all right. I just wish I did better. That's all.
I would like to hear this.
According to the newspaper, you did it all.
Well, thank you.
You stopped it.
You're the hero.
Thank you. Well, Orbitcast.com. We weren't able to play the whole thing today because it's just too long and involved. And if you're interested in what happened yesterday, Orbitcast.com has the audio. Brian from Cherry Hill, New Jersey writes, runner-up line of the day, early in the morning, coming back from the first break. Opie said, welcome to the Opie Show. And what is your name again? To which Jim replied, hurt little buddy.
Hurt little buddy.
Patrice O'Neill's going to be at Comics tonight. COMIXNY.com online. Tickets 212-524-2500. I believe I'm going to be at one of the shows this weekend. I'm in the city.
Appreciate it.
And I haven't seen Patrice in a while. I can't wait. Basil Tees. Where are we, Basil Tees? Where's the plug for Basil Tees? I want to thank
Steve.
Yeah, of course. Executive Chef Stephen Farley. Basil Tees Brew Pub and Italian Grill, Hooper Avenue, Toms River, New Jersey. BasilTees.com. That's good enough, right? Always a pleasure. The food was amazing once again today. Jimmy, Bonnaroo, so we'll see you Tuesday. We'll see Jimmy on Tuesday. He's going to take Monday off. He's doing the Bonnaroo thing. And I guess that's it. Ant, what are you doing this weekend? Functions?
It's going to be a relaxing weekend of just hanging out. We have no functions. We're just going to hang out. Have fun.
Yeah.
That's it. No plans. Will of the wisp. That's what we're going to just whatever comes across our transom. But I know Sunday we are going out to the Father's Day thing. And mine's dead too. I'm talking, I got Sal. Had him for 25 years.
When y'all are driving around, does she know all the shortcuts to go?
Oh, on Long Island? Between the two of us in the car, we get anywhere in 10 minutes.
Just
we know all the trashy side streets. Nah, cut up here by the diner.
Diner. Towny bars.
Yeah, those two.
Patrice, thank you.
Thank you, man.
All right, we got to get out of here.
Later.
We'll see you Monday.
Yes, we will.
That place in the animation festival is here. Maybe we should start with that. Although I walked into a fine discussion about having a black president and the definition of a hero, I think. You guys were talking about heroes?
The definition of a hero is a tough one.
Why is that a tough one?
Well, it's because, I don't know.
Let's just say this. There was a valid point raised about whenever people are killed, a lot of times the hero is misused. Like, I think like in 9/11 it was used properly to describe firefighters. They were doing their jobs there bravely. But it just seems like every time something bad happens, like with this Boy Scout, it's very sad that they were killed, but they're saying remembering the heroes where the kids that died. It's like, I don't know what they did that was heroic. And that's not even a shitty thing because it's a sad thing.
Yeah,
but just the
misuse of the
word
term,
hero.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a hero.
Well, how are they using...
Of course.
Yes.
You make people laugh.
Now, fuck that. I mean to prostitutes who need drugs and have no money to gain them.
To a certain virus.
Yeah.
That needs
How are they
live
connecting?
blood.
How are they connecting the Boy Scouts to the hero term?
I don't know.
Just by making their parents feel better or something?
I don't
Yeah, it's one
Is
of
that
those
what they
things.
do?
What do you
Like,
gonna
it's
do?
a touchy subject, but it's like, you're not a hero because you just...
Couldn't get out.
Yeah,
remembering
kind of died and
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Unexpected.
It's a fucked up thing.
It's a
like
touchy
that's what I'm saying.
situation.
That's why I was like, I'm not even going to bother. But it's just like,
That's why no one refutes it. Like, we shouldn't be here refuting the fact that they're heroes.
right? It's just,
But they're kind of not. But we can't just say that because the parents feel bad.
I think hero was used accurately to describe... wow, what happened to that guy?
He just bashed his head against the cop door, the cop glass. Wow.
That's some good footage on MSNBC. They'll be rolling that all day long. What, he wasn't happy that he was arrested and he's banging his head up against the glass?
Think you could come to that conclusion?
And the in-car cam capturing it all?
Yeah.
All right. Where's the guy that placed in the animation?
And where's our gifts?
Yeah, I heard he brought gifts. That's what you should be doing with your prize money.
That's right. Presents for the gods.
That's right.
what did he get out of that?
Yeah.
5?
What place did you come in, sir?
Second.
Slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
Did a good job.
That was like
Thank you.
Pixar stuff, man.
Not quite.
Do you work? You obviously work for an animation house.
Really tiny place doing bad infomercials.
What program was that?
Lightwave.
Oh, Lightwave.
Yeah, that's the cheap off-the-shelf one.
Yes.
Anything we would know that your employer did?
No, not really.
No?
Unless you watch the Sci-Fi Channel. The really bad movies on there, too.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
you do?
Beavis and
Your
Butthead
company does that? I love those movies.
Those special effects aren't so special.
Oh, they're great. Do you watch the Sci-Fi Channel movies?
Not really.
Oh, they're great.
They always have, like, what's his name? Like, fucking La Bamba. What's his name?
Oh, Lou Diamond Phillips.
Lou Diamond Phillips is always in those
and
now.
And the guy that hung himself from Office and a Gentleman.
Yeah, he's always in them, too.
Oh, no, that's not Michael Rooker. That's David Keith.
Yeah.
Or Keith
David's black.
Right, David Keith.
Yeah, he's the guy that hung himself in
And the
Officer
movie will
and
be
Gentleman.
called, it'll be like a mixture of a bee and a tiger. It'll be called...
Right. Bee Tiger. It looks so bad. The special effects is so bad. Sorry. Really, like...
That's his
And it's always a blurry camera that represents the monster looking at you.
Yeah, monster eye view.
But I watch them. If they have a marathon, I watch it all night long.
Can't get enough, right?
Bad acting, bad storylines.
Octopus pigeon. It'll just be... with Dean Cain as the scientist.
He's another one. Oh, those are horrible.
I love those, man. Your shitty company does that, huh? Fucking A, man. 8 o'clock, that gets me through every Sunday afternoon and Saturday afternoon.
A lot of people saying Slaughterhouse should have won the whole thing. Well, we have two judges in studio. Jimmy, you picked Slaughterhouse
Norton wanted to win it, but we did it very fairly.
Yeah.
We raised our hands. You think this is number one. Norton raised his hands for that. You think this is number, like...
Which one did you vote to win it all, Patrice?
Number one? Everybody voted number one for... Like, it's almost like you could give a first place vote to anyone you wanted. So we raised our hand to which one. So it's like, okay, the other one got all 5 people raised their hand. Was the
Ecstasy of Gold?
That one, people were like, is that in the
what
fucking
do you mean all
judging?
5? Jimmy said Slaughterhouse.
No,
I love Ecstasy.
It's like you rate.
Oh, you voted Ecstasy
like,
number one too, Jimmy?
We go Slaughterhouse. How many people think Slaughterhouse was the best one? Jimmy would go. He raised his hand. There was another person, but people said Ecstasy of Gold. It was like.
Got more votes.
Everybody.
I just got more votes.
Yeah,
Patrice. That's all you're trying to say.
No, like
Oh my God.
I think he voted number one too.
No, I didn't. I remember I didn't. There was like 2 of us, I think, voted for
Slaughterhouse.
Yeah, it's fine.
I hope
mean,
the presidential election goes like this. It's all
It
fucked
won't.
up.
It won't.
To be fair, also
McCain
I
wins.
told you, Deep Impact, baby. Just keep watching it.
Really?
Just keep watching it. He saves the earth. Didn't you feel comfortable when that motherfucking meeting was coming? He was
well,
good.
if Obama gets elected, I want to be one of those guys that gets hit by that big wave.
Why?
In Deep Impact. Because I'm going to be the guy that gets trotted on to save the fucking United States from all the evilness that Whitey has done to it for years. I'm going to be the fucking guy. It's going to be on my fucking back
You
now.
want to save one lousy guy that
all
has
my tax
his lungs
money.
shutting down
Talking about
yesterday.
cash.
How are you going to save America?
Talking about cash. All my money's going to go to fucking social programs and bullshit that
This
ain't
has
going to do crap
this has
but turn it
nothing-
into another New York City like when Rockefeller was running this
This has nothing to do
shithole.
with.
With color? Of course it does. Because his top priority is going to be taking care of poor
you know
black
what?
people.
Well, let me ask you a question. Does the president have that much power to just take
Yes,
care of whoever the fuck he wants to take care of?
because guilty white people are going to be more apt to take care of it.
He's not going to do shit for black people. He's not even. He won't dare.
Wait till his wife.
What do you think
he's
gonna appoint black people in the office as white people are sitting there with their fucking watching closely Obama eyes?
Of course he is.
Oh, there you go, a black policeman. Like, shut the.
He's
fuck
going to
up.
appoint black people in his cabinets and everything.
Really?
And then,
Why can't he?
And then he's going to say, all right, we need this fucking social program. It's going to take care of it's going to take care of low-income housing, which you could say is low-income housing. Well, it's for everybody. Because the second you say you mean buildings that poor black people live in, that's racist.
But don't forget, Bush had
Wait a minute. Wait the fuck a minute.
Okay.
What's the problem, though?
Because I don't want to fucking pay for it. I lived in my fucking car. I lived in my car.
So you want to
pull yourself up by
pay
your
for
bootstrap
everything that
and
you
take care of your own fucking
feel
ass.
like you're paying for now.
Yep.
You feel is something you want to pay for.
No, of course not. But it's going to be more. You look at my fucking
Why you have
quarterly
problem with
tax.
the
I don't
nigga
want it
programs?
higher.
It's just the nigga programs, the poor Negro programs you're talking about. What about other programs?
Thank you.
And he's not going to just do that. He's not going to just help black people. He's not going to do that.
No, you're right. He's not just going to do that.
He's going to help
He's
everybody.
going to take my tax breaks that were given to me and take those
By
away.
who?
So it's even
Reagan,
more. By
50 years ago?
Reagan and Bush.
Daddy Bush, not this Bush.
No, this Bush gave tax breaks to fucking
to rich folks.
Not rich folks. People that live in New York City that make $100,000 a year. You tell me. You ask them if they're fucking rich.
They're rich
or if
folks.
they're
$100,000 a year. Is rich folks.
$100,000 in New York City is not rich.
Fucking live like instead of living like you got 100,000.
And no one
live like 100 instead of living like 1,000.
No one got this fucking $100,000 a year job by fucking going on welfare or fucking social programs.
Nobody's even
they
on
work
welfare
their
anymore.
balls
No
off.
one's on welfare no more. Welfare doesn't even exist.
WIC cards, whatever the fuck you want to call them.
It's fucking food, you goddamn gruesome motherfucker. You just help some guy no one gives a fuck about not kill himself. Can a nigga get a sandwich?
Good. Work for the motherfucking sandwich.
Asshole.
Work for the
Jesus
sandwich.
Christ.
Work
What the
for
fuck
it.
is wrong with you?
Work.
Dude, look
Get a fucking job for the sandwich.
If some people look like the gas situation, okay, Anthony, for real, doesn't affect you. From from $80 a gallon to $160. I mean, from $80 to fill up your truck to $120 to fill up your truck.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean anything to you. Doesn't mean anything to Norton, maybe. Doesn't mean anything to me, maybe. Maybe it's like, I can afford that. But there's motherfuckers out there, dude, that are extra $50 a day for extra $50 to fill up your tank. It's not that they're begging or anything else, man.
You think
It's
I'm
like
against low gas prices? Where the fuck did this come from?
Not low gas prices, but the fact that the gas prices aren't going to lower because it's a private sector. I mean, the oil doesn't owe us anything. That's the thing about the oil thing. It's like if you're on crack and the motherfucker goes, you know what? Instead of the crack dealer goes, instead of $10, it's going to be $20. Deal with it, motherfucker. Now, that's what the oil companies are doing. Why do we need breaks? Now it's the private sector. They're fucking everybody. But as people, as humans, it's like somebody, just because they need help doesn't mean they're begging for help. It means you need some fucking help from your country. This country will ask you to go to war and ask you to do a lot of things for it. If you say anything wrong about it, you're not a fucking American. All this shit pressure this country places on you, and it can't help a motherfucker get a sandwich.
I got a quarterly tax bill on my counter right now that is due on the 15th. You fucking look at that thing and tell me I'm not doing enough? Go fuck yourself.
I don't know what you make.
I'm doing plenty, motherfucker.
I don't know what you make.
I'm doing plenty.
I don't know if I should be caring about the fact that you want to buy another Shelby.
I should be allowed to. I've made some of myself. Now, fuck me. Fuck me in my ass. I made some of myself. I achieved what's called the American dream.
But not
fuck me in my ass now.
Not everybody who doesn't achieve the level that you achieve is a beggar or on welfare.
I'm not saying they are. But I'm doing my share. I don't want to do more.
Fucking please add.
I don't want to do more.
Can you please add poor white folks to it too? Because you give the insinuation that this is some old black shit. There's white people are in the same boat, and that's what I don't like. Is that this shit is really not a black and white thing. It's
black people make it black and white thing.
Well, because
they do. It's terrible.
Bring him in.
I don't know why.
Anthony, you are outnumbered today. DL Hughley.
Please. I know DL feels the same way I do. He don't want his tax money going up. Jesus Christ.
He'll agree with me, first of all, because he's black. Second of all,
man, y'all about your own audience.
Yeah.
Either this or it's a methadone clinic. What is this, man?
Yeah, Fridays we kind of do the live audience
what's
thing,
happening, man?
Friday's the day to come by and check out the show live.
Oh, man.
What's up, DL?
What did I miss?
We're arguing about
just in a heated dispute about Obama and fucking taxes and social programs and my tax money going up for shit programs that don't work.
But you can't control what the government's going to do with your fucking tax money. So just it'll go where it goes.
I don't want it going up.
Well, how does DL feel? I mean, DL makes a lot of money.
Here it is. Reallocate where my fucking money that I'm paying already goes, and I'm fine with it. But that isn't what's going to happen.
He's not guaranteeing that shit.
Wait.
My tax shit's going to go up.
What makes you say that? Because there's
got to be all kinds of social programs now that Obama's going to want to put in place.
Let me ask you this. Just an honest question. Our economy's failing, right?
Yeah, it's in the shitter.
Tax revenues, are down, and nobody's making any money, right? So obviously, what we're doing hasn't worked.
Yeah.
So what is wrong with trying a new approach?
Because first of all, too much
give
money.
Give a nigga a chance.
Too
what
much
the fuck
money,
he gonna do?
There's too much money being spent on a fucking war.
Right.
That's the problem.
He's going to get out of.
No, he's not going to get out of it. He's not.
Well, he's going to try to.
Here's the
Good
thing.
luck.
I really don't believe. I believe preachers, pimps, and politicians are really all the same motherfucker. They really are. Like anybody who makes their living off your hopes, your dreams, and your fears, really all the same guy. And this is a job application. This is the biggest job application. I don't know one motherfucker that tells the truth on a job application. When is the last time? You don't even tell the truth on your driver's license. What woman out there really weigh 112? But I think that America has a tendency to pick symbols. They go, this is, like, to me, I worry that he's a symbol. Like, people go, look how far we've come, we elected
he
a
is
black guy.
He is a symbol, though.
We ain't gonna change shit else. It's like Kmart, we changed the shine, but not the shit in it. That's what we,
that's why I just want a black president. That's why all that other horse shit that trying to find the the fucking, like in Pennsylvania. See, this thing, white people always got to find a reason to not be racist. Like, you got to find a reason to just go, I ain't voting for this nigga. It's got to be some reason
Not
why
in Pennsylvania,
he can't bowl. But for them, it was like the nigga couldn't bowl. I don't trust a nigga that can't bowl.
In Pennsylvania and West Virginia, it's funny because in West Virginia, let me tell you, first off, a black dude with a cardboard sign asking for change in West Virginia. They're like, is he panhandling? I don't even know what he's doing. But in West Virginia and Ohio and West Virginia, Ohio, the Dakotas, even in Puerto Rico, you got to consider she was winning primaries by large numbers, even when they knew she couldn't win. 19% of Americans say I wouldn't vote for him no matter what. That's the 19% of Americans that come out and say it.
So how many people? How many? Here's the question: how many out of the 300 million white people you figure how many can?
It's not 300 million. White people.
There's 300 million white people in this country.
No.
Yeah.
300 million people.
No, 300 million goddamn white people.
Get the fuck out of here.
Go look at the fucking thing. I'm not going to just...
That's the whole population of the country.
Wait a minute. No, it's not. You're saying a number, and I'm saying a number, and I'm wrong. Fuck that.
Maybe 200 something. I don't think
let's
it's
just say how many how many of those people do Obama need? How many white people do Obama need to fucking win the presidency? Fuck the racist ones that ain't gonna vote for him or anyway, but the white people that have white guilt and the actual decent white people who go, all right, fuck that.
You're gonna get, I don't know,
This is a great conversation. I missed it.
He's gonna get the Democratic vote.
No, not necessarily. What you think, it's no racist Democrats?
What? Oh, there are racist Democrats.
That will say fuck that?
Well,
when
he's
they go in
having
the
a hard
curtain?
time connecting with the blue-collar, rural Democrats who grow.
Yeah.
For some reason, whenever people grow shit, they don't like black people. Like, and farmers and black people, farmers used to love us at one point. I don't know how we drifted apart.
This is great.
Because we giving away all my tomatoes to WIC programs. We fucking asshole. Goddamn niggas getting my corn for free. It's awful.
But I think people are getting, like, to me, like politicians, I don't even know why you want to be, like, you guys lost the governor just because he hired a hooker. And I didn't even know that was and he wrote a check for a hooker, which I think is, like, that's pretty much a cash and carry business right there.
No,
give me the
write
money,
checks,
give me the ads.
no credit cards, right.
And then you replaced him with a black dude who's black blind, admitted he had several affairs and did cocaine, so he's basically Ray Charles. Like, because when you blind, you can get away with anything. You mean that wasn't my wife?
That is true. You know, I think he gets away with a little more.
So I think politicians in general, it's, to me, America has a problem. Like, Congress's approval rating is down, but you ask everybody, do they love their congressman? And they do. And they said,
DL, let me. It sounds like you're saying, and it sounds like you're saying Obama, and I agree with this on a level. You might not be saying this, but I'm not really into.
What does it sound like I'm saying?
It sounds like you're saying he ain't shit anyway because he's a politician,
right?
But I agree with it on that level. But the next level that I just want there I just want there to be a black president.
Well,
because you gotta get it out the way.
Watch what you want.
It's gotta get out the way. Okay, listen.
But I agree with that.
Quarterback.
I agree with that. But what I'm saying is the transcendent. What I don't like is any politician telling me how great things are going to be if he is in charge.
But you know it's not.
But I will vote for him.
Jackie Robinson wasn't even the best black baseball player when he came. It's just like what happens is once he's the president, then black people, because black people really we're just one constituency. At least white people can be two things. You can be three things. White, you can be Democrat or Republican. Black people on this thing. We got to be black.
You can be black, a Democrat, or an Uncle Tom.
No.
It's pretty much if you're a Republican.
But basically, we got to be black on this issue so that then we can be cut in half. Because, like, there's enough black mayors for a black person to not have to vote for a mayor because he's black.
Right.
You got to vote for the black president because he's black.
Because you're black.
Just to get this as something that, just like black quarterbacks, there's enough black quarterbacks where a white person can go, this motherfucker sucks. Without being a racist. So you can't go Obama sucks, but you can go to mayor of Detroit sucks.
Well, no, here's what you could do. I think that, just for me, I have a pragmatic kind of view. I don't believe that politicians by nature are good people. I think that they...
No, these are exactly. I agree with that.
He, to me, is one of them. And he to me is one of them. I hate when everybody I hate that everybody's acting like he's not Jesus. He is a politician.
Yes.
And so I keep politicians, at bay. I vote for the person that's going to fuck over
come
the
on
least.
now.
I do not
alive.
believe.
You are alive with possibly fuck all the logistics of politics, man. You may be alive, and if he's a fucked up guy. Mm-hmm. At least he's a black fucked up guy. We need to see a black president.
I want to see a black president.
My point
is, I don't want. What I don't want is for anybody to confuse the fact. Of course, I'll vote for him because I believe he's the best of what we have. But I don't place any politician in high esteem. He's the best of what we have. And I think that is in America. I think the problem in America is that we don't ever hold these people accountable. We kind of go, I'll vote for you because of this. I'll vote for you because you can make all the promises you want, but you ain't ever got to keep them because of this. The bottom line, this country is in the shape that it's in because people make dumb decisions.
Right.
And they constantly make dumb decisions for all dumb reasons. I'm not saying him. I'm talking about as a nation.
And
we all make because it's basically a dude who's half black run against a dude who's half dead.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
It ain't really a hard choice.
If you thought, right, and this is as a black man, this is one of those questions, and I'm not one of these motherfuckers go, oh, you're this or that because you. I'm just asking if you thought McCain was really a better candidate.
But I couldn't think that.
I'm saying his politics. If you weighed each of their politics, Obama or McCain, if you weighed it out and you go, fuck, McCain stands for more things. I'm being hypothetical. Right. McCain stands for more things that I stand for. Would you vote McCain?
If I vote,
I wouldn't, motherfucker.
If I believe in somebody, I'm not gonna. You know what? I'm never gonna do. I'm never gonna be somebody else for the. I think that for the sake of expediency, like I think we do too many things because we get caught up in the stream and go. I would vote for a guy who I believed in, regardless of what. I don't believe in McCain. I don't believe in the Republican Party.
Right.
So that
I'm just being hypothetical in terms of.
But it ain't no hypothetical for me. I'm gonna vote what I want, regardless of what. I don't hold.
But
the
how
party
about Jesus being racist?
I do.
You're being completely racist,
man.
Okay.
But I know it sounds crazy. I just want their. Look, I don't think the motherfucker's going to change nothing. I don't think it's going to be the black dawn of anything.
Let me tell you, Whitey's point of view on this whole thing, though, is, and it's just what I said, black president, all bets are going to be off. And this is Whitey's point of view. Every white guy is going to say now, look, there's a black fucking president.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
No shit. I'm not shitting you.
This motherfucker got to the presidency of the United States. So can you. All bets are off.
Right.
Go fuck yourself. Right. That's what Whitey's going to say.
Pick your bootstraps up. Look,
pick yourself up by your bootstraps.
You're going to
go to school, whatever the fuck it takes. Whatever he did to get into that office, you can fucking do now. You transcended racism.
You invent anything.
What?
To make it comfortable for white folks. This is my thing. I don't want to hear black. This is what I'm saying about black people. We get into this thing where we try to be as diplomatic as you when we're talking in terms of okay, look, this, that, and the third, in terms of the viewpoint. And I'm saying, dude, I just want there to be a black president, just as a symbol, as a symbol of pride. It's not that we've overcome, but it is that a little bit. But you feel like fuck, and this is a black president.
I don't disagree with you, but I'm gonna tell you this. I agree that what you're saying is right, but I agree also that the minute that he gets in office, they are gonna say, "Hey, man, you don't need affirmative action no more. We no reparations. I'd rather cut one check than 33 million." And I think that you can't have it both ways. You gotta you gotta say, you know what, this is what I want, this is what I signed up for. Me personally, I believe that he is better than McCain because I think he is a more worldly person. Like he doesn't have as myopic a view as McCain does.
How about Armstrong Williams or say a Clarence Thomas was running against McCain? Then
I vote for McCain. If it was Armstrong Williams and they the same guy. They're the same guy. To me, look, this is what I've always tried to do. I speak my mind. I ain't got no coalition. I'm gonna tell you what I think.
Right.
I believe Obama is clearly better than John McCain. I believe that. So,
and you do too, right?
Right.
A lot of people do. I don't like. No, me, I don't like Obama's stance on a lot. He's too liberal for me. I'm not a liberal guy. I like fucking guns.
And here's what I like.
Guns. Yeah.
Here's what I'm offering to you. This is what I'm saying in terms of this.
I like dope,
this whole
guns.
thing. Everything, right, bitches?
I'm offering you.
Then you like, what's the difference? you can shoot a bitch white.
Anthony just doesn't want to look at that face behind the podium at the White House.
Exactly.
Come on. Day one.
Exactly.
I think
that is not. Here's what I'm offering you, Anthony, on this. I'm offering you the black presidency now, so that when you make any statement based not on color, as you claim, quote unquote, signs,
sure,
then I could possibly go with you
without thinking that I'm speaking purely.
But right
racist.
now, right? Somebody said, "What if there was a white? If a white person said I'm only going to vote for him because he's white? Would that be? If there had only been black presidents?" Then if a white person said, boy, I want to see a white president, would I understand?
Yeah.
The fact is, our commander-in-chief has been nothing but old white guys. If Hillary had went through, I would rather see, just to see a woman president, then you can go, I don't like his politics, and I could go, fair enough. Just like if you go, I don't like Donovan McNabb, if there was only one black quarterback ever, I'll go, you fucking racist. But there's a lot. They broke ground. Now you cannot like a black guy without that. You're not allowed to dislike Barack Obama right now. He's the first black president.
Yeah, because the second you
what you're saying is that no matter, honestly, how shitty you thought he was, no matter how. So if it was between Armstrong Williams and John McCain, you still pick Armstrong because he was black?
As painful as that is.
I couldn't do it. I'd go.
It would just be too enormous for me.
You just want an icebreaker. You want an icebreaker.
I'd vote Colin Powell. This is another thing, too. This is what I'm saying. How come Colin Powell and Condoleezza Rice aren't black leaders? How come only motherfuckers y'all don't like are our leaders? You understand?
Wait. Because black community, they were Uncle Tom's. You looked at them as Uncle Tom's.
We don't appoint our fucking leaders. You do. White people do.
Yes, you do. Farrakhan and Sharpton. No. When is the last time Condoleezza Rice or Colin Powell gathered people?
But they're black and they lead.
Because Colin Powell didn't come out and march like a Reverend Al would.
I don't know one black person that thinks Reverend Al is a leader.
Right.
I don't.
Really?
I personally don't know one person.
Reverend Al does.
But he thinks I think leaders don't appoint this stuff. That just kind of happens. I think that I can respect Condoleezza. I don't agree with her views. I respect what she's done. I respect what Colin Powell has done. Like, you can't have.
Now, would you vote for Colin Powell?
I would vote for Colin Powell because I think that he's a bright, worldly man who actually understands.
Would you vote for Condoleezza Rice?
I couldn't see voting for Condoleezza Rice. I couldn't see. I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it. I could not see it.
And this is why it has to be a fucking black president, so that you can Patrice, racism will still be there, but at least I can listen to you.
I understand what you're saying.
I just need it. I needed to happen.
Patrice wants to vote for someone based on the color of their skin and not the content of their character. I love the way you think.
You motherfucker.
Who the fuck said that?
Did you just steal from a black man?
Who just said that? Oh, fuck. Wait a minute.
Don't be doing white tricks with me. I'm using
Jedi. What the fuck am I, Obi-Wan Kenobi?
That's not what you can do for your country.
It's no question to me that Barack Obama is clearly more of my mindset than McCain. If he were
now,
not,
what's his politics?
If he were not, I would not have. If he were not, I wouldn't have a problem not voting for him.
What's his politics that would go? Okay, I'm voting for him because of his politics.
Here's why I'm voting for him, because I think that he at least has a more worldly view. He's not as myopic and he's not as connected to one mindset. Like McCain in 2000, I loved McCain. I thought he was a smart, independent, independent thinker and who did his own kind of thing. And he was a maverick. I bought that thing.
But is he really myopic though? I mean, he's pretty like a conservative. He's like a pretty liberal Republican. He's against torture. Like a lot of the things that the conservatives.
No shit, he's against torture.
But the way
as opposed to what?
Yeah. A lot of them go with whatever the CIA. But he did.
Weem is against plungers.
McCain started pandering to the religious right as soon as he got in trouble. Like, he started pandering to the religious right as soon as he got trouble. If he believes what he believes, that's fine. I personally believe Barack Obama.
Who did pander, by the way, when he dropped out of his own church.
I do not. Let me get this straight. I think, and I'm a.
You think he was more qualified than Hillary?
I think everybody lies on their job application. I don't think he was any more or less qualified than her. But I would have been happy with either one of them. I don't have to hate her to love him.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have to go, ooh, she's so. I didn't have to have, I didn't have to go, ooh, she's terrible, he's great. I think I hold all politicians in fairly low esteem.
I guarantee
he just is better
women,
to me than her.
Women would have voted. And here's the cutoff. This is the weird thing. The strange thing is, okay, women would have had to choose. Like, okay, if you're a black woman, you would have to choose Obama, like either your color or your gender or whatever that case may be. If Hillary had made it to the primary, if she had made it through as a candidate, I'd have voted for her because she's a woman.
That would never do that. I would never do that.
I just would have to, man.
I would. You know what? This is so fucking.
It happened to be, and the fact that they were Democrats made it easier. If they were Republican, it would have been.
I'm telling you, I don't believe people died in March and went through all the bullshit they go through, so I could hold some bullshit line in my head. People have to earn my respect, just like I got to go out there and earn respect from people. If I don't respect a motherfucker, I'm not voting for them. I don't give a shit what they got next to their name, who they are, what their gender is, and I think that it's that mindset. It's that mindset that got people. People voted for George Bush clearly because they went, I want a guy who talks like me. I want a guy who I want a guy who's just as dumb as I am.
Jackie Robinson was known not to be the best, not even the 10 top black players was Jackie Robinson known to be. He was just that nigga, which is Obama. He's that nigga. He got
That's
a white
exactly what you said, Anthony.
meaning he does all the things. Jesus. All the things that a black guy has to do to make white people feel comfortable.
That's what
he's that guy.
My problem is I don't like people. When white people like something, I tend to go, wow, why do they like them? It's like a little suspicious. I kind of go. Wow.
I'm with you, but I'm saying Jackie Robinson had to get in. He just had to get in.
But we're talking apples and oranges. One is a baseball team, which is purely for entertainment. Another guy's going to be ruling the fucking world.
I wouldn't say. And how much of the world is he going to be ruling? How powerful is the president?
I think.
President of the fucking United States.
He's a fucking symbol.
Not as powerful as a lot of people like to think but pretty fucking powerful.
Somebody can tell him to go fuck himself. Like, he has to get things voted on. He can't just make rules.
Let me tell you something. George Bush was powerful enough to have a fucking war going on over in Iraq.
He had the backing of the country.
No shit. How did he get that?
How
did he get that?
But he duped Congress into giving him all the power. It's
pretty powerful, isn't it?
That's not power.
Whatever he did was his fucking power.
It was emotions from the country at the time.
How is that not power?
That's not fucking power.
That is power.
That's manipulation.
Yeah. Pussy is power.
Is manipulation power?
Yeah, you're right.
He has veto power.
Fair enough.
He has veto power. The president can veto almost anything.
He can say no, but he can't say yes.
He can veto.
He can't just make rules.
He fucking
But he
got
did, but it was based on
Colin
us.
Powell
it was based on
and
that
everyone
fucking-
else.
Based on our ignorance and fear.
Right.
Thank
and
you.
I'm going to say the same thing again.
Thank you.
Never will I ever give my vote to somebody just because somebody tells me. I'll never be pressured to think like anybody else.
What's your gut feeling on Barack?
I believe, honestly.
Your gut.
I don't
Fuck
know
all the
him.
politics.
I don't
Gut.
know him.
You don't know
I don't know him. I don't know McCain either, so I'll take the lesser.
That basically you saying what I'm saying, Dio.
No. What you're saying is you would vote for the black person in any circumstances. What I'm saying
Armstrong Williams and all that shit is a tough one, though. Those are tough names. I know. Just to test myself.
How fucked up? This is my thing. How fucked up are you? This is the indictment of George Bush's presidency. How fucked up president are you when the option is we're gonna vote for the black guy?
Wow.
When they go, we want the black guy. Your library is gonna be.
He really fucked up.
Oh my god. But I have never believed. I've never believed, and there matters when I believe race is the issue. If you ask me what I think on any number of things, but I will never vote for somebody just because they were a woman or they lived in my neighborhood or they were this or they were that. You don't come to me just having respect just because you walk up to me. I have
you
to
think
know
you'd be
you.
emotional if he gets voted president?
Sure I will. To see a black man go through the struggles that he's gone through and the stuff that he's gone through, but I've never seen here's my thing. I've never seen a person so lauded and so it scares me that people are putting you would think Jesus is here and he's a politician.
But could he possibly be the dude? Let's say underneath all of that was Farrakhan Jr.
Okay.
Could he really? Let's say if Farrakhan was the president. Could he really do what white people are afraid he might do? Could he really?
Well, as a newly patrioted French person, I wouldn't know.
I want to see a split screen of Obama getting inducted and just see like Patrice and Anthony both crying for completely different reasons. But I'll tell you this.
It'll be like the OJ verdict.
Just like the OJ verdict. Right. At the time, I believe OJ was innocent when I watched it.
Oh,
now, hey, it's true. I believe he was innocent.
Wow.
Now, seeing it now, I go, wow, that motherfucker did it.
After that book, If I Killed the Bitch, when he wrote a book called If I Killed the Bitch, and this is what I would have done.
I wouldn't have a problem saying out loud, I believe he did it. But I didn't when I watched the trial. It's very emotional for me. I just kind of went, oh man, they fucking went.
That's so odd. That proves there's a whole different way of looking. Because I looked at that trial and just said he's guilty. Totally guilty.
You're politically savvy, man. You're a savvy guy. You're a savvy guy. Now, but I'm saying, you've never been racially. Things weren't racially motivated in terms of in your life, like the OJ verdict. Look.
Sure it was.
Things are racially motivated, man. You gotta have this thing. I'm just gonna take that lowest road, if you want to call it, where I'm like, fuck that, man. I want to see the black president because we've lived through some this nigga that's the president now, this goofy motherfucker that's got us in the war. Could he be worse than him?
No.
Come the fuck on, man. I want to see it. I want to see the black president.
But
that's it.
I want to see. I'm going we get into the same conclusion. On you taking the 405 and I'm taking the 2. I believe that he's the best candidate we have now, and I believe that he is better suited for the gig than McCain. Probably because he'll live through the inauguration, but I'm not sure McCain would live through the swearing in. But I would never, me personally, vote for like OJ. I had to believe he was innocent. I had to really believe it, and for whatever reason. And when I learned, when I looked at other things, I went, maybe it isn't what I thought it was. I have no problem admitting whether I'm wrong or right. Race plays a part in a lot of things I do. But as far as me voting for somebody, or as far as me looking at a situation objectively, I just try to be as human as possible.
Do you think that the people that fought in the civil rights movement, Jim Crow days and all that, do you think, that they would be happy if he became the president just because he was black?
I think of course. Sure.
So why? I don't.
Well, you asking me. That's apples and oranges.
Really.
I'm not giving anybody anything just because they're anything. Is my point.
No, I get
nobody
your point.
ever gave me one thing because I was anything. So I would never give that. He walks the same earth I do, puts on his pants the same way I do. I got to go out and earn respect. He got to earn respect.
We do agree.
He has done
fuck
it. Fuck
him on some level like he's the Messiah.
Yeah, fuck all that.
I'm only talking about a symbol, and not a symbol. It's a symbol of. It might even, like, I always picture, like, niggas stop shooting each other because the black president. Like,
all right, why not? Wouldn't that be nice?
But I'm saying, if he's the black president, it's like, let's just make him let's be right. It'll righten us up just because he's the black president.
You can't have it both ways. Here's what I believe. I believe that if he is president, and we don't as a people kind of go, that is our cue to elevate ourselves. That is our cue. If this dude came from Indonesia, Hawaii, Kansas, I don't even know where he's from. So I couldn't, like this dude, the last time I saw a dude from that many places, he was running from the police. But if he has found a way to connect with America that way, then it is in us all. And you know what? When they take everything away, because that's what's going to happen. Everybody's going to say, you know what? If this cat can do it, all you guys can do it. Now it's a level playing field. We're giving you, this guy's elevated from nothing to the highest position in the world. I think that it is a challenge that we have to kind of accept. We have to kind of go, you know what? The game has changed, but you can't have it both ways.
But he got to be the president.
You can't say, I want him to be president and I still want all this other shit. Because you're going to give something up to get. You got to give to get. And I really believe that in this situation, there is not a more, and I don't respond to him because he's a speaker, because I think all politicians speak. I think that he's clearly the more qualified candidate. If I didn't think it, two things. I wouldn't have a problem saying it, and I wouldn't have a problem not voting for him. I would never vote for somebody just because somebody said that. I don't go to meetings where people go, hey, man, this is the way we feel about this. I'm going to tell you how I feel. I ain't part of the collective. Just like when people feel a certain way about like all the bullshit that people get into about how you should speak and what you should think is funny. True that. Ain't no collective for me.
But you got to understand now that there is an outside effect in terms of, okay, black people aren't really, the toughest thing I think to being black as you're younger is to be individual, is to say, this is what I think, fuck the other shit. Right. And really, I'm saying what I think, because I know there's a lot of black people who are like, fuck that, I'm not even voting for him now. You know, I'm not going to vote for him because he's black. Fuck him. I don't like him or whatever. His stance on abortion is this, that. I'm saying, dude, it's bigger. It's so big because, you know, watching Roots and just feeling how I felt watching Roots, feeling how I felt watching Rosewood, just the basic instinct of anger you have towards white people on a general basis. It's hard for me to just be in here sometimes and just be your friend
and listen to my shit.
And just because you're white, there is a natural instinct not to like white folks.
You know what's so odd?
I just want to just
alike. But you know what? I look at Patrice and go, I don't even think of you as a black guy. And this is the God's honest truth. I don't look at you.
Think he was a black guy?
And yet, if you're walking down the street, I'd fucking be on the other side of the street.
But see, that's why I understand. I understand that shit. It's like, you know, me and Lloyd would never be friends outside of the fact that we're friends. I wouldn't bump into him in the street or whatever. There is I just would love to feel something that I know I've never really felt before. Externally,
but that's different though, Patrice. That's a system of that's different. I want to see a black president. I get it, but I would never vote for somebody just because they were anything. And you said something that was absolutely true. The hardest thing for a black person to do is to be an individual. Is to say, this is how I feel. This is and
Michael Vick, dude. I fucking hated that motherfucker for that. But people, you know, you get a preponderance of the media where black people go, nigga, black people don't give a fuck about no dogs. Right. And I'm like, I love dogs.
Me too. But I didn't. That's nuance for me. Like with the whole Don Amos thing. I thought it was a dumb joke, and I thought it was, you know, I don't think what I do is, I go, how the fuck do I feel? I don't go on the Black America website. I don't go.
That's a hard thing to do. I do that too. It's very fucking difficult. When I was defending Don Imus, right? I'm telling you, and it's not even motherfuckers are MySpacing. Yeah. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Did you just call me Uncle fucking Tom? I'm here defend any black. That's why I called DL. Yeah. Which I love this too. This is a great story. Which made me start calling people from a block number. I reached out. I found this motherfucker to get me to call. He called me from a block number and didn't give me his fucking phone number.
I'm sorry.
No, but I'm saying that made me. You know what I did? You know, and I said to myself, I go, you know, I'm doing that shit too. Niggas ain't gonna have my motherfucking number.
You know what I teach? This is the truth.
What a great statement about career positions.
I'm gonna tell you this. This is what I teach my son particularly. Man, when a man stands by himself, like it ain't never like my father said. You came in this world, you're probably gonna die alone. You can go out of the world alone. Man, being an individual and having your own mindset and understanding how you feel is the ultimate responsibility, and it's the ultimate freedom. To me, I want my son, if he's nothing else, to be human and to literally look at the situation.
Bravo.
And no. But not the grandstand. And to
believe
give
it.
no man respect he hasn't earned simply because he's anything. Simply because he's an athlete. Simply because he did. You give any human being a certain amount of respect. Just for me personally, I don't look at what people tell me. I look at what they do.
But look, there's something deeper about black people's illness in terms of this. Like, this is what you don't.
Is this BET radio?
Yeah.
You know, people in there and goes, "What are these motherfuckers doing?"
You know, there's some truckers driving off of fucking real quick,
screaming at the radio. Why aren't you guys saying anything today?
Let the two niggas fight it out.
All this oogly boogly talk. Why don't they just play bongos?
Help us. They've hijacked our show.
We're too
scared to talk.
First they're the president, now they're taking over the Opie and Anthony show.
Hey, Patrice, by the way, there's 304.
And give me some chicken.
There's 304 million people in the United States, and there's 243 million whites and just under 40 million blacks.
You know, white people come up with
Wait
facts.
a minute. So is how many people in this country?
We'll go on the website and you said this then.
There's 304 million people in this country.
Yeah, you said there's 300 million
200 and what?
43.
43 million
whites
and 40 million blacks?
Yes.
There's only 20 more million other motherfuckers here? Chinese,
Well, you
Puerto
gotta count
Ricans,
some
Mexicans?
Spanish people that are black that they don't know.
Are you serious?
That's what they're saying.
That's wrong.
That's what they're saying.
You can't say that's
I'm
wrong.
saying that's fucking wrong. There's no more fucking goddamn Puerto Ricans and Mexicans in this
Puerto
country
Ricans
than us.
Puerto Ricans are just niggas who can swim. That's all they are. They're the same thing.
They count as all the same shit.
No, these
They're
are
the same thing.
This is probably
Mexicans are just niggas with
probably
good hair.
citizens.
They're the same thing.
What is that from 01?
July 2008.
2008. The government website.
This is what's going to be estimated next month when they put the numbers out. But I mean, these are citizens, obviously. This isn't the illegals.
Got some
and all
backing.
that. Why don't we take a?
Oh, you know what? You're not counting illegals. You're right.
Why don't we take a break? We got DL Hughley in studio. He's playing Caroline's all weekend long.
And no, first the rally, then Caroline. Me and Patrice are leading people.
Get your red bow ties out.
I get so upset, dude.
Then us.
Dude, I can't get the passion up to talk politics. I just can't.
It's not even a politics thing.
No, this is all just human thing. I like
deeper
the
than
point
politics.
that DL said, and being an individual is probably the most
Well, he said it
important
first.
thing.
Patrice said it first.
No, because Patrice is saying he's
Oh, no, wait. Before you finish, my brain is fried.
Okay.
So I wanted to say something real quick about...
You never say anything real quick.
All right. Fucking... Let me say something. I'm going to try to say something real quick.
Go.
They understand. Trust me.
That's the one thing about, okay, when we do something, when we do something,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, you people, we have to defend every black dude. That's the thing. We don't. We don't. I know what you're saying. We don't, but I'm saying externally, we don't. But internally, for some reason, when a nigga fucks up, all of the black people got to go, oh, you got to make an excuse. I don't, and you don't. But as a whole group, you know what I'm saying? But white people, when white people fuck up, that white person fucked up, not the whole as a whole. You get to enjoy being an individual.
You're right, because as white people,
even without the pressure externally of going, there's never white pride. It's never open white pride. It's,
because people...
You can't.
Yeah.
Holy shit, you can't fucking... I would love to march down the street. Hey, Whitey.
Well,
you
could do it if it wasn't
if I was burning behind you. Well, that's true.
But I just... You know what it is?
If I wasn't half Sicilian, too.
And by the way, we do have white pride. Every time we see each other in the supermarket, we'll look at pasteurized milk, just kind of winking at each other. Go to the light bulb.
Open heart surgery. Oh, we did that.
Did you really?
You know what's to me is this. Everybody always asks you, like, I always get, like, even when I came in for the first time, I can never tell you how black people feel. We're a whole race of people that got, how can you talk for one race of people that got Flavor Flav and Colin Powell?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How does one dude encapsulate all of that? All you can ever do is speak, and I hate people. Anybody who doesn't speak their own mind, who goes with the collective, is a fucking sheep. That's all you are. All you doing is what somebody told you. Yeah. You might as well be a fucking robot. I get it. I understand. That's easier to do. I understand.
That's why I hate the party line shit. Like, why? If I'm a Republican, why do I have to be against women getting abortions? But that's
unless they're mine.
That's it. Yeah.
They gotta get
like I'm a fucking huge Second Amendment guy, but I'm also for a woman's right to choose. I'm insane then as a fucking Republican.
But my thing is that I just became a Democrat 2 years ago. I was an independent for all of years because I never even liked the kind. I like guns. I think.
Well,
that women should
let me
have the
tell you
right.
something. Guns. Now that's against your party.
No, it ain't.
For the most part.
No, it's but look here. I dig guns. I dig abortion. I think weed should be legal. I think that we are too fiscally irresponsible. I think that I think that
you want less government in your life?
I want a lot less government in my life. I think that religion is encroaching too much in government. So what I've done is tell you how I feel. I don't go, what does the D say or what does the R say? I tell you how I feel.
But most of the people in these parties that you're forced pretty much to vote for
because they fucking
run
sheep.
Right along the party line. So who the fuck are you going to vote for?
But even like when everybody's having
the
the primary
black president. I got all that confusion out, motherfucker. The black president.
Even when
party
everybody was
line,
having
my
the
left
primaries,
ball, nigga.
When they was having the primaries, I don't think that America responds to ethereal talk. I think that America people always, we're not gonna respond to the politics of fear. Your whole fucking life is fear. Your mother says do this or that'll happen. This job says either do this or I'll fire you. Religion says do this or you going to hell. Fear runs us all. The bottom line to me is I think that America gets what it wants, and it always makes poor decisions because it's generally ill-informed and makes decisions based on all kind of bullshit that doesn't. It's 50 million Americans don't have health care. You ask the average person, do they think you should have health care? They go, yeah, you should have it. You say socialized medicine, and then they go, fuck you. I'm not paying for it.
Right. Yeah.
I don't think you should die in this country. I don't care if you're lazy or whatever. I was just in Edmonton, Alberta. They have the best economy in the northern.
Whoa, motherfucker! Why wasn't there an interruption there, Jack?
Because I'm waiting to talk about how Senator Kennedy in his
you
brain
hate this
tumor,
fucking healthcare
and
thing.
if we had socialized medicine like Senator Kennedy wanted, he would still have that fucking orange in his head.
Why
because
is that?
Because you don't fucking step up to a hospital, get the best doctor, and say, "Hey, take the tumor out of my head." You wait on a fucking list. You sit and wait for a fucking doctor. You're not getting the best doctor.
So you should
and
get-
that's
you should
socialized
get-
fucking
you should
medicine.
get-
But he's a rich motherfucker, and he was able to get whatever he wants.
But the
and
point
that's
is-
America. You're not. Why the fuck did this country turn into
Let me ask you
something
something.
where everyone's entitled to something
Let me ask you
instead
something.
of working
Let me
up
ask you
to it?
something. Because we
Working
have
up
do
to
two
getting the
things.
brain
We have
tumor
to do two
removed from your
things.
head?
One is
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I know
that spoiled
we got
bastard.
right.
Exactly. He is a
we-
spoiled bastard.
We have to do two things. If we're not going to be the America we espouse, then let's be Russia. Let's be as shitty as we think as we say that. But we're gonna put God in our Constitution, and we're gonna act like we're a Judeo-Christian society, and we're a Judeo-Christian society, and we are a nation of laws and rules, and we're a nation of human rights and dignity. A human being should never die because they're poor. I don't give a fuck why they are.
Anyone can go into the fucking hospital. You go to the emergency room. Some people are going to get shitty care. Some
Anthony,
people are going to get good care. Hold
did
on.
you just hear that point?
I did.
Did you used to be poor?
Yes.
Do you think you should have been dead if you couldn't afford to live?
If you know something, if I was fucked up when I was poor, then I'd be dead. That's the fucking
No,
country
that's
we
not.
live
I
in.
asked you, do you think you should be dead because you couldn't afford to be alive?
No, but in certain circumstances, that's just the way
We
this
are a
fucking
country
is.
that fights to have the Pledge of Allegiance, and we fight to have prayer in school. We fight to have prayer in school.
Right.
We fight to bring God in
That's
our
based
life.
on this
But
puritanical bullshit
but I'm
that
saying-
started hundreds of years
but
ago.
I'm saying if you're going to put God in your life and talk about how you love Jesus and how we're a Christian society, the very tenet of Jesus, regardless of what people think, is that you love the poor and the sick.
Yeah.
That's what you do. Now, if you're going to take Jesus out, we're going to be a country that is just kind of a pluralistic country. We don't give a fuck about anything. That's fine. But if you're going to talk about how much you love Jesus, then and how much how you can't be president unless you do. You can't literally be president of the United States of America unless you go to church and kill convicts.
Well, you know,
you can't. Obama pretty soon is gonna have to shoot something.
Well, your personal fucking
He literally
religion,
gonna
your
have to shoot
personal shit, as far as religion goes, isn't supposed to. And you said isn't supposed to encroach in on the
it does.
government, but it does. But it's not supposed to. It's written there. Separation
Well,
of
we're not
church and
supposed
state.
to pay taxes, but we do.
Exactly. That I don't like that either.
Okay,
but the thing is,
You just a fucking You're poor, rich trash. Like you're rich,
hysterical, Patrice.
You're just a piece of garbage, but you're a millionaire.
Let me just say this.
Fucking bastard.
When did this country become the country where everyone's entitled to the same fucking thing? There are poor people. There are rich people. Hold on. There are poor people and there are rich people in this country. It's what this country's based on. If you're lucky and you make something yourself, you have some skill, whatever the fuck it is. Listen to you laugh.
No, I'm
this
laughing.
This is what America is made
I'm
for.
Laughing
some people fall on their ass and fucking get nowhere.
I'm laughing
and others
because there's a lot of ass-falling people that are listening to this show right now.
That's what this whole fucking country was based on.
No, the country was built.
It wasn't based to come here because we're going to give you what the fuck you want.
This country was based.
Wasn't guaranteed
on exploiting. It really was. It was based on
black labor.
First it was black labor.
Free black
then it was
labor.
Italians. Then it was Africans. Now it's the Mexicans. It's that new term. They the new niggas. But the bottom line is, this country was based on exploiting somebody and getting rich from it. That's what happened. Now it is becoming a place where people have felt bad about their past and are trying to right a lot of the wrongs of the past. So a lot of things that wouldn't have happened have.
White guilt.
But if we are going to be a country where every time I turn around, some politician is saying we are the moral authority in the world, and right after that a commercial will come on for Girls Gone Wild. If we're going to be a moral authority, if we're going to constantly talk about Jesus and constantly talk about elevate, like the country now talking about change, we need to change the 2 minute. We are the we've been waiting for. It's changing the tone of the country. Then you have to accept all. Just like I told him, you have to accept all that comes along with when Obama's. You have to accept the fact that this country is going to have to do some of the things it actually expouts.
So people are so then everyone is entitled. By just being an American, you're entitled to certain things, whether you work for them or not, whether you're lucky enough to have.
I don't think any human being. I think that we place such a value on. We love money so much in this country. We put God on our money, so we can have everything in the same space. But to me, I just am from a human standpoint, I just don't believe that your care should be better than some people because you can afford it. So,
everybody should eat. Everybody should eat because if you don't eat, you'll be dead.
Yeah.
So if everybody can't eat, you're just dead. Some motherfuckers they don't have enough food to fucking eat.
Why?
What? Because they're lazy pieces of shit.
No, I don't know. I'm asking you why.
Because look, man, motherfuckers. Why? Look, man, some people can't. Look, when I grew up, we was on welfare, but I'm gonna be quite honest, my mother was stealing it.
So was I.
Listen to me, my mother was stealing it.
So was mine.
But, okay, she wasn't stealing it, and I was walking around with the brand new Nikes. She was stealing it, working and on welfare, just to get a little bit more, just some food, some extra fucking food. Because to eat right, a fucking fish, one fish, $75 a pound. A whole pig, a dime. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can eat a whole fucking pig for nothing and die, or you can try to eat right, and lettuce is this expensive, or fish is that expensive, or fucking something that's not gonna give you a fucking heart attack costs more money than the average thing. It's fucked up. You can come out of your goddamn Shelby money and fucking give me a piece of corn.
Where does it fucking have to stop then? Do we all have to equal out?
No, man.
That's communism, man.
Thank you. Thanks for saying it then,
But you know
Patrice.
what's funny to me?
Thanks for saying it.
When I grew up, I remember being my mother having to, because when you go on, we used to get lunch tickets. And I remember watching my mother made him fill out the thing so she can get a little extra. And I watched my father cry. And I said, and I never understood, but he hated the fact that he had to subjugate himself to get a little extra. That taught me something. I'm always going to. I believe that I'm going to be as human as possible. Of course, if you work hard, there's some lazy motherfuckers out there that don't deserve, to live in a great house.
Right.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't die. Like the mortgage crisis. Here's the thing we do. Who thought it was a good idea to give a motherfucker making $335 an hour $1 million home loan?
Exactly.
Like, who thought that?
But who's the dumb motherfucker that looks at his budget and decides he's going to get that house?
Then we do this. That's fine. I get that. We'll bail out the bank that made the predatory loans, but not the people that took them. We'll bail out railroads that are a shitty business model, but not the people that ride them. We'll bail out the airline industry. Like after 9/11, we gave them billions of dollars, and they're a shitty business model, and now 7 of those people are going, we'll give corporations chances that we never give human beings. That's my problem. If you take welfare away from poor people, and you say you ain't fucking working, but you'll give those same tax breaks to Exxon and Mobil who don't even need it, and you don't blink an eye at it.
I agree with that to a point, but the reason the airlines got bailed out and the railroads and stuff is because we need fucking planes and trains.
We might need planes.
You know, this poor motherfucker that went broke.
We don't need. It's 7. You know why airlines go broke?
That's why they're going broke. Yeah,
because they're shitty business models. Because they're late. They pay too much money. And you know what happens to a shitty business model? It goes away. We don't need 19,000 airlines. We just need good ones and efficient ones. You know, the only airline that didn't have to lay off anybody or take any money from the government was Southwest. Now everybody laughs at them and talks about them. They're a great business model.
It's because they weren't fucking paying the mechanics to fix the plane.
Right.
Yeah, motherfuckers are flying buses.
American did the same thing. American, but the thing about it is, we look at corporations differently than we do look at people. Now I understand we need corporations, but you'll tell me how you shouldn't bail out the people that made a predatory loan. Banks were ripping those people off left and right, and what they figured would happen, they wouldn't be able to make the loan, they'd pay him, and we'll get the house back and can sell it again. They didn't know they was going to all of a sudden have a whole surplus of houses they couldn't sell.
I know, but that just, people sometimes are fucking stupid. Do you think you're getting $10 million from Nigeria in your email?
Was the bank stupid? You don't give a fuck, Anthony.
Was the bank stupid?
The bank was stupid.
No, apparently the bank is pretty fucking smart knowing they're going to foreclose on a house.
But now the banks are in trouble because
now they're stupid.
Are there any people in need?
So let's say it was 2 stupid people. We just chose the richer stupid person. That's what happened. We bail out those banks.
Are there any people in need that you give a fuck about that you go, man, these people need help, and I would like to help them?
It's the people on commercials that I never fucking see. And you know who it is? It's these fucking father, mother, and 2 kids in a homeless shelter that just ain't ever in a fucking homeless shelter. They fell through the cracks of society. The husband lost his job. This could happen to any man. No, it's a lunatic in a snorkel jacket on a 100-degree day fucking going, can I get some money? That's the fucking shit. That's the needy that I don't give a fuck about.
Can you do the black snorkel homeless man again?
Can I have some money?
You know him, huh?
Oh fuck! I know him a lot.
I have there are people I don't have tolerance. I don't have tolerance for bullshit.
Yeah, I don't either.
I'm tired of people, doing whatever the fuck they do. But
I chase mullet-headed white fucking junkies away too. I tell them, go fuck yourself. You ain't getting a quarter from me.
I'm also tired of people. I just think if the government did 4 things, I'd be fine. I think if they gave everybody a decent quality education. I think if they gave you some level.
Gabe, isn't that in place? Hold on. Isn't that in place? If someone does well in school.
How can you do?
I don't understand.
Let me give you an example from my life. My kids went to school in the inner city in Los Angeles. In 1996, I moved to the Valley, which is the same school district, but it's the Valley, Los Angeles School District. My kids were 3 years, and they were doing well at their school. 3 years behind those people. 3 years. They were doing shit at that school that we had never even seen.
Why?
So I had to. Well, I don't know why. You tell.
That's just it. Why?
I can't tell you why. I don't have the why, and plus that ain't a good joke. Why? I don't know what the fuck that is. You fucking up my human interest story. You're an asshole. but so I had to pay to this day. To this day, I had to pay tutors to catch my children up, and unfortunately, I was able to do it. My daughter goes to Smith. Private college. I'm very proud of her. My son is in college. My daughter. She gonna be my daughter. That's the fuck she gonna be for the rest of her life. But she ain't the brightest motherfucker. No matter how much I pay in tutors. But the idea that they go to the same school district, that they worked hard, that I thought I was doing everything I needed to do, and they were still 3 years behind. And you ask me why, and I tell you I don't know. I can't tell you why, because now it's richer out there. So I think that there's more, and certainly there's more involvement. It used to be a PT, parents were there. I don't think it's 100% of one thing. I think it's 1% of 100 things. I think the parents need to be more involved in their children's life.
Absolutely.
I think that we need to place a higher premium on education, but all of us do. Like I was reading, none of us, we have to give hundreds of thousands of work visas away because we're not educated enough to do the job that involves mathematics. We have to hire people from Pakistan and India.
This child thing has nothing to do with Anthony.
No, you know something?
Let's move along from children.
I pay motherfucking school taxes up the ass.
Why?
Where I am. Because I don't have any kids, but I got to pay for the fucking schools
I didn't
in my
hear you talk
neighborhood.
about that.
In my neighborhood, I got to pay for the fucking schools.
Have them
because
take
they
out
don't
that
want
money.
they don't want the kids fucking winging rocks through my windows. So even people without kids got to pay through the fucking ass for the school tax.
Well, fuck, I don't give a fuck about that. Fuck the kids.
Fuck the kids.
Yeah. The children should be homeless.
Yeah, fuck the children.
A very special episode of Opie and Anthony.
You joke around, but they do use their fucking like 5 and 6 year old age status to fucking get away with shit.
Yeah.
Damn, Norton.
This motherfucker here.
And that's what I have to say about that. So thank you for listening to me.
I can't wait to see Richard Huff's article tomorrow. Opie straightens everyone out on race.
Opie's race discussion groundbreaking.
I'm going to be on the top of. Yeah, I do. I'm going to be on the top of the Drudge Report later today.
Opie solves race problems in America.
All agree on
that
one
was
thing?
what?
Yes.
We have to take a leak. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
D.L. Hughley at Caroline's. That was really interesting.
212-757-4100. He's there tonight through Sunday. And, of course, Patrice is at Comics on 14th Street tonight and tomorrow only.
And Black Panther headquarters.
Yes.
Wherever that is these days.
I know. Hold on. What is it, 1967?
I know.
What's that?
Exactly. We
Then he's going to the Cotton Club.
And the Black Panther's house.
We're all doing the pee-pee dance. We got to take a break. You guys having fun or what? All right, we'll continue in just a bit.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to take a break now at Opie and Anthony. And Jim Norton, that's our comic. He's going to keep you smiling. And we want you to be right there when we come back. So don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. No matter what he do.
Oh, my God.
That's his legacy.
It never
That's his
ended.
getting shot in the head.
Oh, my God.
He's the black president.
I need a nap. Oh, my God.
I agree with Patrice on
with
that.
you.
All right.
I agree with Patrice on that. What we talked about during break.
Hey,
that never happens.
We're back with the live studio audience. I want to do something really quick.
I need another threesome.
Let's get people. I want to know how many people out there. We have a very white audience looking at us right now. That's true. And I want to know how many of these guys and gals are voting for McCain. Raise your hand.
Of course. Why would you even ask?
Oh, that's not.
Look, it's not even.
Of course. Shut up. Keep your hands up.
Yeah, what do you want?
Yeah. 1, 2,
Look at how
3,
4
4, 5,
other
6,
hands
7.
went up. And
Hold on.
Do you see, you fucking liars?
Shut up. I'm trying to get an accurate count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it looks like, right?
Now, how many of you traitors?
So we got 8 for McCain. How many for Obama? There's a lot.
3.
4. Oh, 2.
If that's the ratio, it's over now.
Wait, out of 11.
Hold on, man, bro.
What? That's over 25%, though. I mean, when you look at it like that, 3 and 8 is that out of 11 people, that is over 25%.
Yeah, but there's more than 11. So what's going on with the other guys? You're just
That's
not
what I'm
voting?
saying.
Maybe they're wigs.
Some of them kept their hand down and then left. It's a dangerous thing.
What? What happened? Who's?
They're on.
Everybody's on?
What happened?
Yeah.
No, I have fun.
So what did that guy? He jumped up. What?
Oh, I'm definitely not voting for John McCain. No way. It's ludicrous. We've already lost 4,000 men in this war. We definitely need a change in America. And I think Obama's pretty optimistic. I certainly think he's qualified. Since DL mentioned before about...
Where somebody had some thoughts while that discussion was going on. The hand went up. When the hand goes up, it's going to be a fucking wall. Dude, everybody's got to just be themselves. You know what, dude? Black or white.
Fat Bob Kelly.
You made a point about Obama not being there for votes and voting present as opposed to voting yes or no. A friend of mine made a point about that. A lot of times things go through and you don't want to go against the party, but you don't want to support it either. And that's one of the reasons Obama did have that voting record. At least the guy was there. Most of these motherfuckers aren't even there.
But that's my here's my thing. I think politics do what they do to get. It's like I said earlier. Everybody's filling out. This is the biggest job application. I don't know one motherfucker that tells the truth on that job application. I don't know one. So I don't look at politicians. I judge them and I kind of go, They serve a purpose. They good, but I don't look at them as being agents of change or goodness or what. All they care about is what gets them elected. That's just it.
And gets them to the next gig.
I agree with that shit. I agree. Obama's doing that the same way as everybody else.
I don't have a high sense of self-esteem, of esteem for them. If they're good at their job, but people can say whatever they want about George Bush. And this is the one good thing I'll say about him. I don't even know what I can say, but is that he didn't use slick talk and great rhetoric and lilting rhetoric to get shit done. He bullied people, and he was politically effective. Like he got shit done. It was all the wrong shit, but he wasn't in there talking nice to those people. He's like, motherfucker, you do it, or I'm gonna make it politically hot for you. He got a lot of Democrats they lost their jobs. So I think that he was politically effective, just all the wrong shit. So I don't think you have to be nice. I think that the people are putting politicians in places I don't think they belong. I think they're just, they're not civil rights workers. They're not humanitarians. These motherfuckers are trying to get a library. That's what, and that's why I keep him. I mean, he might be a great dude. He can speak great. I'm gonna vote for him, but don't expect me to suck his dick. I hope he's good at his gig.
Ask if anybody's voting that knows nothing about politics.
What he said.
I don't think anyone's going to fess up to knowing nothing about politics.
That's what I'm saying. There's a bunch. You think there's a couple of guys over here that's just voting because they just vote because that's who they gonna vote for?
There's at least 2 or 3 dummies over there.
And I think that's more people than you fucking realize, man.
Let's go to Stalker Patty. Who are you voting for in the upcoming election?
I think Obama's the only candidate out of the 3 who were out there that's capable of doing the job.
Who's the 3?
Hillary and
she dropped out.
McCain.
Hillary's out.
Yeah. McCain's
Hillary's out.
She just said, "Fuck that! I'm gonna go on my rant."
Oh, she'll just keep talking.
You name people that aren't running.
I think that Hillary.
I think Gary Hart's in trouble. I'm gonna vote for Obama.
I'm gonna say that shit.
And she's still talking.
Patty, I was interjecting humor. Sorry.
Do you know that Hillary's out of it?
Yes, I know that.
So would you say the 3 candidates?
Well, I've been with Obama all along because he's strong enough to handle
No, you
it.
weren't. You badmouthed him because you were for Hillary.
No, I wasn't.
I remember that. You were like, Obama, I wouldn't vote for him. He's too racially motivated. You said all that.
Did I?
No.
Oh, God. You had a doubting her.
I totally made that up.
You Jedi mind tricked her.
But that exactly is who's voting. She had no idea.
Thank you, Jim. That's
perfect
who's
example.
voting.
Perfect example, Patrice.
Can you vote? You're allowed to vote, Patty?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Why not?
That's what the fuck. That's who's voting.
Excuse me.
That's
You're allowed
who's
to vote.
voting.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad Hillary got out because
Strong enough.
the race was taking us. She started to look like Willie Nelson, didn't she? What like the model for the nickel for a little while.
Hillary Clinton?
Gracious.
She looked like Willie Nelson, but less fuckable.
I'm like, baby, go down and take a nap.
I wanted to marry her so I could cheat on her.
But I didn't.
She's not happy with a man unless his dick smells like someone else. Oh, it smells like Mentos. I'll stay with him.
Oh my goodness.
Well.
Any other political commentary? We haven't really gone to the crowd.
Well, ask the big dude right there. The big.
Oh yeah, Bob Kelly.
Dude. This dude right here. Ask this one. I gotta see what this dude say.
What do you got, buddy?
Who are you voting for?
McCain.
Okay, what do you like about McCain?
Other than his wife. Yeah, exactly.
Look at Patrice. Patrice has done nothing but for the past 2 hours and talk about how he's only voting for a black man because he's black.
No,
right? And then he goes,
I'm not
voting
mad
for
at
McCain.
that.
And then he just goes, he's white because he's white.
This is what I mean. White people they're not allowed to just be honest. They have to figure out a way.
Well, give us permission,
I'm
please.
just saying, I vote for dude because he's black. But white people have to go, well, his stance on...
No, that's not true.
Look at this motherfucker trying to make up some shit.
I'm trying to give you an answer here. Don't like the liberals, so I try to go...
That's fair.
Wow. Republican. By liberals, he means the black people.
Of course.
You know what
But I don't give a fuck because let me tell you something. Even if he came up with some magical shit, I still believe in what I believe. So it's nothing. I'm prejudging him, and he's not going to say anything that makes me go, fair enough. You made such a fair point against Obama, and for McCain, and I'm open-minded like that. But
no, you're not.
I am. I'm open-minded in terms of a motherfucker that's logical. You know, if it makes sense, I'm gonna go with it, dude. I believe that he's not voting for Obama because he's black, but he has to figure out some shit that he hasn't even figured out.
Okay, let me ask you something. Honestly, what if, like, I hate conservatives?
Okay.
I do. Armstrong, you gave me an example of Armstrong Williams, or I don't like them. I think that no offense, I like you, but you know, some of my best friends are conservative.
Yeah, I hear you.
but how come I would never extend somebody or deny somebody a right I feel like I have? That's what that whole Don Imus thing was about.
Yes,
to me.
there you go.
If I'm allowed to do it, somebody else should be allowed.
The liberals were the ones who attacked him. The only
Right.
conservatives defended him, like
especially speech. I think black comedians should have been the first people defending anything that had to do with language.
Right, so I don't like conservatives. I don't care if they were black, they were a woman, they were the first midget. I don't give a fuck what they were the first of. I don't like them. Why am I allowed to say I would never vote for them because they're conservative, and he's not allowed to say he never voted for them because they're
DL,
liberal?
I'm gonna tell you why. It is what it fucking is.
Right.
But wait, you're not saying
it's not magic.
Well,
it's double standard.
I agree with you.
And I'm not saying that I give a fuck that he can't. It's just white guilt. See, black people have a little to do with what the fuck y'all do to yourselves. It's some
Likewise.
civil war happening with white people where you make each other feel uncomfortable. We don't even have a say in it. White guilt is the thing that makes him not be able to go, I just don't want to vote for a black guy. We didn't do that shit.
That's not, did you see? I feel so stupid. I was in the same Four Seasons we were at when we were doing in
Washington.
John Zogby was there from the Zogby Reuters poll, and I had lunch with him. It was the day after the Pennsylvania primary. 21%, and he was talking about the exit poll. 21% of the voters there said the race was a problem, that they would rather stay home than vote for Obama. 17% of Catholic voters, there was Catholic voters, said that they would rather they stay home. So that's 38% of that vote. Those are people who said out loud, I ain't vote for this nigga. They
didn't say that out loud. They said it. No, they said it behind something.
Whatever they said it.
But I'm
they
saying
were open about it. They said it.
I can say I'm a vote for Obama or whatever, but when I go, only if they have cameras pointing right at you when you push these buttons and you go, oh yeah, it's Obama, and you go, whoops, not that nigga. They can say what they want to say, but outwardly white people aren't gonna go, I'm not voting for him because he's black. You'll never find
I think
it.
that's parts of the country. Look, the West, they voted for him in big numbers.
White
in the
people,
East.
according to white people, there's no racism.
Well, in the West and the East.
Don't exist.
But not in the middle of the country. You go to
It's there, but I've never met a racist. I've never met one.
Let's ask Roland. Roland, who are you voting for?
M. Night Shyamalan.
Shamalama ding. Yeah.
Bill Richardson, because he's Mexican.
Bruce Springsteen's voting for him.
What's that?
Bruce Springsteen supporting Obama.
Oh, that's cool.
And
that's why.
No, that's really why he's
Great.
voting. Roland's a huge Springsteen fan, so
Oprah
whatever
made a
Bruce
lot of
says,
people vote for him.
Yeah.
Shit,
But there's honesty, Patrice. That's the reason why Roland's voting for Obama.
Still didn't say race, though. We're talking about the honesty of race, though.
There's other things that play into this, too.
He's not white, though.
But Patrice is right again.
white.
I'll give it to you. I hate the whole the guilt thing, and that white people can't just say
The white guilt vote's going to be big.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
right.
yeah. Yeah,
You're
it might
right.
be. A lot of white people just feel guilty and paternalistic. Like,
And they
kinda like
hope
feeling
to
like they're
God
better.
this will end racism. Please let
Yeah,
this
yeah,
end
they really do.
in this inner horror that I have. Please.
One way or another. Either with peace and love or through a race war. One or the other.
I'm at a moral impasse. I can't take it anymore.
But you know what's so funny? Everybody acts like this is the first time in history this has happened. Like this is the most significant moment in modern history. Like, and it's pretty significant for this country. But in South Africa, I think it was pretty significant.
That was a majority.
That
The difference of
Mandela
majority.
was a prisoner and became
Was it the
president.
same democratic process, though?
No, they voted. They voted.
Well, you know what the big thing was?
So anything white was
whole lot of Africans.
Yeah.
And a whole lot of dead white people.
Those were the options. So I think that you gotta put this. I am very part of me is I'm very proud to see something. I always wait for the shit in the game to see what's going on. I'm very proud to see a black man ascending something I never thought I never even thought possible. Even when I did my HBO special, I couldn't think that I couldn't wrap my mind around it. But I'm also realistic. I don't believe, and this is just I think most politicians aren't shit, and I think. But I hold them in low self.
Business as usual.
I absolutely agree.
All business.
I don't think this motherfucker. I think he's a goddamn politician.
Right.
That's what I think he is.
So
anybody who wants to be the president is a fucking sickening, crazy motherfucker anyway. But fuck it.
But don't tell me how they're
you want the black man.
Right. Don't tell me how they're gonna change the world will be warmer and nicer. Your job is to do what the American people want you to do. That's your gig.
Before Doug Williams, all I wanted was Doug Williams. Now I want fucking who's going to make my team win.
You know what I think
before
Obama will do?
I want Doug Williams, man, too.
So would you take Doug Williams over Tom Brady?
Fucks no.
Okay.
Not now. Then I would have. I would have been that, like, fuck that. I want to see this happen.
You know what I think Obama's going to do?
Not now.
Foreign policy, I think he's going to do much better because I think other people in other countries are going to... Remember when Jesse went over to free that in Libya?
Yes.
He got the little hostages free just so the Libyans could go fuck yourself.
Right.
We're giving him to Jesse.
Right. Yes.
I think he's going to do better in foreign policy.
Absolutely.
Because I think the foreign dignitaries are going to know that, like, people are going to be like, motherfucker.
They're going to give him some extra oil to take home in his
just
pocket.
because he's black, right?
Take that with you. Take a couple of barrels just for
the rest
you.
of the country.
And you know what? The people, the economy is really all about, like the global economy is really all about emotion. Like, people hate us right now.
Yeah.
And they want to, like, that ill will is in the zeitgeist. People want us fucked over and broke.
That's the same reason that the Iranian hostages were released. It was a slap at Carter for taking the Shah.
Right.
And when protecting the Shah of Iran after the Islamic Revolution.
Second Reagan got in, the hostages were
they were set free. It was all a slap in the face of Jimmy Carter.
But I think that I just have a problem with people acting like this is Jesus. Like it's I'm like, man, you've never met one great human being who was a politician.
Can you name something bigger in your lifetime than the possibilities of this?
No, I'm not the game. No, the possibility that a black dude gets a great job is what we're talking about. That a black man gets a great job.
It's bigger than that,
greatest
though,
thing
man.
in my life.
There's going to be some the same reason when you first saw Roots, right? You remember how you felt.
Yeah,
when
but that was a historical.
But when this motherfucker gets up on this goddamn podium, and he says white babies are now legal to eat. When he gets up there and you see him getting ready to say, "I am your president," you can't help but something take over, man.
I'm proud of him for doing it. But this is a black dude who's got a job, who hopefully will do a great job.
It's gonna be bigger than that. I hope he make it. Just so I remember this conversation, man. It's gonna be bigger than that deal.
I think that I'll be proud.
It is.
You guys all gonna be puffing cigars.
No, I think there's gonna be a whole lot of
Patrice O'Neill. I'm the head of Exxon. Hello, how are you?
It's gonna be a whole lot of quiet and a whole lot of crying when that motherfucker.
Yeah, but
president.
what does that do?
It's
motherfuckers gonna stop shooting each other.
Maybe, just fucking maybe.
I
just want to. It's just something that you just go, fuck, man. He is the boss, even though it's not going to change shit. I'm not going to be able to walk down and say, "Hey, white woman, take your clothes off," because it's the black president.
Patrice needs so much. You needed something to hope
for. It's not external hope.
You need hope.
Nah,
He's right, though.
I ain't gonna let you. That's a white trick. I'm not gonna let you do it.
Patrice, I don't believe. I believe. I'll be proud of him. Because he's a black man who's been able to accomplish. I was proud of Condoleezza Rice. But let me say this.
Fuck him. I don't give a fuck about him.
Every black man that does something great, I can be proud of. Everyone that does.
He don't care if it was Nipsey fucking Russell.
Fuck him.
Geraldine was the first lady.
I don't go.
I'm with you 100% on what you're saying, except for this one block between what you're saying. What I'm saying is that I want. The symbol part means something to me, man. Because it's going to mean something to the country. It's going to make white people feel a certain way no matter. Just because I'm black, I'm going to feel this certain kind of thing. And just because white people are white and they have this funky fear of, oh, shit, here it comes. white slaves. It's gonna fucking make me feel good.
You're gonna like that.
See
Okay.
the fucking.
All right, listen.
The fictional change.
All right.
That doesn't make me feel like I just.
It does.
It
Me.
don't
I'm
just
sorry,
wants
man.
like spite and you want a
It's
little
not
more
fucking spite,
vindictive.
no.
And,
When
and-
Kobe
it's not
scores 50
spite.
points, I don't go, wow, a black man did it, so by virtue, I did it. I go, well, that's a cool
Well,
thing.
you
let me
would have
do
did it in 1901 if Kobe was the only nigga
I
playing.
would have done this. I'm very, like, I can make it. They compartmentalize for me. I'm very proud that a black man has the possibility of ascending to a place where I had no concept that it could possibly. He was the most shocked when he won Iowa. He was the most shocked motherfucker on stage.
I was too. Everybody was.
I was about to go home and make my vice presidential bumper sticker. I'm proud of that. But I also believe, but the other part of my mind goes, but this is just a dude who frankly made everybody else believe
it's very much
that's all
like the OJ verdict. That's what it is.
Right. You're gonna have
what it is. It's not that we gave a fuck. I'll speak for me. It's not that I gave a fuck whether OJ did it or not. He beat the game that was made up by the people that made up the game, and he fucking got off when that's what was happening all these years. That's how slow it was for me.
But I felt like he did it.
He's about to be the fucking president. He's about to be the president with the fucking game that you created. And when I say
where
you,
was I, huh? I don't know.
you know,
Probably in high school. Show.
I meant to say you people. He's playing the game that he's supposed to play.
Yeah, but
I just want to see it happen.
I like that he. I like that he beat the game.
And they hate this motherfucker.
I like that he did. But
they
if they
giving
hate him
Hillary.
enough,
They was giving Hillary shit. But this crazy nigga preacher, go with it. She's too dumb.
But who hates Obama? He gets great coverage. People love Barack. They hate Hillary.
Yeah.
They love Barack.
The media was feeding.
Oh no, you can't say that. You can't say that.
No, not at all.
Jeremiah, are you serious?
Sound bites like that?
Just to help her out?
Sound bites
Hey, Hillary,
like that?
the nigga
Come
can't
on.
bowl now.
They just liked both of them banging heads together.
Let me tell you something. No
Sound
matter
bites
what
like
you
that, they
think,
couldn't
Patrice,
resist.
no matter what you think, this is the truth. If enough white people don't vote for him, he ain't gonna be president. So if there is that animus, if that animus, so they got to buy into what you're saying. I don't care if it's white guilt. I don't care if it's people believe
we got
him
to start
or not.
killing white
they
folk.
Have to.
He won Iowa. He won Vermont.
Right.
These are not hotbeds
They
of
have
black
to
activity.
give him. They have to say we believe, and for whatever reason you have to do it. I think for me, I'm going to be proud of a black man, like I said, doing something but I just don't have, and I can't do it.
Anything that white people do when it comes to Obama, whether it's vote for him or vote against him, I'm questioning it.
Yeah.
Until he's president and it's all over and I can go, there was one, and now I can listen to a white person that goes, I'm going to vote for him because I think he's the best. And then I'll just go, God, fuck you, you white guilt motherfucker. I have no regard for what white people say in terms of the president right now, the
fucked
black
up
president.
so bad that's the reason so many white people will vote for Obama. Is because Bush fucked up so bad.
That's right.
That
That's
they turned their back on the party, on anyone that looks like Bush, anyone that acts like Bush.
That's 25%, but you're 25%.
I'm talking to 25% right now. He is big enough to be 25%. And I'm talking to a quarter of motherfuckers. All that shit you talking, you think that he's thinking all
there
that
are
shit?
some staunch party liners that ain't gonna fucking vote anything close to a liberal. I wouldn't vote anything close to a liberal. I fucking like my guns.
Am I a liberal?
Love my guns. No, I don't. You're more independent than anybody.
So I can have a gun and a hooker and weed.
Right.
Then I'll vote for that motherfucker. If I can have, I just love.
If you have a gun, you don't need a hooker.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, swim walk. Swim walk, come on. I want to go back
damn.
to Stalker Patty because she's going to vote for Obama. I want to know, Stalker Patty, what does Obama believe in? You're actually voting. What do you like about Obama?
Yeah, what's his platform that you...
That he wears platform.
That he wears, that's what we're going to see. Like, dressed for the inauguration like fucking Huggy Bear.
Platform, he wears platform.
What is it about? Because you've said many times that you have a lot of racial animosity against black people. Like, what is it about? It's okay. You said that many times. What is it about Obama that you like politically?
Yeah.
Politically?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he seems like he's more flexible. I think he's going to be able to do the job.
That was very, very specific.
Wow. Flexible. That's good.
Yes.
That's pretty
He practices yoga.
Politics
Yeah,
and
but
stuff like
If you
that.
ask the average American why they're voting for somebody, you would get answers just
Yes,
like
Patrice
That's
is
what I
right.
was
Yeah,
fucking
that's
saying.
exactly what Patrice said.
But also black people, same thing.
Yeah.
Anyone
Yeah.
who's voting, this is the type of answer you
Well, you know,
get.
she doesn't know
no
she-
one really knows what
Right.
these people
Thank God for the
stand
fucking.
for.
That's why I say what I say. They fucking
I know.
they bullshitting to get a job.
That's why I can't be bothered. I don't give a shit.
Well, here's what gave her
I
away.
don't give
She
a
said,
shit.
and stuff like that. Never the sign of a fucking smart.
Thank God for the Electoral College. That's why, because the motherfuckers like her, they didn't trust motherfuckers like her.
Well, Patty, I don't want to.
So you're not gonna vote for Obama?
Strong enough.
No.
What's
You're
that?
not?
No.
You're gonna vote
Seems
for
to me
McCain?
like he could handle the
Wow.
pressure.
And McCain is not strong.
I don't
He's
want.
had
And
5
I
years
don't
in the
want
POW
to.
camp.
But I'd rather lean right than left.
There's a great discussion going on both
Patty is
places,
saying that she
unfortunately.
thinks that you think McCain is not as strong as Obama.
No,
No,
what
I
did you
don't
say,
think he's-
Patty? Because we were talking over you. Seriously, back up. You think he can handle the pressure?
Yeah, I think he can.
And Jimmy goes, and McCain can after what he's been
Yeah, he
through in
was
the war?
upside down by his shoulders for 5 years by men with tiny genitals.
He's also he's like 72 years old and has all these health issues and everything. He might stop in the middle of the 4 years and have the vice president take over. I don't know if he's going to
Wouldn't
be
be a
healthy
horrible
enough.
thing that.
But anytime if your birthday got
There's a lot of-
19 anything, that you should be president.
19-0.
So you're not,
shit, I'm
you're
almost
not
dead.
going to vote for. You would never vote for Obama.
No, and you know something? And I'd be honest, like Patrice doesn't think I'd be. I don't like his politics. I don't like that he's too fucking liberal for me.
And I don't like McCain. But
yeah, I don't like McCain either. He's a little too
But I would
far
never vote for
right
somebody I
leaning.
didn't like.
So who's left?
That's what I'm saying. You
Fucking
take
left.
it,
I'd
you take
love
it
to
for
see
the
But I
party
see the
line.
point he's getting ready to make.
You taking the
You're
party
gonna
line.
vote just because you have to vote for that
For the
dude.
party. I would never if I don't like politicians, but I like enough of what Obama says that I could vote for him. I would never vote for somebody I didn't like.
He's making sure that
I wouldn't do it.
Obama is the more of two evils for Anthony. He's
Right.
making sure by his
No,
vote
but he said
going
he doesn't
against
like
Obama.
I'm picking the lesser
he
of
just,
the two
He
evils.
just makes sure that he's gonna help Obama not be president, as opposed to helping McCain be the president.
Yeah,
he's
but
just
I would-
trying to make sure Obama.
He's
words in my
saying the same thing you're saying, though.
Right.
Basically, you
Exactly.
saying you voting the black
I'm
party.
just voting for the white guy. I'm just voting for the white guy.
Hold on.
I'm saying if I didn't believe enough in him,
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it.
More importantly, I got to ask, how nervous are you getting, Anthony? Because DL is getting closer and closer to you.
Oh, and I'm moving over this way.
DL Hughley.
Oh, you vote for Obama, motherfucker.
That's right. Just like your neighborhood in January, February.
It's a visual, but DL Hughley started his appearance way the fuck over here.
Creeping over.
And you know, and we
Anthony's
Oh,
almost
that's
behind
funny.
the equipment
and we
at this
believe
point.
almost the same thing. Like
Yeah.
you believe. I mean, literally, you believe. I believe a man should have a right to carry guns. I believe that the woman should have the right to have an abortion.
Yeah.
I don't believe that the government is. I believe government's too big. I don't believe that they should be the end all. I think that they should be less out of. They should be out of business's business and less in our business. I think that I just.
We're
so
more
we-
libertarian. We're more libertarian than either
Right,
Democrat
but
or
I
Republican.
would never vote for a dude like Patrice was saying. I couldn't if I didn't like Obama enough. I couldn't do it. I think he's a politician. I think they're all full of shit. I don't put him up on a shelf
Yeah.
and go, "Ooh, I'm gonna worship," and a glow comes by. I don't do all that shit. I go, "He's a tool. He's a functional dude who's supposed to do a job." If I vote for him because I think he's capable of doing the job.
Yeah.
You are saying you're voting the party line.
No, I'm voting for McCain because more of his ideas that he has are more.
Okay, that's
he
fair.
has more than Obama has. I have more in common with what he believes in than Obama
We
believes
have
in.
more in common with Obama than
No,
him.
no.
Because I have
McCain.
literally nothing in common with
I mean,
Obama.
ideology as far as his politics goes, which is probably a bunch of bullshit anyway. They just say the shit to get into office.
Well, I have
but-
a black wife and 3 black kids. So, well, he has 2. But I have 3.
yeah,
I
so
was
that's
not- I've
about
never
what
been
in
to
common you have.
Kansas.
I've never been tortured, so I guess I don't have much.
Not
in
even
common.
today, huh?
Sure, you have. You were married for 9 years.
Okay, that's true.
Hey, some good instant feedback coming in. Blue Healer from Kentucky writes, I thought today was Friday the 13th, not Black Friday.
I told you.
And then Rich B from Iowa, he goes, Opie, you saved a man's life yesterday. You had time to run down to Iowa and save 40 Boy Scouts' lives by performing first aid. Then still had time to come back and solve race relations and set the Obama presidency. Does Anthony and Jimmy do anything? Well, I'm booked for Hannity and Combs after my my viewpoints from today. So.
Oh, really?
Yes, I got that going for me.
All right.
Well,
have fun on that. Talk to Combs.
Good old Combs.
Does he talk? Does he get to say 2 fucking words on that show?
Really.
Yeah, but they pick, and I like Combs, but that's the weirdest. Is he a burn victim or something?
What the fuck's going on?
What the fuck happened to him? I'm like, it looks like a Muppet or something. Like somebody got their hand. Like, he like, if you're like, and I like him.
He looks like a burned Billie Jean King.
What happened to you?
Oh, the poor guy.
Shit. And he's a nice guy, but you go, are you animated?
Not
like
really
that
the puppet.
like that Gary Bauer, that conservative dude. That motherfucker looked like he just broke off Lord of the Rings, don't he? I'm like, God. And he can't even tall enough to ride another Six Flags, so he can't be my leader.
That is Hannity's show all the way.
Yeah.
It's just like,
he just needs a whipping boy.
Yep.
In other news, we got a space shuttle in trouble.
What happened?
Something bumped it in space, and they're trying to figure out.
It's a piece of the brake rudder.
Fell off?
They speculated it's a piece of one of the brake rudders. I kind of predicted that would happen.
I thought a space shuttle need brakes.
Well, when they're coming in, they have to probably slow down, and typically NASA will get their brake rudders cheap because they try to save money.
So they got a
Nothing on
minus.
that one? All right.
That's what NASA will always do. That.
You know what's
Trying to
funny? The
save money.
space shuttles are from the 1980s.
Yeah.
They're from the 1980s, so they just refurbished them and put them back out. You wouldn't drive a fucking car from the 1980s
I know.
to New Jersey.
I won't even fly Air Tran because they're old value jet planes.
Right.
Yeah.
So why do you think? And,
These guys are going up into space in the ancient machines.
Fuck them.
It's fucking. The brakes fell off.
I thought it was funny that the toilet broke. How great is that? Fucking you're trying to colonize the universe, and there's logs floating all over the fucking control room.
It's not like the movies, is it?
Looks like you died and went to Snicker bar heaven.
Oh shit!
That space shuttle's old.
Shit joke.
We've invented a lot of stuff since that space
I gotta
shuttle.
go.
That was the first
I gotta
time.
play in the
What,
Yeah,
Jimmy?
You guys
What
continue.
happened?
I gotta catch a flight.
What?
On Friday the
What's your
13th.
flight? Who? What?
2 o'clock. I
You're
think.
being
We
waved.
fly.
Bonnaroo. Hey,
You know what's
Kenny.
funny about the space shuttle?
Kenny.
It's like they're like astronauts used to go to space and do cool shit. They used to say one giant step for man, one small step for mankind, all that type of shit. Now they just go, ooh, I hope I don't blow up. I'm not ready to have an elementary school named after me. Hey man, good stuff, Noah.
Jimmy Norton, have fun.
Hold on. Why is Kenny? What are you doing, Kenny? Taking Jimmy away from us this early?
he didn't.
Jimmy has business to attend to.
Wow,
That Jersey thing. What thing?
Yeah.
Kenny?
Yeah, he's got a piece of work to do.
Yes, and Kenny's going to explain why he's dressed like one of the fucking teenagers from the Wanderers. Fucking awful T-shirt underneath the sky blue.
These are my flying clothes.
It's his casual wear.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll go now. Even it
Now
out.
you guys got time.
Patrice, you're here
Even
by
it
yourself.
No, we're wrapping up anyway, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a
Get the
Friday.
fuck
We want
out.
to get the fuck out of here.
I'm sorry.
I think we made a lot of headway here today.
Sure.
I agree with Patrice more than a lot of people think. I do. We have the same. We have the same fucking ideas.
What do you agree on? That it's sunny today?
Yeah.
There's just one small thing, the color thing.
Right. We're
Fucks
on
everything
exact
up.
opposite ends of the
past that.
spectrum.
We agree how fucked up people are, but
Right.
it happens to be that you're a white guy and I'm a black guy, and that's what it all comes down to.
That's what it boils down to. But
we
society
agree.
puts that on us, Patrice. I don't see you like that. When you come in here, I see Patrice O'Neill come in here, a friend that I know I could have
agree
in-depth
with that.
discussions with and shit.
Yeah.
I don't, it's not like, oh boy, here comes one of those people.
But you can have, because you can have the kind of conversation that a white guy would just want to have without me. I'm just one of those motherfuckers that, like we went through it. I just believe in what I believe in, and I'm not super black on some things, and then I'm so like this, like the Obama situation. I don't even know what people's stance are. But I think he should tell his wife to shut the fuck up. Like the way I feel, it's like
she's a loose
It's
cannon.
like, bitch, shut the fuck up, you bad. Don't talk. when motherfuckers is interviewing me.
She runs the house.
Go in the back and cook.
You could tell.
Do some shit.
But you could tell she
For
runs.
real.
She runs the house when he's not doing his political
Man,
thing.
fuck that. You can't be the president and it looks like your wife is running
He
shit.
does look like one of those little skinny guys, though, that the wife really fucking puts in his place when they're not out.
Even though, again, like I said, I have a degree in white people.
Yeah, you do.
White people love honey child black bitches. They love a black woman that's like, well, let me tell you, I run the country, y'all. They be like, yay.
We like in the movie when it's played by Queen Latifah.
They want their black men. This might be a fucking smart ploy by him because they want their black men very soft and their black women very hard.
Mm-hmm.
So you think he's very soft?
It's when she's around.
Well, I ain't gonna lie.
He
The only reason I'm
does.
talking shit because my wife ain't
He
here.
changes.
I know it. Patrice is going to
He
say.
changes when she's
when
around.
she's around.
When she's around.
yeah.
He
kind of.
shit. I don't.
He gets a little
Body
nervous.
language
Man, let me tell you
changes.
something.
He gets nervous when she's around.
I can relate. My wife got an argument with me the other day because we changed our life insurance policy, and I got a big one on me and nothing on her. She said, well, "What'll happen to you guys if something happened to me? We'll be sad, but that's pretty much it."
That's it.
I mean, that's it.
I'm
Ain't
the
nobody gonna have to
important
start
motherfucker
eating
here.
SpaghettiOs around here because you ain't here. I'd wait the mandatory 3 months and then to be a new young bitch in this motherfucker who signed the prenuptial and hope she fits your clothes.
The
That's what happened.
3 month. I gotta be sad that this bitch is dead.
Oh shit! I mean, really. I mean, and so, but if I said that, like, she gets mad because the bank calls me when she writes a check. I'm like, right. Because if we break up, I'm gonna still be doing business with them. That's the fucking deal.
The trickle down theory.
Look, if something happened to me, you guys would move to Section 8 housing.
I am more important than you. They don't get it.
Right, yeah, that's it.
I'm
That's
running
it.
for the
But I
president.
would
What
never
are you
say that
running for?
I could see how he feels because somebody's gonna tell her I said that, and in about we'll put my phone right here, and in about 10 minutes, what was I'm not important to me, but not to the bank. Like, I love you, but watching the music
And really not and really not that important to me. That's what you really want to say.
No, I don't want to say that.
Not on the air anyway.
Oh, shit. Fuck you, Patrice. I love my baby.
Oh my God.
Fuck you.
Holy
you think Michelle Obama's a motherfucker? Wait till you see my wife. Fuck you. I'm a writer, but I don't.
You've been with her since
25
BET
years.
days, right?
Wow.
Before that.
25 years.
Wow. And I actually love her. And I'm actually, now my mistress don't, I mean, I am.
Let me ask you a question, man. I don't even know. We've never had really, like, it's a very personal question I'm about to ask you.
Sure.
Have y'all ever busted out a 3?
Not with her. No.
I mean, with her.
No, because there's certain shit you can't do with me and then cook my kids oatmeal. Like this. I'm gonna give mama a kiss. You should wait, son.
No menage. Never a menage. Never a menage with 25. Have you ever had a crisis though in the marriage in terms of your budding fucking?
Yeah, absolutely.
King of comediness.
I've had bitches calling the house. Yeah, all that shit. Oh yeah, I've had that.
Fair enough.
But my thing is this: a successful relationship is based on a woman's ability to tolerate bullshit. Every woman who's in a relationship for a long time has had to put up with a certain level of bullshit.
But see, the bullshit is this. You got the thing with the kids.
Yeah.
Like where you go, hey, she's not gonna. But let's be honest.
Right.
You could do a 3 with her, and she could still make oatmeal.
No. I just that's when. Here's the thing. I've never. It's certain shit that I want my wife to do. And there's certain shit that I do with other people to take pressure off her. Because she's not double jointed and she can't keep a secret. So those things, it's just me. I just would rather have my mistress do a threesome than my. Why am I? Is this mic on?
Really?
No. I just like I like this shit. My wife is my wife and she's a wonderful woman and I dig her.
This motherfucker.
Attracted to her, but
he's cheating right now. Like in the room. Like this. I love her. I've never even heard no shit like that.
I do.
I tickle her and I blow those noisy stomach bubbles. Will you stop, DL?
My thing is that I just if like I could come out and say like if like I just like other women. I just do.
So it's an understanding.
No, it ain't not. No, the motherfucking understanding is she can't catch me. That's the fucking understanding. I got the same understanding you got, motherfucker. That's the one.
Well, the understanding. I've been lucky enough. My girl's been good enough to me to we do that.
You can. Let me tell you something, man. Viagra is not for your girlfriend. It's for your wife. That's what Viagra for. You know, the little blue
but
pill.
That's what. But see,
not for the bitch.
Nah, but listen, hey DL, when we do that, I love her more. That she let me do that without having to do anything sneaky. We do a threesome, and that's Viagra. I love her for being such a soldier. I don't want. Because you only want to fuck another bitch once in a while. You don't want to fuck a bitch all the time.
I do.
I'm telling you.
That's so fucked up. Let me tell you this.
If you do a threesome with your wife, you will see that it will change how you think.
It certainly does. My wife went right out the fucking door.
This is how much I love my wife. This is what happened. About 17 years ago, I had another baby on the side.
Okay.
And it was real, and I got caught and told her about it and everything. You know what my wife said to me? Why wouldn't you tell me and we would have dealt with it together? And when she said that, I went, hey, man, how could her first concern was why didn't you tell me and I would have dealt with it with you. So we saw the bride who I had the baby with in the airport, and she thought she was going to be able to come up to my wife, and she said, I already, and the baby, got passed on and all that. My wife said to the woman, I already know what happened. Because the girl was walking up like she's going to tell all my business. My wife said to her, I already know what happened. I feel your pain, and I love my husband. And left.
She's a soldier. Your wife's a soldier.
Fuck all that. I got to stay with you.
Yes, she's a soldier.
I can't.
You're loyal. But see,
I love her. I'm not loyal.
No, you're loyal.
If I was loyal, I wouldn't be fucking around.
Love
her. Wow.
You're loyal. Wait, you're loyal to her love. You might not be. It's semantics, but you're loyal to how you feel and that she's in your life and she got your back.
No,
but you're
Patrice,
loyal to her.
I am in love with my wife. My dick just needs company. That's really all. I don't
know what this motherfucker's saying right now. Like, are you saying
I love my wife.
You get side pussy, no problem.
Right. I mean, it's a problem.
Fucking fair enough.
How far does this motherfucker go?
It's like a walkie-talkie. It's nothing. Doesn't even reach the end of the block.
I respect that.
Yeah, but
because that's like a threesome without the three.
Why are you admitting that, though?
Why am I admitting? Because it's what I mean, this is honest.
Does she know that?
Of course, she knows who I am. Okay. Now, I would never. No, here's the thing.
We saying the same thing. I wasn't sure what he was saying, but I wasn't saying it's his happiness.
I would never say to her, like, I would never leave for another woman. I would never hang out. I would never, that's never going to happen. I just dig broads. And I dig them. Like, not even, they're wonderful. They are, man. And they say this.
And let me tell you what happened. There was a crisis where this conversation happened, and there was a choice. She leave or she figure out a way to make this work and stay. Mm-hmm. And that's why she's a trooper. She figured out a way to make this happen. It's just like the threesome. Some motherfuckers is like, fuck that. How you do that? I did the 3. He made the same kind of thing happen where it's like, look, this kind of got to happen. And she said,
it's like a trip slip. I'm going to, but I hate that about myself. I wish that I could just.
Will you shut the fuck up, D.O.?
I really do.
Will you just stop?
Patrice, I do hate that about myself. I don't go, this is a
I don't believe
thing.
you. This is just like white people vote for Obama now.
Do you think I go, I don't want to be fucked up like that.
But you hate the instincts of a man. That's what you hate.
I do hate the instincts.
I wish to God that I didn't look at other girls. I wish I could just go, I love my girl. And that means that I don't look at no more ass and nothing else. I wish that was the case.
Right.
Which is the case for them. I mean, I would never fuck me if I was my girl. I don't get it. God
so you
bless
wouldn't,
her.
you wouldn't, like, I just believe monogamy is just a concept. Like, no, I don't understand.
Oh, this nigga, he just Joel Osteen his wife. He's magical on this one. I respect what this is. You're not
don't.
sharing your theories. You're just saying what's going on.
I don't
But you
understand.
convinced.
But DL, why is she okay with it?
She's not, I mean,
Because he's DL.
I'm
Say it
talking-
again. Hey, DL.
I'm talking
And add
a lot
Hewley.
of shit.
Hey, DL
I'm
Hewley.
talking
Why
a
is she
lot of
comfortable
shit.
with this?
I'm talking a lot of shit.
But is that it, or is there something else? That's
I'm
what I'm
talking a
asking.
lot of shit.
That seems like the obvious answer, but maybe there is something
I'm
else
talking
here.
a lot of shit. I would never, and I don't walk around. I'm fucking bribes. I don't everywhere I go. Some of this is I'm putting on. I'm just telling you my most, like, and she knows I'm going to say the most humans. I always try to tell the truth as to.
You in all the and people don't understand in all this what you're saying. What he's saying is he will not disrespect his wife.
Right.
No matter what's going on, she wins.
Right.
That's what I try to tell my girl.
Right.
You the general. The general comes with. You are a 2-star general. I run the whole military force.
Right.
But you are high level. These bitches can't win.
Patrice, we've had your girl on the show. Like I think it was with the Russian Playboy.
She was on the
broad.
phone. She was on the phone.
And you talk a cocky game, but man, you back down when your girl was on the phone.
And
that
I would
day.
be doing too.
you
That's fucking
stop?
crazy. You were though.
Please find that tape. I didn't back down at all. Because there's no back down. Matter of fact, that was
I'm
day.
gonna find the tape for the next
That was
time.
the day. Because if you ask her, if she calls,
She definitely has a bit more power in the relationship than you give her credit for.
Our relationship was on the way out that day.
Whoa.
Because she commented on shit that was going on in this world. Well, I didn't like the way you said.
Yeah, my wife does that.
And I'm like, this is more important than you. Like, this is how I fucking, I'm dead ass. This is more important. I just bought her 10 pair of shoes because of comments about Dr. motherfucking what's her name.
Yeah.
So shut the fuck up. That was the day, because I could deal with a lot of arguments. I try to walk her through shit where she gets womany, where they have to be walked through. But she fucking was saying, I didn't like what you said that day on the radio. And I said, this is where it can go bad for us. Because I can't have me have any editing system in here thinking that it's going to fuck with your head.
Right.
You have to be better than that. If you can't be better than that, then I have to go. I have to be by myself. That was that day.
If you have a filter like my wife, that's the thing. I got to be able to get on stage and say how I feel. Like the shit that happens, she'll say, "Please don't talk about this," and I go, here's what
maybe I won't.
Make you. I'll make you a promise that I won't be glib when I do it. Like I'm not gonna just be. It ain't gonna just be fucked up, and I'm just gonna. But it's a shared experience. I had it, you had it, so we're gonna talk about it. But to me, the whole thing about this is, people only dig me because of what I do for a living. I get it. But these are bitches I would have never got the fuck. So I'm like, my mother always said, share your toys. So I understand.
Oh, he pulled this
saying,
one off. I pulled off threesomes, and this nigga pulled off, actually, I have other women.
No.
Which is what I want to pull off, but I want to pull off a family. I want to do it Utah style. That's my shit. I want a house full of bitches just walking around, and I'm daddy.
Hey, we didn't even get to talk to Red today, man. He's one of my faves right
Red.
there.
He is.
Red,
He knows.
Red, you enjoying the show today or what? Thumbs up. You got anything to say
Red
or
was
add to this?
an original Ultimate War. I'm a
Gladiator.
Gladiator,
Gladiator.
man. An original.
We make him wear his uniform sometimes. Red, you got a uniform on there?
Red, get in here for a
It's
second.
Saber.
What?
Get in here, Saber.
Remember Red?
And I want some respect for Red. He's one of the original American gladiators
One of the
right
original
there.
dudes, man.
Saber.
And now,
Was he Saber?
He's Saber.
You were Saber?
Yes, sir.
Saber.
Saber in the house.
And you know they have repeats of that on Classic too.
Yes, sir.
Like,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Why aren't you in
Red,
there?
don't I try to be a good dude? Am I a good dude?
He is a trip.
Now I know what Club Soda Kenny would look like if he was black. We got the black Club Soda Kenny now.
I had something to say earlier when he was talking about Jackie Robinson being the first and vote for the black dude just because he's the black dude. The reason why he was the first and he wasn't the best is because they had to have the guy with the right temperament. Or at least they felt he had to have the right temperament. But what you were saying was vote for him just because he's black, which means that Satchel Paige or Josh or anybody could have been the first.
No,
I didn't
finish that whole thing because it was like heated at the moment. But I'm saying that
But we on to bitches now.
But on the bitches, I ain't had drama like both of y'all, so I'm gonna bow out on the bitches.
I want to jump in because I learned something today about the whole Jackie Robinson thing.
Yes, sir.
I think if Jackie Robinson was like Flavor Flav, oh boy. Man. So it had to be the right black guy.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying about Obama. I just think he's the guy. Even if he's not the right guy, he's the guy that
But you
can
said
do it.
you vote for Armstrong Williams over Johnson. You said
I have hope. It's making me believe.
Oh, no, not back to
I
the
just have hope.
politics. We almost got out.
Oh, no, we're back to pussy. I can switch right back up. But
the same thing. Somebody get fucked in either case.
I just want to make sure Red was having a good time today.
The question is, would you fuck Michelle Obama or McCain?
Now that gets you fired, won't it? Like, I mean, you can't
say that.
I don't.
That's a hypothetical situation. Who's hotter?
He remembers
come on, what the fuck? Okay,
fucking D.L. Hughley remembers homeless Charlie. Thank you, D.L.
But you feel the difference between that and other things.
Okay, say, would you fuck a girl that looked exactly like Michelle Obama or exactly like McCain's wife? There, that gets us out of it.
I have to say, exactly like McCain's wife.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
On this one.
Mm-hmm.
Michelle Obama looks like one of those people from the circus, the stilt people from the circus.
Wow.
She has no torso and all legs up to her neck.
I think she looks like
bothers me.
She looks like Earl in drag. She definitely looks like Earl from
I'm
Ron
dead
Feather's
ass, man.
show.
I'm sorry. I would love to just take that.
I don't
but
like either one of the bras. Either one of them. Neither one of them are cute to me. Like whose wife I wouldn't. I want to get into that.
Fuck the wife thing. Just them. Period. What they look like.
DL wants to talk about the daughters of the president.
That's pretty nice.
And DL, what's your weakness, man? What physically? What's your woman weakness?
Affinity?
Yes.
What I really love?
What can't you fight? If your wife was standing there,
yes. That's my weakness. You will.
What is the one you can't? Who you can't? Like if remember that 22-year-old Brazilian,
heaven?
The 22-year-old clean Brazilian girl that pulled her little drawers down.
Yep.
It would be very difficult for me to say no. It would be very difficult for me to go, I can't. No, I wouldn't. She was just.
That's your.
It's just she was 22. She just looked brand fucking new. Like the silicone pack was still in the pussy.
Right out of the box.
You know, I got a daughter 22, so I never. Every time I see.
You got a daughter 22?
She's 21, so I can't do it.
How old are you, man?
Wow. 44. So I'm 44.
You don't look.
So I can't do it. But I tell you, my idea of heaven. If you created heaven for me, it would be 2 Puerto Rican women and all the weed I could smoke. That would be that's heaven to me. Because I think that I went to Puerto Rico for the first time in my life. Everybody there, I wanted to fuck. Every single woman.
Anybody in Hollywood that you can name that you go, oh my God, you'd get next to her. Like, have you ever had a moment with any celebrity woman that you was like, oh,
Dakota Fanning.
You motherfucker! I mean,
a real like a bride who where I go, I would try to fuck her in front of my family.
Like, just she was like, oh shit, and y'all was, and she's like, I'm a big fan. Like, you was like, because I still get a little starstruck when somebody know me. Like, I did, not to move on from women, but I know Mos Def saw me in the airport. He was like, yo, P. I said, excuse me? What? And he was like, yo, what's happening? Patrice, he talking to me. And I'm just sitting there going, and he called me P. And I'm like, what do I call this? Like, Mr. Most? Hey, MD. Like, does this motherfucker know me like that? Yeah. So it was weird. Like, so has anybody, like, girl that goes, oh my dear, I just want to, and she's not only pretty, but she's a celebrity.
This
and you're like,
Tuesday,
God damn.
And I'm not going to say who it was, but I was doing press on Tuesday. And I go, and it was a show in L.A., and it's national. And I go in, and she goes, I love you, and I think you're so handsome. I said, you do? And then she said, and I've always
like a starstruck you do, like a amaze you do.
She was just remember I read, you know what I'm talking about? The girl was gorgeous. The one when I did press, she was gorgeous, and I was like, wow. She's like, and I just like to say hi to you. We could talk.
What level celebrity?
I ain't gonna say, but
what level? Come on, man. Is she A? Is she B?
If you saw her, you go, what?
Is she A or B?
I'm not saying it.
Look at him shuffling papers.
No.
I'm getting nervous.
I'm not doing
Is it Kelly Washington? Is it a black girl that guest stars in white people movies, or is it the star of
She's
black
a black
people
girl
movies?
that you would go, wow. And I went, wow, that's pretty nice that you would do. No, I'm not telling you, motherfucker.
A or B,
Look,
man.
I was pretty honest all day.
It's obvious. It's Oprah Winfrey.
Which I think for the nostalgia.
Yeah.
For the nostalgia. If Oprah was like, come on, baby, you know, just lick it or something, I don't know if I could. I'd be like, I might starstruck eat Oprah's pussy.
Starstruck eat her pussy.
I think I might fucking groupie eat Oprah's pussy.
Just for the story.
I think I just might.
All right.
And look at him say, he said pump some life into it. Wow.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
I got starstruck with a traffic girl.
Well, you know what? I'm sure my phone, look at Red, my phone is ringing, so I'm pretty sure I'll be moving to New York.
Oh, shit. Red, is his phone ringing? It's ringing, right? Yeah. He's like, yeah. That was a real
damn.
yes.
It's radio.
He came on.
Radio, baby.
It's radio.
Yeah, I'm
It's
just
just radio.
Radio's a strange thing, man. It really fucks you up, man, because it's just like I say a lot of things that I go, I should apologize to my girl for even saying that, but it just has come out like that.
Yeah.
You go,
It's radio.
Well, lucky I can't apologize for how I fucking feel. I can't.
Listen,
Well, I can't do it in front of you guys. Because believe me, when I'm in the elevator, it's going to be some apologizing. Fuck you, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck what you think. Let me text an apology right now. I'm sure. Well, you know, she's
let me start with the text apology. See what that
I'm
does.
not bullshitting.
What's your wife look like? She's
beautiful.
No, not look like, but she all black.
She's all black.
She's all black.
Oh, yeah,
mix,
yeah.
no mix.
Neck and mouth and everything.
Neck and mouth.
She's black.
This is a true story. I was hosting the Critics' Choice Awards, right? So in front of the camera, I was talking, and I go. My wife started talking, and I'm like, ain't nobody talking. You be quiet. But I was fucking around. And she went, don't tell me to shut up. And I went, so now we Bobby and Whitney right here. You know what I'm saying? That's but she's a lover. She's a great woman.
But she does know when to shut. She would, now, if he was running for president, would she beat Michelle Obama?
She
would shut the fuck up, right?
Yeah,
that's the thing. If your girl respects you, that's a good thing. That's good.
Yeah, Michelle speaks a bit.
Oh, she just talks too goddamn much.
Excuse me, y'all.
Oh,
I got to get the fuck out of here.
see, the phone is ringing.
Go looking for some apartments.
Oh shit! Let's give DL the big out here. DL Hughley is at Caroline's tonight. We love when he stops by.
Check him out. Very funny.
212-757-4100. And the BET Awards, June 28th at 8 p.m. Right? Caroline's all weekend long.
Absolutely. I'm going to need all that for legal fees.
Look at him. He's texting.
Oh, fuck.
Look at these.
I won't see y'all later.
DL Hughley.
Take it easy,
right
man.
on.
Thank you. God damn.
I want to thank DL and Patrice for doing the Opie and Anthony show today.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
great.
doing the Opie and Anthony show today.
I chimed in a couple of times.
It was some white help. It absolutely was. Yes, sir.
They needed Whitey in there.
Yeah, we needed white people.
little Whitey in there.
It was a nice.
was right in there.
It was a delicious turkey sandwich today.
It really was.
With rye bread and a little slice, smoked turkey here. It was delicious.
Hey, the dude with the when are you going to give us our gifts? Jesus, we've been waiting for 2 hours.
You want me to bring them over?
Yeah, sure. Remember, this is how it all started 2 hours ago.
Oh God, gifts.
This is Slaughterhouse Guy from the Animation Festival.
What are you going to give us, an XM radio?
Like booze.
Oh shit! Real gifts.
Box of wine.
Is it good wine?
Whoa, well, let me see. Well,
Is it from the
candy bottle?
The Nicolini Vineyards?
It's from the North Fork of Long Island. It's a
Is that
Merlot from Long Island. Long Island makes some good wine. Yes,
a couple books, Catch 22.
Indeed.
Oh, very nice.
And a
Thank you.
Chianti Ruffino. Very good.
I get knowledge, and Ant gets more alcoholism.
This is for.
Is there any way I can
See here.
For Jimmy?
For me and Jilly.
Yes. We'll make sure Jimmy gets that. What's your name, sir?
Chuck.
Chuck, you got a plug
Thank
today?
you, Chuck.
Chuck came in second place in the Animation Festival for that Slaughterhouse video, which
Giving
was
us
really,
prizes.
really good.
If anybody has a really good animation
I can't
job
believe
that pays
Wesley
well.
Snipes didn't come in.
The guy's in the middle of his plug.
I was just thinking about Wesley Snipes, man. That's
All right,
all.
hold on. What
That was a
were you
good one.
saying?
If anybody has a really good animation job that pays a lot,
How do they find you?
Well, my email is at the end of the animation, or my website, charlessteidle.com.
How do you spell it?
Steidle.
All right, very good.
I'm
man.
sorry. I was
You never
gonna-
know.
Not only where do they find you, where do they find your self-esteem? How do they? Does it have a? Does your self-esteem have a website? Give it. I'm sorry. Just say you want to.
We're gonna have to animate us.
Animated self-esteem. Come on, motherfuckers. He made.
All right, thank you, bro. And it was an
I'm fucking
amazing
with you,
animation.
gorgeous.
You can find it up on YouTube and other joints. You want to do some runner-up lines of the day? Brought to you by CardScan. Get all your contacts organized in just a few seconds. Check out the device that nobody should be without at cardscan.com/radio uno, also known as Radio 1. Here's a runner-up line of the day.
I don't care where you're going to go.
All right, where I'm going to go is your friends are not in L.A.
I didn't have friends here. Gullip wasn't in L.A. I can
Ew, Gullip?
Who's
that? What?
Now you're going to tell me who's my friend.
I don't even. You're naming guys who was in the first comedy strike.
Patrice is going to be at comics. Anyone going to see Patrice this weekend? Just raise your hand for the fucking
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit.
I'm not going to count you.
Don't you guys know how to play? Comics here in New York tonight and tomorrow, right, Patrice?
Yes, thank you, sir.
COMIXNY.com for tickets. What's the number? I don't have it in front of me, actually.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God damn.
Oh, shit.
Another runner-up line of the day.
I basically said it's about time someone understands what's going on around here.
How come Richard didn't mention how many people you've driven to that point?
Yeah, the boys came up with some great productions. Like, do we have time to play this again? We're running out of time? Okay, that's fine. The next runner-up line of the day. Do we have time to say hi to Fezzi at least? Fezzi, come on in here. The next runner-up line of the day.
It's fucking food, you goddamn gruesome motherfucker. You just helped some guy no one gives a fuck about not kill himself? Can a nigga get a sandwich?
Good. Patrice O'Neill. Fezzi.
Hello, everyone.
Oh.
All right, this is a true story.
Yes.
I got off the elevator. D.L. Hughley was going in.
Yeah.
And as I passed him, I hear him say, "I'm not voting for anyone just because they're black, motherfucker." So it's still on his mind.
Fezzi. Ron and Fez,
noon to 3.
Okay, don't want to get you in trouble. Face.
Oh, that's a face. That's a face. That's the best you got. That's a face.
It's our new thing. We like this one. We just came up with this on our own today.
Guess what? Take it. You can have it.
Comics, Patrice, 212-524-2500. Thank you, Fezzi. Fezzi, everyone, yes. Another line of the day.
Which is Obama. He's that nigga. He got
That's
a white
exactly what you said, Anthony.
meaning, he does all the things.
Eastside Dave, interrupting the line of the day portion of the Opie and Anthony show.
First of all, Ron Fez, noon to 3. Second of all, no one faces Fez. Thirdly, Fez is mine. All mine. I invented face. And that's that.
Can I tell you something? That didn't work at all. Face!
Face! That was humiliating.
Face!
Fix them. Face! Number one dead.
Not even a reaction. Face! Another runner-up line of the day.
A lot of people are now calling me by my new name, Hero. Hey,
The Hero and P-Whipped show.
Hey.
Come on now.
What happened? Uncomfortable silence. What the hell happened?
Well.
That was
Oh,
funny.
you can't hear it? That's why? Oh, all right. My heart stopped. I'm like, these guys don't think it's funny whatsoever. They're just staring at us. How many more? One more runner-up line of the day.
Oh, no, wait. Before you finish, my brain is fried. Okay. So I wanted to say something real quick
You
about...
never say anything real quick.
I don't like how it's just like, and then you go, y'all know what I mean. Like, what the fuck? Holy shit, you sons of bitches. Motherfucker.
What?
Can't believe it. I'm hurt.
You took your shots today.
I did. It hurt.
What hurt about it?
Oh, it just hurt. Like, I try not to talk, but I just can't stop. I feel
What
like
are you trying not to talk?
I just try. I'm trying. I try to edit myself, but I just can't. I can't stop interrupting. I can't. I step on. I hear it, but I can't help it.
You got a lot on your mind.
I just can't help it. And if I don't say it, I'll forget it. And I just want it to be out there in cyberspace some kind of way. It just lives. If I speak, I live. You understand? Fair enough. I'm just saying, it's just out there.
Yeah.
You're making everyone uncomfortable. Look over there.
I don't want to look at them.
They're very uncomfortable.
They need shiny objects every 15 seconds. Can I say something serious for like a minute? It's a 5.5 hour show. Can I just fucking...
Last time we went down this road, there was some crying involved. That was uncomfortable.
What who?
But healthy.
What do, man?
You gave us one of the best moments ever when you admitted some deep shit.
I didn't cry though, but I was close, but I didn't.
Oh, that was sweat.
It was. I never said that before. Out in the open,
and it was good for you. It was cleansing.
It lifted a little bit of something. You guys helped, I will say. You definitely have your moments of humanity.
Well, yeah.
Suicide in my story.
Yeah. See.
Definitely.
That's it.
Well, that helped.
Oh, we only have 3 minutes left, so.
3 minutes before what? They shut it off?
Yeah.
Breaks them back up.
You could start admitting the most horrific thing ever. They're still going to turn us off in 3 minutes.
That was it, man. That was never said it before. I won't say it again.
But you felt like you got something off your chest.
Fuck yeah, man.
It was like it was something that you were wondering if people knew, right? Or something like that?
Nah, just I knew people didn't know, but I was happy I said it and I controlled saying it.
Nice. With that, here's your line of the day.
Here comes line of the day. Line of the day. Like, here's what it is. Anthony said, "Would you like to get another bottle of booze?" She said, "I'd love to," and he went, "I love you too." And she was too embarrassed for him to correct him.
Whoops.
M. Night Shyamalan rant. That was fucking unbelievably funny.
That was a lot of fun today.
God damn it.
What do you got, Travis?
Just a timer for you, so you know how much time.
Oh no. I feel bad for the people that are catching this show in replay because Danny cut out at least a half hour today. Yeah. At least.
Oh, wow.
At least 1 minute and 20 seconds to
Imagine
go.
if there was a walkover.
So where you guys gonna be?
This
anything
weekend?
to plug? You guys got anything to plug?
No. What?
Nothing. I was going to go for a cheap line.
Oh, plug.
Oh, F.H. Riley's 400 New York Avenue in the heart of Huntington Village.
All the talking, all the ranting, all the screaming. The last 1 minute is over. It's like, I ain't got nothing to say. The fuck I got to say? Anthony is trying to pretend like pal talk still means something to him.
I'm just chatting.
Just tell him fuck off.
Yeah.
With a smiley face.
Anyone have anything? We got 45 seconds around the room. Go ahead.
Anybody got anything to plug?
Plug your MySpace. I don't give a fuck. Do whatever. That guy's itching. He wants to do something. Oh, this guy's got something. What do you got, sir?
Your gold cards you were talking about.
Oh, Patrice, see, you were the one who turned us on to the gold cards, and this guy got our own.
Is he a cop?
Yes.
Thank you, sir, thank you, since nigga got his already. This is why.
Look at this. Look at Patrice.
And I still
He's
won't
had
get
it.
credit for this gold card. This is a special moment.
He has had
Just
it.
do your thing, trooper. Fucking
Wow,
McGillicuddy.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wow.
Let me see
That
if your
is
horseshoe
great.
The gold PBA
Let me
card.
see. Let me see.
No, Patrice.
Let me look at this. It's the PBA?
This is the.
Or is it FOP?
FOP.
Fuck.
What do you got? The FOP?
Well, I got a detective. What do you got?
The Opie and Anthony Show.